You're gonna lose your next one because I played like 10 or something like that. I've won all of them, right? So I end up playing today. And he was straight up hate watching the entire time. No one.
You gonna go back in the stream and watch? Yeah, let's go. That last round was a showcase. A little 3K out of you, a little 2K out of me.
You got that clutch up.
Why not bring in the guy who trained under Canadian? Our desk broke it down beautifully, but of course, lifting that hammer beside Troy.
I know you would have been fragging out. I know it.
In North America.
Sorry, Sam was setting me
long time since
all
players have shared a team, but
I miss my puppers.
How deep the history runs.
Yeah.
Nighthaven Labs, as you mentioned, is where we're going to kick things off. The double lucky man, so common to come through from Shotfire Rebellion, but easy, a bit more targeted. Snake is a very common operator for Ambi to play on this map. It's not a surprise to see that getting removed. And also the Ace, one of the most powerful hard breachers that we have here in Rainbow Six, and a favorite of SPOIT.
Interesting to see what NJR is going to do on the
Nick,
Super
did you know that the Pulse had a C4 at the double door on Skyline?
Yeah.
I'm so mad that he didn't.
I was calling it out.
Okay.
I heard him on the scanner when I was in square. I was hoping he would throw it. I was trying to bait him.
I also had a cam right below and I was pinging.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The pings don't show up on Spectator.
Oh, yeah. Either way, I was calling it too. Calling in.
I was mad at the Pulse for peeking at the end there instead of just use the C4
Yeah, I don't know.
on your push.
Ooh, that would have been good.
I was so mad. That's like the greatest opportunity.
Yeah, that would have been good.
You're forced to push and a C4 there. Oh.
SR will, of course, have accounted for that.
Yeah.
It's such a golden opportunity. How often do you get that in a show match?
That we did reference when we casted them on Nighthaven Labs long
You gotta
ago,
play
which
them,
is that
man.
You get a bit overexposed, and if you don't change things up, while it is a comfortable map for
Who is
you,
that?
you might have a good
Surf
read
just
on it.
walking.
AJ, I know,
Yeah.
has a good read on it as he picks
Kinda
off the
crazy.
very first
Rotate on
player.
this side of the
Is this
wall.
normal?
normal?
Not normal. That's probably the least normal rotate.
Yeah. Immediate trade from NJR, though, and the numbers continue to favor DZ.
Mailbox.
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing in the DMR.
Where he won his very first major, teaming with Canadian on that
There's
Dark
no
Zero
K'd
squad.
up. It's
He's
obviously
looking to
banned.
go
I mean,
2 for 2. He's at a bit of a
slow
You might
down,
just
I
be
guess.
bringing it for like
to success here in the North
possibly if
American
there's like a
League.
sense or a blitz or something.
He runs into Ambi, another player
Good for
who's had
that.
some pretty nasty numbers
Amos
too.
tracking from
and we
below.
go back to a 3v3 with just over a minute to go.
Yeah, big frag coming out there,
that's-
of course. Ambi and
that's
NJR.
odd.
the two
Oh, it's
front runners
storage,
for
that's why.
MVP.
You'd love to
Okay.
see it.
This final is undoubtedly going to determine which of those
fell
two
back.
lifts that
Hit a
most
DMR
important
never.
title. Getting the victory is so important as well. Now, we got 60 seconds left, Parker. 3 players alive on both sides. I like this position.
Bolt's gonna rotate to the
They've got
basement.
Really good soft reach, of
Precious
course, with
tweet
Andy
about
still existing
Super
on the
Bowl.
Ram. They'll know where
Crutches it.
players are at, but watch
He
out
was
for some of these
he was
tricks.
upset that nobody's
Pulse on
using
the pulse. Kino in
the
form.
gadget
There
and
are
instead
some
just
tricks
picking him for the
up the sleeve
DMR.
here that could really put a thumb on
They
the side
should
of
end
attack.
here on the fork side because you got to know that Pulse is going to be in the basement denying storage. So the rest of the defense, Kino and Cargo.
Fultz training under the master of Canadian on
Oh,
that
no.
Pulse operator. He'll know that quite well. A Razor Bloom hit by Canadian. That's good information for Dark Zeros. They are ever so
The
patient.
Pulse is prepping the hole so he can toss the C4 up and over.
Yeah, it's one of the easier C4s to shoot. Oh, he's going to sneak in.
You have a shotgun. Use your shotgun.
Punishing Newers. Now it's Kino called into action.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Light rest on the shoulders of Fultz to clutch.
Halfway
As Kino
C4.
fires away,
There it
hopelessly,
is.
Nitro Cell
Not
goes
even
in.
on Troy, though. He shot it. Yeah, it's one of the easiest C4s to shoot.
Fultz will have to retake.
It's so slow coming out of that hole.
HPs make this very doable. Rex and Canadian and Ambi all very, very low. But all SR needs
Wow,
to do
they are
is
all
just
one.
sit and wait. Bolt's isolated outside of the bomb site.
Rexon
This
might
is a
be
tough
2 to
one,
this
and
gun.
he'll
This
walk
gun's
into
that
a
bad.
It's Canadian to take down
Roy?
So what's the stats about people who win the first round and winning the game and the whole tournament?
Who's a stat guy?
Nighthaven, and for good reason, Parker. DZ trying something a little sneaky. They go storage for their first site. They play that pulse.
I
down
win
below.
either way
It's
for this.
perfectly
My
read
predictions
by
if DZ
SR. That
wins,
Nitro Cell
then
from
I
Pulse
get the
could have been
skin
a
for the
disaster.
predictions.
The plant was going down
And
with very little time left on the board,
I
but
hope
that's
SR
okay.
wins.
Ambi
Like,
was
if
ready
they
for it.
win,
Rex
then
was
hey,
hitting some
I get
beautiful
team
shots.
wins,
It was
and
a
if not,
battle of the
then-
minds to
Oh,
start
hold on.
things
They
off.
made a-
Again, you kind of
that
come to
live?
expect these styles of attacks.
Oh, yeah, it's
from
live.
SR.
Did they not
Sometimes
announce
it gets
it?
a little bit slow.
Oh, what
Yes,
is-
the opening
oh
death
my
did
They
not
announced
go
this the
away.
other
They
day.
lost that opening
Huh?
frag, but it didn't
Like,
matter.
what operator
I
is
guess
that
they just
for?
put up with
Good
30.
enough. They still left themselves with 60 seconds
Looks,
to go for the
okay,
execute,
the
and
face is
plenty of
killing
time for
me.
Canadian to hold that.
No, it's not.
And Canadian obviously been under the microscope quite a lot. These two teams are very different in the way that they approach Rainbow
That was a
Six
big
Siege, right?
gunfight there for
Canadian,
Rexon.
dedicated hard support for a while. SPOIT was also in that
One
same
round, one
role.
plant.
But they've
Yeah.
let the dog off the leash here in Salt Lake City.
Kinda looks like that's the plan for Dark
I was
Zero's
going to say
Pulse.
that, but I didn't want to bring this conversation up again.
Oh, the plant?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm just too hyped for plants. I love plants.
one of the best rated players during phases 1 and 2 to get you here. If Canadian can get a couple early picks and the rest
I
of the
like
team
hearing different
continues to
opinions.
frag,
Always good.
everything is going well for
That's what
Shopify
keeps the game
Rebellion.
interesting.
SPOIT was crowned a major champion in
Everybody
Berlin
just
back
agreed
in
on the
his
same
very
stuff. It'd be
first
boring
stage
as
of
hell.
competitive Rainbow Six. He ended that tournament with an EPS of 108.
Trying to think of a hot
He enters
take right
this final
here.
with the exact same rating, an EPS of 108, but the KDR couldn't be more different. 131 so far here through Salt Lake City. That has been an exceptional stat line for SPOIT, and it's been a big reason why SR have gotten this far.
I don't know if you saw the graphic that was shared with Shopify Rebellion before yesterday's matchup, but or it might have been 2 days ago. They tend to blur together.
Can't believe
but
my
it basically
duo's
showed the
casting without
battle
me.
of the
It's kind of
sports,
crazy.
Where during kickoff,
No
he actually
invite?
had
Wow.
1 fewer kill, but 30 more deaths. So far more efficiency here, and it really does speak to Rebellion changing things up. For Dark Zero, though, the stylistic difference. They've got 3 to
Can't
potentially
believe DZ's
4
putting
dedicated
Kino on pulse. No,
support
NJR.
players, and you've allowed
I mean, you want
viewers
NJR on a
to
gun.
roughshot over
Give him
your
the
opponents.
vector.
It's been working. NJR's been terrific, but if their fraggers can't frag, Dark Zero might not have enough in the tank to catch up.
Oh, Troy.
Well, the Pulse will return for
Beautiful.
Dark Zero on their second defense, but
Hero's
instead of the
gone.
captain, it'll be held by
How did
Kino.
Bro get a
We saw
drone
the
in the
picture in
basement?
Victories, getting
How
good
did he?
information to start things off. There's a heavy roam presence coming through. Newers, of course, the primary roamer, the primary entry on Dark Zero. He's going to be the first one who
So happy to not
likely
see
comes
all
into
5
contact
calls
with
pop
this
up
roam
on the
clear
screen.
From SR. They don't have to full clear this whole map. We see teams go pretty direct just through cafeteria at times, but it does look like the Rebellion want to clear out some of these roamers before they go for their execute. Newers a little bit solo here at the top of Fish Stairs.
To see the logic bombs used by Ambi to deny time and gain some valuable information. If you watch the reveal panel that went on right before this, say goodbye to the Dokkaebi you know and love. She is seeing some changes. So the
I love
last
that
real
Thermite
window
got a
before somebody
shotgun. Might be one of my
lifts
favorite
that
changes
Dokkaebi-themed
that ever
trophy
happened.
Sitting between
Third
these two
shoddy?
teams.
Yeah.
Oh, the secondary
The
shoddy.
secondary.
Good run for
Yeah.
that Korean operator,
The
but a big
primary,
one is
remember
never-
Poge's strat on Clubhouse?
Yeah,
Drop
dude.
down the blue hatch and do.
It kinda worked, dude.
It worked.
Up above, they can maybe try to sneak a plant.
Nowadays, you need a cap tower grim? No, we just sent Poge.
Inside a cafeteria, there's a player just on the other side of this wall.
Who needs
Leave that
utility when
ball
you have Poge
close
on
the
Thermite
window.
shoddy?
He's not ready for this. This could be a massive blunder, but he repositioned slightly.
Still have the pulse though, but in a
Bonbot
different
shouldn't be
player's
allowed to be a
arms. That's
moderator.
Kino now upstairs gaining a ton of information here. Logic bombs will go off. So Kino will be known for the time being. Second round in a row. Dark Zero will strike first. Newer sticks
Wow.
down Canadian. Ambi trades it right back. There goes NJR.
This pulse is pulled
Kino
big
in a
time.
position where he needs to maneuver. Yes, as J9 bites the dust, so does Fultz.
I don't know where the kills
It's
are
Kino
happening,
and Newers
but
now in
good
top
shot.
spot.
Nice shot somewhere.
It's a full court press.
Yeah, I've seen
I don't
it.
even know what happened that round.
No idea.
Beautiful.
That's why it's
attack
nice to have
coming
the
out from
top
Rebellion
down,
once
too. I wish,
again,
like-
Parker. We haven't seen the primary.
Oh, there's
side
my
most teams
hot
up in the
take,
top
I guess,
four,
but we talked
down
about
in
it
the
the other
basement,
day.
SR,
It
they
should just
keep
be
their
a
time
thing.
with that push.
Yeah.
They
What about a
again
mini-map? What do you guys think on
really
that?
pick. Early attacking from DZ.
For spectating.
Go back to
Oh, for
Survivor and fight
spectating, yeah.
CS up,
Yeah.
I'll give him space off of it. Bulker, if you want to ban the fucking Ram, they're going consolidations we can, but I'm sick of doing this. We're just giving him space and let him take our ass. Fight him on
So
supplies,
if they side ISO, what's our plan?
go flow down and fight them on it.
Alright.
And then especially like before they even do it, like when they are clearing off that, I almost get more aggressive in the mid round here. Like don't let them just poke around for free and keep poking around and going to what they want to do.
Yeah. Let's start looking for early kills.
Yeah, start looking for the early kills and the micros on these guys. Try to break their onboarding source for them.
Let's go supply base then.
After that, kind of read it as seeing how supply goes. I think you go back to basement. You could also maybe go to like fucking and or kitchen. Just whichever one you want after that.
Heard.
Yo, run the mirror. Run the mirror. I can run the mirror.
Striker. Beepers. Supply base, Jay.
I'm what? Book,
Supply base. You go Azami.
you run the mirror book?
Coach Callout not mincing words in that tack time.
Ban the fucking Ram. I'm sick of it.
But wants to cut out some of the crap, right? Banning out that Ram is a possibility for them if they don't want to deal with that vert pressure that SR have been playing so well, but really just needs to get the team back on
SMG
track
12
here.
kills,
Down
they don't
2-0
deserve
on the defense
praise.
for Nighthaven Labs. Even though
I
this is SR's
fully
home, this is where they
1,000,000,000%
thrive
agree.
As a team, you can't be
That gun
happy with
takes
a
no
result
skill.
like that.
No, not at all. Very disappointed dad vibes.
Yeah.
This is your personal
I felt like
hell.
I was
Justy. This is like
I feel
the
like I
worst
wasn't
day of
pulling my
Justy's
weight
life.
there.
He has to deal with like a Bonbon as mod.
We are a community,
Two
and
NA
of course,
teams
this
in the
is a match
finals.
that is
SPOIT doing
celebrating
well.
Dark Zero and the
This
Rebellion,
is like
but I don't know if any of you
generational
saw
hate watch failure.
Bobby welcoming a child to the world over the last week. We just want to wish congratulations to Fabian. He is a new father. Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
can cheer for
Fabian.
Fabian.
You guys didn't see Fabian had a kid.
There's
Papa
anybody who knows what it's
Fabian.
like to be fathered by Fabian. It's Canadian.
That is true.
Bit of a history there, but no, of course, we're oh so happy for the coach of M80, Fabian, a huge moment in his life.
Kino obviously used to call Fabian dad as well when
Yep.
Kino was on that M80 roster, and we wish obviously him and his partner the best I obviously don't
Why
have
is that
children.
meat jammer
I
so
have a
far
cat.
back?
It's nowhere near the same, so I'm not gonna
So
try to
impact
relate to it, but I know it must be
EMPs, they won't reach it. But we brought a Thatcher here, so it doesn't matter.
So let's get back into this though. Timeout taken and a pretty swift way into warehouse for Rebellion as they open that up. One thing, Jesse, that I've been noticing is the Rebellion have been exceptional with their drone work. This is something that was very evident in round number 1. It has carried on here now, and I don't know if we're going to see any changes from Darkseer to deal with this. They do have a mute, but I mean, sometimes that's just not enough.
Well, clearly it's a completely different setup
Ew.
coming through from Darkseer. They're playing the same bomb.
Why did we upside down repel that?
3 rounds deep, and we have not been to the top floor of Nighthaven Lab. That's very
That
unusual,
terrified of the
but
Mira?
Clearly, DZ have a game plan with this. There's that
Oh, they're
Ram
using
that
the Ram
potentially
one more
gonna get
time
banned
before it
after
gets taken
round
off the
3, already
board.
being used by Ambi, hunting for an
Oh, if he gets a kill here, call out's going to be
NJR,
pissed.
but not the head, so it's not good enough.
That's
I'm surprised that was an NJR
you can use
fighting that
biblical
too.
terms, that's,
Yeah.
well, I guess David won, so that's David versus David.
Okay.
Fighting to see which one of them will come out ahead. NJR
Got the
and
recruit
Ambi
and
is the
storage in
showdown
case
that
they
so
went
many
for
of us
that
have
Thatcher
wanted for much
plant.
of this event, and
I guess
right
maybe
now,
they still
Ambi
could
is
do
winning
here.
it quite handily. 3-0, the good start for the youngster,
Yep.
and he's actually in position to break
Oh, it's exactly
the
what they're looking at. They want to just jump in and
Oh,
plant.
missed shots coming out from Newers there. Also a fantastic aggressive player from DZ who's been racking up the frags this event. Now the flashbangs are coming out though. They realize they need to get this top floor control. It's been a little bit too long, Parker, and they're not happy with the 5v5, so in comes the cavalry.
Bit of trepidation
I don't think they
from
want the
Ambi's
top
now
floor
vaults
control.
on over. Logic bomb goes off. Rebellion looking to capitalize off this information. They've
A
held
shot
off
by
the score early, not
Rexon.
this
Troy's
round.
jumping sight
Ambi and
now.
Rexon strike for 2.
Because Nick
That gives
died. That was a
Canadian
sight player.
opening
No one
points on
here.
the board as well.
Wow.
Everybody firing on all cylinders. Surf now on
I
the
mean,
board.
this is what
Give
I'm
it to
talking about, the
Canadian, and
Rebellion.
It's a team ace.
It just-
You
they got
guys
plot
get the
armor.
diffuse kit down. Dark Zero left just up to Fultz, who's come up empty-handed more than we can count. There goes SPOIT. No flawless round will be had for the Rebellion, but everything else is working in their favor. The Ram, a hindrance for them, still hurting them in the post plan as time runs down. Fultz, what do you do in this position? Well, you die to Ambi, that's it. Ambi 5-0 to start this contest, and Jesse.
We can see
I
an
did
Ambi
say
20 bomb
Ambi
again.
is in
Third one.
striking distance of
What does he
uses
need? He
his
needs 40
major
kills to
kill
break the kill
Yeah,
record.
that's exactly
Was that what it
right,
was?
Parker. After this
I think
solid
something like that,
start,
yeah.
You're right.
Not
Solid
playing
start.
enough rounds.
Easy to get them mixed up. Force played on the same team for so
gotta-
long.
Well, it's a
but
best of 5.
really,
I
this
know,
has
I'm
been
saying
domination from SR,
they're winning
you're
too
right.
fast.
Ambi now
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're not playing enough
5-0
rounds to get the
here
kill
on this
record.
first map. That brings them up to
And one of y'all try to remind
170
Parker about
total
eating the hat.
across this
He
event.
will
The
be
record
during this
203,
finals. You
set by
guys will
Saltov at
see.
Copenhagen
Yo,
Majors.
they're all
There's
rocking
definitely
the
still a bit of a
exemplary
gap.
banner.
And this game continues the way that it has been. If we get a quick
Something that
3-0
they
for
can't
SR,
get
then
normally.
why
No.
not? It's only a matter
They
of
need
time
the
before
unlock
DZ
all
starts striking
on these,
back. You've gotta
live
give
plan
credit to
builds.
SR with how dominant they've looked on these early games.
Yeah, Ram banned, right? Did I miss it?
Dude, it was so funny. I took a screenshot of when I hit level 3,500 and I was respectable. Everyone's like, oh my god, you're so toxic. You're respectable. I'm like, I was playing with the same 5 people for like 2 weeks straight. So like, you can't get commended.
But so far, they've lost 2 openings.
Oh yeah,
They've been
I'm getting
traded
close
back
to the
really quickly on
diamond
the side of SR,
commendation
and they've
badge.
always kind of
I
came out
swear
of
to
that
God, I
early
feel like
game
I might be the
still
very
with a
first
lead,
person to
still
ever
with an
get.
advantage.
You probably are.
Because I do a
I'd
lot of solo
never get
queuing,
that
so
first
I
kill.
get
They've
a
gotta
lot more
find ways to
commendations.
actually win in the
I'm
early
stacker.
game. And going into those last
I get
6
literally,
seconds with
dude, I think
some
I'm on like the
kind of an
silver one at best, maybe.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but this
Yeah, I
is
already got the gold
now-
one, and I'm
what was it? It was
going
7
up as
rounds in a
diamond.
row for SR.
It is
to
crazy how
send
much you get
themselves to the
commended,
grand
though. I played a
finals.
lot of
This
casual
week,
on
round
ranked
10
before I left
technically
for this,
in
like,
a row going back
you
to
know,
yesterday. It's been
for this
quite a
event. No
run
one
for
was
this
on to
Rebellion
play with, so I was like,
squad.
yeah, I'll just grind some casual and stuff. And like,
Presumably
on ranked,
will
you get
start
commended
on
like
the
every
wrong
game.
side.
It's
Numbers back that
awesome.
up. DZ has a
I'd
better
never
attacking
commend
win
anyone.
rate on this
Really?
map.
I just hit
Likely
find
get
another
better
match,
for
then
Dark Zero.
You gotta commend.
When the
Let's
second
talk
half comes in,
to talk to chat.
the Rebellion are
Gotta
good on both sides
commend.
of this map. Yes, they are a better attacking team, but their defense is nothing to sneeze at either. The main goal for Dark Zero, which might sound very simple, but so far has been very hard, is do not let SR run up the score on you. Something's got to change. You've already used your timeout. What can you do if you're DZ?
4 rounds deep, and I'm gonna
Anyone ever done that in PL?
Start
3 straight
3
playoff
offsets
matches,
on
20
Nighthaven
kills?
Lab,
Yeah,
and
I don't
none
think
of
so.
them are the traditional
I don't
primary
think
side of the top
that's
floor.
a
It's
lot of
cafeteria
kills.
being brought out
Maybe
by
like
DZ.
Assaultov had,
This is again one of those bomb sites where he
like
Oh, when he
Andy
had
needs
that.
like 40 more to hit his like record, so which is doable at a best of 5.
Yeah.
Some of those opening picks, I believe it was Rex
It
in that
is.
last round. He got that first.
Especially if he just has
frag,
one of those
hunting for
maps,
once
it's
more.
like, okay.
This is a classic
Yeah.
setup from DZ. You've got the clash at the top of these lobby stairs. Canadian knows this position well. Has to be careful though. This concussions are coming in and making his life kind of scary.
Fultz saw those bullets whiz by as he was being hunted down by 2 players on that top floor. It was a bit of a rough go of it, and
I don't like that.
I mean, Fultz is
This
not the guy
Kitchen?
that you expect to be racking up kills.
Yeah,
He's
it's
the
Kitchen, right?
Canadian of Dark Zero. But
I mean, if there's one
you're
team
in
that should know how to
position,
attack Kitchen,
he
it's Shopify
almost
since
went
they
for it.
play
Then you lose
Kitchen as one of their main sites.
Kino remains on the top floor, but he's still far from this meeting area that SR have control under. They're working the vert, even
Oh,
Kiba. But no frags yet.
So good.
And just patrolling these openings. Kiba barrier's not usually used for horizontal
They can jump window.
coverage, but will have to be here.
J90.
This input. How does J90 kill Fultz? That is such a blunder. And maybe it speaks to a little bit of nerves with this DZ team.
Give the shield up still, at least.
This is a big stage. They've yet to find their first round. They're feeling the pressure.
Doesn't look like the shield is active, though.
Lake City. They've got a couple of opportunities still to pull this one back again.
You know what's funny? Every time I shoot the phones that drop when they have a dope, I've done it like with multiple pro players, and they're like, "Wait, you can shoot the phones?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Literally every time.
I forget that as well.
On all three of them, there
They don't
goes
show
Andy
up
Canadian
as
as well.
a
Suddenly, Dark Zero striking.
I want to say, funny enough, one of them was Rex, and I think it was Rex, and was like, "Wait, you should shoot phones?" And I'm like, "Yep."
Stalling out now with not a lot of time left.
Here comes the flashbang. Here comes the fight. J90 takes a bit of damage from the DMR of Surf, but retreats back in towards the site. SR
Oh,
needs to move on.
I'm gonna get this bomb down. Oh, they just retook vert.
But the boat sunk. So what can you do when you're staring down the wrong side of these numbers? Rexon,
You gotta flood. You gotta flood through sight.
Who's next? Spoit
No,
dies
he's
to
gonna go up and get
NJR.
him.
Second kill for the mayor. The soulless
Shotgun.
Aquino upstairs being hunted by Surf. Shotgun in the corner. Surf doesn't check it. And suddenly Rexon needs to win a 1v2 with 10 seconds to go. I don't know how I feel about this one. Diffuser going down. NJR and Kino both on utility hops. They will easily find him. And there's NJR to get his third. DZ is finally on the board.
Wow.
Big
They won the fourth site.
What's the call out for that
kitchen
plant?
cafeteria site, just like they had to. Really nice.
Where
kind of
was the
kills coming
plant?
through. It wasn't the opening
Right side of
frag,
the-
technically because
the
the
breach?
gate, but I thought
not
NJR
the
was so
breach.
critical, shutting down the
Not the
backstab from
doorway.
Ambi early in that
Right
round,
side of
and
breach.
of course ending with the Nitro too.
I like
Where the
it.
feed holes?
DK right on default. Bit of bad luck, bit of nerves, maybe a bit of revenge as
Oh.
well. Leads the tournament in team kills so far in Salt Lake City. He has 2 coming into
They're
these
loving
grand
this
finals.
pulse for
Nobody else
tracking
has
here.
quite achieved that just yet, so I'm sure it's not intentional, but you know, it does speak to a little bit of chaos maybe in the DZ
That position
comp.
right
They
there.
fight
plant?
through it, they
Yeah.
win this round if they're on the board.
And I mean, we
used to call that
speculated
trash
nerves could be the
wall.
culprit here, Jesse, but it's actually
I don't
SR
know.
who have way less experience competing on this stage. J90's first event ever was on that
Right
Astralis
there,
team
yeah,
that made
facts.
the Charlotte Major Finals. NJR
Hey, plant right
winning
there.
a major in Charlotte. Fultz, of course, a world champion.
Oh,
Kino
baby.
winning a major before. This is maybe uncharted territory for Newers and Callout, but if you look on the side of Rebellion, it is very, very different.
Even Callout was coaching that Astralis team back in Charlotte,
That is
right?
right.
So
I almost
Got a
forgot
Rex and
that.
Nomad,
there's
but
so
it's
much
story,
experience
so
across
I don't
both
have
of
a.
these teams, but also
I
so many
expect-
heartbreaks, so many frustrations over
I think
the
he uses
last
it for the
couple of
same
years
thing,
in
though, 'cause it's
particular.
like, it's good for the
It's been
IT
too long
swing and the
since we've seen
Raptors
an NA
swing.
team not named M80 or Beast Coast lifting a trophy, finding success, dominating the international opponents that so often NA seems to struggle against. But now Dark Zero and the
Did you try
Rebellion
the
have
AK,
earned
by
their
the way, with the
place
foregrip?
here in the Salt Lake City Grand Final.
I don't think I did, to be
Easy, desperate to tie this half. Again,
Definitely gonna be
3-3 on
the
Nightwave and
pick
Labs.
for
That's
Nomad.
bare minimum on the defense. You want to be racking things up, especially up against the Rebellion, who can be so good defending on this map, but they'll have to earn it. They'll have to work for it.
Interesting. We got Nazami in the base
I
on
guess there's
storage.
this-
Site here, so the bottom floor presence a little bit cheeky coming out from NJR.
Bit deceptive.
Bit deceptive, but SRF spotted it out early. They're taking a lot of map control. Top floor, basement, mid floor. They're pressuring all different angles, and it's going to make it difficult for this DZ players to group up.
And Newers has to wait out that Lion scan. It's only J90 whose attention goes towards this SR assault.
Kind of
Newers
ignoring
was
top
spotted
floor
by
and
his
just
drone and is now
getting a
looking for
horizontal
some
hit.
safety over by J90. He doesn't find it.
Wow.
That's a twofer on the side of
That was
Rebellion.
excellent cross there.
Spoit and Andy
Yeah, that was really
striking
good.
very
Not sure why
quickly.
DZ
Seven
isn't
two
fighting
minutes to
now.
go
And
in
he's
the
already
round.
in.
This is quite the leg up for Shopify Rebellion.
Just messy from DZ. You can't be affording those frags. Of course, no trades coming out. They're just a little bit grouped up in the hallway. So the window player and
Nick
of
is
course
a
the other
dead
hallway
man.
player on SR able to group things up. That's the entry duo of Ambi and Spoit. Now how do you recover from DZ? They cannot sit around and wait for SR to execute 5v3. So they have to go hunting for picks. They have to start getting aggressive.
The drone work has just been so good for the Rebellion. So good. You've got lots of players active in these comms. Rexon right now droning his way through, either selfishly or to assist his teammates. I don't know if they've drone NJR into this rat spot. It might be a tricky one. NJR's got a good read on it. He has to watch the window, he has to watch a rotate, and the door frame. So 3 different areas for NJR to focus on. I don't know about this. I think Rexon might have an idea, Jesse.
Yeah, they clearly have some kind of a
What?
idea. Oh,
Why is Fultz's shield on his back like that? He has Nick stuck. I mean, they just got to flood sights. Just Kino. Rexen's just going to hold this guy.
has to get active here. What a triumph.
Kino 1v5.
4 points of the spears for the Rebellion. Rexen, whose name has seemingly come up the least. Spoit will shut that one down.
Ambi's mom thrilled about that round.
Back to business for SR as they go back
as
up
she should be.
This has been shocking, Parker. The fact that DZ have struggled so much here on Nighthaven Labs, it's not their strongest map, but it's not like it's one they never played.
I love seeing the parents in the crowd.
2 matches so far this season, a loss to Wildcard back during the kickoff, but then beat Wildcard, got the revenge here in Salt Lake
Not a lot of parents
City.
understand.
They know how to play this map. This shouldn't be an unfamiliar position.
I always say that it's like,
they just feel a little bit lost. They feel a little bit disconnected.
I don't know about how it was for you guys, but for me, my parents were obviously not into it at all when I was like starting to stream and stuff. But I don't see that as a negative thing. I think that they did care. They just were like didn't understand it really. I mean, if you tell them, hey, I'm gonna go play video games for a living, they're like, what do you mean? Like, you know.
My mom was super
on this map. This is worrying for the guys on DZ.
He was very supportive, you said?
He was incredibly supportive.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like freshly graduated out of college. She helped pay for my college.
Is really a massive threat.
So like right after graduating, I just go straight to. I'm like, yeah, I'm really feeling video games.
Between these teams,
But
lots of
the potential was there already. Not like it was just.
There's still plenty
What about like
of
earlier on, I guess?
Like that was very beginning.
Oh, okay.
My YouTube kind of took off pretty quickly. So I saw the potential already there. And she's like, yeah, she trusted my decision. So I think she just has more more faith in me than like gaming itself. Yeah. If I think it's good, then she trusts it.
Yeah. I mean, my parents. Well, I told my parents I was like, I'm gonna do this for a year, see how it goes. Better, you know, good.
Was this in Pro League or content creation?
Pro League.
Ah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna see how this goes. Like, because I went from being like still working full time and playing to like time after invite and stuff.
Finally go back to old reliable, and this kind of starts to test SR too, because now you've played 4 different sites. You've had to rack your brain for different strategies. They will no doubt be prepared and have plenty of experience attacking this top floor, but it's not an easy bomb site to
I love seeing all the Bravo.
No shields played in this entire first
I feel like people sleep on Bravo, especially like having like, if they're running a lot of traps, having both Bravo and Twitch is so nice because you can destroy some annoying stuff, steal some annoying stuff.
He didn't get much though this round. He only got a camera and a Banshee.
Yeah. That happens sometimes over Poppy drones,
Canadian
but
was a lot of Monty, specifically on this bomb site, which is why it's a little strange not to see it. Favoring the Ying. This is not a brand new op for Canadian, but we haven't really seen it since April.
My boy
since
Rexen.
the kickoff when
Is he gonna do
SR
it?
played this map domestically. So you're gonna have to go a little bit back in your brain if you're DZ.
I think he just shot it.
Expecting
He
this
just shot it.
strategy, I'm sure they will be.
He did the air jab. He did the air jab. He did the air jab. He did the air jab.
To be able to take that warden down,
there it is.
Find a different angle around
He's got to do it a little tighter on the doorway.
They've been running drone ops on 5 of these 6 rounds to gain more information. It has been the undoing of Dark Zero as they look like they're playing a little bit too conservative with their defender forces. This is something they call out very wisely. Red after round number 2. It has not changed, but down goes Spoit and down goes Storm as well. A nice toss by MJR.
What's he getting electrocuted by? Oh, probably the Denari, okay.
As Rexen knows there's one behind that deployable shield. This is a good read for NJR. They've lost Kino to Canadian. Time for the mayor to pop on up. He's got the Malusi right by his side. J90 will get Rexen in the cross.
Gotta wait. They just gotta kill the Azami and they can plant.
Combining for 10 kills, trying to make something work. A small ego peek by J90, and that
easier said than done.
It leaves Canadian all lonesome upstairs. Dark Zero hoping to salvage this first half with a 4-2. The 2, of course, is the best you're going to get. And frankly, it looks like we're screaming in that
Warden.
direction.
The drone hole. 4-2. Is that drone hole kill? Good.
Bolts. Round number 6 ending with Bolts killing Canadian. A nice bookend to the first half, and it's a 4-2 lead for SR.
Nah, tell him, Jack.
I don't understand what that was.
Now they're cheering DZ. The crowd has flipped.
Oh,
the last guy went.
Jehovah.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I didn't know he was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crowd is
Honestly,
actually divided.
Right now, I want to start off.
It's competing chants.
Anything really cheesy. Let's just keep it more so standard. Like obviously, go on the cloud.
See, this is why it's better when it's a region versus region and not a.
And quite frankly, too,
NA
obviously,
versus
what we started
NA.
with right here. I think they prep for us. They're not probably going to do the fucking AIDS bans for the clash
International
itself, so
rather
you don't really need to worry
than
about it.
intranational.
If they do, we can do what we talked about, but I don't think they're going to do it. Just keep it pretty standard.
Yeah, I mean, we could just run the Thermite, Ace, Thatcher, get the tools wall, get the weed wall, then we have the Ace for inner walls.
What's going on?
I
don't know. There's like a post. This one post is not editing well. Like it's trying to edit one of the hashtags. It's fine. It's on a platform I don't have to post for contractually anyway, so it's alright.
Get this first snowball.
We just snowball it, bro. We just snowball it.
And if not, use it as a nice little
You're
warm.
gonna start seeing points like 2 seconds.
We're coping. We're actually coping this time out.
They have 2 attacks that we saw. They were both essentially clears. One was just a split, one was a full clear. For this, it's essentially going to be they could bring a shield through fish, walk down with him like a sledge. Ace is going to open up the wall and then look to go rafter. Deimos can go mud, but he's Deimos, so he might float around in that area.
He's very specific.
Yokobi can go lobby.
I do
or
like
he
that a
can go
lot, too.
90 window, okay? So
I think he's more specific than any other coach.
It
Like,
is
it's
likely
super
they're going to
detailed.
clear you. The other way they would clear
Instructions.
is they flip the shield to lobby with Ace. They'll bring like a striker
I love
above,
Superman.
like maybe a con side.
Although he might be
the,
information
hash.
dumping too much.
I will
If he
say that's
opens
the only thing I
wall,
don't
that is
like.
the guy who
Every
will go
coach,
above, okay?
it's
And
this
then
prep.
Doke's
It's
gonna
just
go
you
fish
usually
side.
don't give it
So
to the
just be
entire
aware of that.
team. You go
For
over it with your
kitchen,
IGL, and you
they
have like,
basically do a Hori, they'll bring the ram
if they do
above.
this, we
They
do
like
this.
to put a Blackbeard or any kind of shield outside the 90
all
window,
good.
so they might double up there, have a shield and like.
Cool, calm, and collected. Those are the vibes being given off by call-out
So-
in that
sorry, say it
halftime,
again, Mid?
Parker, and it
Oh,
really
it's just
did
like,
feel
I mean,
they
as a
were
coach,
taking
you
this
should
as
always
kind of
have
a
the information
unexpected
he's having,
victory.
but it's
Getting
like
just
you don't
two
really want to
rounds
give it to all
they
5
knew
players
that
because it's
SR were coming
information
into this
dump.
call.
Yeah,
Like,
And
like,
if
how
you
much are they
shake them a
retaining
little
for
it's like
bit,
the
they get a
Alfama
couple of
thing,
these
you know,
round
and it's
wins.
like
Yeah.
They think they got a chance
they
to
can
pull
do
this
this,
one
this,
back.
this. Next site they can do this, this,
Even if
this,
they
and it's
don't
like,
win on Nighthaven,
Yeah.
they didn't
you
come
know,
into this series
normally you
expecting to.
go over it with
They're treating it as a
Troy
bit
and
of
you're
a
like,
warm-up. So clearly
this
they're
is their
confident
take.
on the side of DZ.
What should our
Immediately
response be? And then
talking
he
about
knows
that
it and he
clash.
can call
I'm
it
seeing
then.
Nomad
But like if
Capitao bands
you
coming through,
start
you
thinking
know
about what
Canadians
they
gonna be loving that
were
offer.
doing on paper and they switch it up, then your guys are kind of out of place.
You're never in danger
I feel that.
But I mean, Super's literally top 2 NA coach right now. Like you can't even deny that. Every team also has like their way of doing things. You listen to Call Out and he's just talking. He's just coping. He's just like, you know, we could bring this back, and if we don't, it's just warm up. We'll get on the next map. It's like, all right. And then you hear Super talking about actual strats.
Yeah. I prefer the actual strats.
Yeah. Like the map's not over. Let's not cope right now.
As long as you're not yelling at your team. I see too many frustrated coaches like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I think Fabian does a lot of that, although Fabian is
he's
also well respected and
Yeah.
well accomplished, so I can't criticize, right?
He'll just beat his players.
But that's his thing, because he's not a strategic coach, and it's known all the people that have ever been with him. He's not a strategic coach, so he's not going to give those specific like do this, do this. So he's kind of just a mental guy, like wake the fuck up.
I don't know. Personally, I feel like if I was a player and I heard my coach getting angry and frustrated, then I feel like that would not help me.
Yes.
I will say from a little insider that happened with M80, and they had to talk to him because he was yelling at him, and they were like, "This isn't helping." So they had to talk to him after, and like, can we not get a little positivity?
Specifically said he didn't think they would go for these bans that are anti-clash. He didn't expect the Nomad Capitao bans, but he said if they do ban those, just do what we talked about. I wasn't in the Dark Zero team meeting, unfortunately. I didn't quite make it to that one. So I don't know. Yeah, unfortunately, the invite just didn't
Legion
show
of
up in
Zoom,
time,
thanks for the
but,
5 months, by the way. This Thermite is scary, but you got the Thatcher, if impacts, yeah.
It's always going to be awkward, though. Canadians
More impacts we
keeping
got.
this IT wall closed. The impact goes out first.
One more
to
for
stop that
Troy here.
Exothermic, and the last exothermic charge from NJR being
Oh,
placed on
Troy's not
this
ready.
wall. If this gets denied, this could be huge.
Ball open.
Look like it'll happen. No, it opens up.
Crisis averted.
Still awkward.
Canadian walks back a little bit. Decent timing by Dark Zero now to get that wall open in the jostling. The rebellion we're doing will fall short.
SR win, half of
Didn't
George
really see
chat
the
gonna fall on
Thatcher
their
do
knee.
that much.
Pretty much.
I got a bunch of
dude.
hate watchers, man.
They literally are, dude. I swear half of my chat, like when it comes to Pro League stuff, it's like they don't watch, they don't root for they root for teams to lose.
Yeah, everyone just falls for that E-Box C4. It's so good. Oh, Kino is dead. This clash.
Yo, the annoying thing is like when you're stunlocked, you can't even put it on your back a lot of times. It's really awkward. You have to find like a very specific moment.
Now it's DZ on their back foot. They were able to close the gap with that final round in the first half. Typically, we
Hino's
see
having
teams
a rough-
win this and close it to just a single round.
rough
Dark
match.
Zero, if they're going to do that, they've got some
Kind of
serious
want
work to be
to
done in the final
see his
minutes.
stats for this event because I feel like he's been having a rough event.
Two-man disadvantage. They're still getting caught out by these gas pipes. It's going to slow things down even further. They're hoping for a swing to come through, but it's unlikely that anybody will bite on J90 holding that E-box window. Newers up the fish stairs, hoping for a bit of a sneaky frag. They don't know he's here.
He didn't activate it. You can push. Push. Oh, now it's activated. You should have pushed.
Now the
You should have recognized that it was not activated
through.
immediately and just push and follow up on it.
Activated. The Snake of Newers now making his presence known, shooting through the wall.
I'm sad he didn't.
Dark Zero stalling out entirely, Jesse. 30 seconds have gone by, and there's been very limited movement. Newers existing over on this fish side of the map. He's done so for so long. He'll walk up, take dry engagements with the F2. You can easily kill multiple players.
Wow.
He misses the opportunity. Ambi with the takedown, Spoit on the board as well. And it's Ambi to give a
What a
flawless
defense,
win in
Jesus.
the first round of half
How do you feel
two.
about that split push?
The Rebellion 2 rounds away from winning their own map.
And
And they just got powered. It was really good use of the clash. I'm surprised we're letting Troy play this much clash. He's shown this entire event. He's like always on it.
They didn't lose a single attack.
That's what's hard with labs because you have to get rid of the electric.
So they had won their 11 previous attacking rounds.
You got it
They will
again?
Finally drop one here in the
both
quarters,
teams did
semis,
it.
and finals up against
That C4 is
SR.
so
That's a big
good.
moment to come through from the Rebellion. Again, you kind of talk about that clash.
One, 'cause
It was
Shaika's
focused on
out.
by call out and attack timeout. They said they had a plan for it. I assume that was something to do with the Thatcher playing on the roof, but whatever the game plan was for Dark Zero, it was not able to come to
I like that
fruition.
jacket a lot from
SR
Saber.
very
With the
confident
beard,
on
he's
that
looking
top four
good.
site. Canadian will continue
That
the clash
jacket
as
was
we move around
actually
eight.
available
Two
at
players
SI
on
to
Rebellion
buy.
have broken
Dude, I
think
that looks
digits
so good.
already.
Maybe just on
does.
him it does,
Ambi
but
It's
sitting on
they
a
were like
pinnacle
$300,
scoreline, 10
dude.
kills,
Oh, wow.
two
I would have bought one. They were
assists.
sold out.
Eating
It's
kind of like the
very well
Habana
here in
jackets
Salt
from
Lake
Toad
City.
Took and
Now,
Outman.
Yeah, those are
I
so
know
cool.
that's much of
Like
the conversation has been
$700.
around
Really?
two of the players on Rebellion.
Yeah, like
Second
secondary
and
market
kill.
700 or like
No, I think they were
There's so
there.
many kills to go
Really?
around.
Yeah.
Right now
Wow.
they're being funneled
Because there was only like 100 of them or
best
something.
aimers on
Wow.
Rebellion as of today. It is working out very effectively.
maybe it was
Again,
secondary.
Dark
Roy
Zero,
has one.
their fraggers being
I remember Zach bought him one.
overwhelmed and shut down, and there is just not enough in reserve to deal with here. Things could change. You like to say it. There's two halves of each map, but Dark Zero are running out of time.
Yeah, no doubt about that. DZ need to
And
change
you get
the
rid of the
game plan a little
electric
bit.
so you
They've
can get
already
walls
burned their
open
attack time
for
back after round
free.
number 2, so they will have no more lifelines. Even if we do head into overtime,
But again,
we won't get a
what do we
chance to
got?
talk with
We got
Colin
Clash.
unless Cooper decides to call his tack time out for SR, but he has no plans of doing any of the such because they're up 5-2. They're comfy, and as far as the storage bomb site goes, man, this is very similar to the last site.
And I was going to say, an added benefit of banning the Nomad in Capital, your Azami on Raptors can play so much freer as well. So it's not just a clash counter. It has a reverberation across this entire map. So Rebellion know that, and they're going to use that to very good effect.
And again, like some people might say, why don't you ban the Clash? Why don't you ban the Azami? But you really just can't on Nighthaven Labs. The wall denial is too important. Bandit and Kaid are so powerful to keep these walls closed, and teams just do not like to play up against that. Very common bans coming out here. Oh, Ambi. Oh,
You know Jalen's feeling good.
These Grimby's coming in from. I see Newers is on a 90 lurk. Like he's downstairs. He might catch, and he didn't. Rexon actually caught him. Wow. Ambi's 11 and 2, by the way, so he's on pace for that 40.
We go round and round.
Unless we don't get a fourth map.
Suffering through this.
11 and 11 on the kills. Make a wish. It's SR who have been dominating now throughout this map. They are so close to map point. They just need to find 3 more frags, and Canadian will
And now this is where Clash is even better. Like Troy never has to put the shield down.
J90 and False to hold it down.
If this continues through this series, this might be a quick one for the Rebellion. DZ not looking like themselves.
Talent.
A Hail Mary through the
Talent.
wall. J90 will find Ambi. Could kickstart some offense that DZ is so desperate to find. Still 1 minute to go. The
Thank you.
Clash Still on the board. 2 gas
Well, that I can
canisters
grab
in
the
pockets.
garbage.
Fultz
I can
taking
grab the
some damage
garbage.
there, but his position
Yeah, I
also
feel bad every time you do it too,
Dark Zero
George.
with
That's
the
Now you know. Now you.
Big Mike J90 is coming up empty-handed.
Do you want a sandwich?
They might be able to get
You want a
Spoit now
sandwich?
trapped into the corner.
like a
J90
half.
will test his reflexes, expecting
It's got him stuck, but he doesn't need the peek. That's the thing here. And he's got the Deagle out, which is basically a shotgun.
Call somebody into assist.
Wasting his time.
Terrified. I mean, it's just
Oh yeah, let's go with the Clash. Great idea.
Oh, brilliant!
Wow.
That was brilliant. I wish that worked. That was brilliant.
Yeah, they needed it to work.
Not many people know about that.
I mean, you still got to favor them in this altercation as Dark Zero are dragging this one out. They're waiting as long as possible.
What an off spot. I like it.
J9O's last man standing. 4 targets to find, 4 on the board, and it's served to drown him in labs. Map 1, we're on map point. SR is powering through this.
This has been a quick one. The Rebellion dominating on their own pick. And again, I really like the team play that we're seeing out of Shopify Rebellion, Parker. It feels like they're working so in sync in a lot of these rounds. You saw it on their attack. They were slow a lot of those rounds. They weren't getting into really early gunfights, but they were still able to work together when they did go for those picks. I thought Canadian was so critical on the flash here in this round, really protecting his teammates as they tried to get back to site. This is brutal. They literally had him on the B's, Parker. They had a suspicion of where he was, but still Ambi gets away with a frag. Again, Canadian is able to kind of block them as they rotate back down through the lounge hatch. Faults had a really good angle on the window, but it didn't matter with the Clash blocking that rotate back
the dead
to site.
bodies,
So
BM
it just
spray.
feels like SR, everything is going to plan.
Could you say B's on the B's?
B's on the B's.
He's on the B's. Rexon pointing to his headset, by the way. If you don't know the history behind Rexon, he is completely deaf in one ear, so he plays with sound in only a single ear. If they're coming from that direction, maybe he doesn't hear them, so
yeah,
a bit of a minor handicap, but with the scoreline that Rexon
Minor
has
handicap.
right now, you would never know it. Out-fragging Ambi.
I would not be able to play with that sound.
It's all right. You can't hear sound with 2 ears anyway.
Set by Solotov in Copenhagen. We checked multiple times. If anybody wants to correct us, we went directly to Ubisoft because we found a couple different numbers, and they were all over the place. So we did some actual math ourselves, landed at 203, confirmed by Ubisoft. If this scoreline repeats itself on Chalet and maybe another map, I just don't think there's enough runway for Ambi to land that. But if we go deep into map 5, there's an entire possibility we see a new record set.
Poor Ambi. 3 O's too quickly and doesn't get his kill record. What a shame.
Guys, couldn't we have lost at least one so I could have gotten it? Like, come on.
Well, both he and Rexon have been dominant so far through this first map, Parker. Rexon, again, has been incredible. He's been positive or even for the last 8 straight maps. What a consistent player he has been for SR. This whole team has been gelling all weekend long throughout this tournament. They started all the way back in phase 1. They had to fight through tooth and nail just to get to the Swiss phase. They had to fight through that as well just to get to the playoffs.
Broke a castle with a nade. Now that's professionalism.
Run, they have the ability to do something magical.
I can never get that shit first try.
Ever it
almost never works.
Team. It could be a big.
It wasn't always like. I feel like it wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it used to be way more consistent.
Parker. All of the roamers have more or less fallen back.
I hate to harp on the numbers here for Dark Zero, but nobody positive right now.
Back to the Ram.
Folt suffers through an impact that was likely intended for the boogie drone. Finds him instead. Not a lot of
good
damage
layer
done.
strat
Still
coming out
something that
from
you have to consider
Rebellion.
Forward. NJR holding that diffuse kit means that even if Folt's
Yo, that's an excellent question from Expert B. Does
Yeah.
anyone know if Rexon plays mono or stereo?
That is
It would honestly be beneficial for him to play mono, no?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Up top on the main floor, looking to isolate these roamers from the Rebellion, and so far, they haven't really been able to do that.
Oh, Rexon.
Oh, yeah.
They might know he's here. They definitely
hears him coming.
He
knows exactly where.
Takes a bit of damage from that, but doesn't get the shield break.
He's
so
cut
no
off
early
here,
kill
but
coming out.
oh, he gets one.
Hey, at least he got one.
Out, but how does he even get one there? That's insane.
And good
Yeah,
value for the
dope beat.
Dokeby's already been had, so not the end of the world that J9O is in the ground. Kino on the follow-up is the best that you can hope for in that situation. Dark Zero now have to outmaneuver this Rebellion team for the final 50 seconds, or else that's curtains. And we go over to Shell.
Oh, it's going to be hard to beat.
3 toxic base from Canadian. The first one just
Probably still has 2 more
smokes
smokes, too. I mean,
that's going to be a little bit of time denial, but the clock really isn't here for Dark Zero. They need to rush through and cause some chaos.
Troy doesn't
Plan is
expose.
unlikely to be successful.
And SPOIT knows exactly where this push is coming from. He's far enough back, and you know how he's been shooting over the course of this event. Very quiet because he's been playing
Surprised not going to pop that glow fire.
But he can still do some serious damage. I'm looking at Kino and NJR here, though.
Kino ain't doing shit here. He's too low.
The Canadian is unable to succeed. That
Ambi,
just might be
they don't
the ball
know.
game, but hold on. Ambi's tucked into the corner. They don't know. Canadian waiting.
Troy.
Kino with 1. NJR
What? We didn't get
great
either of
entry by
those?
Dark Zero. 2 remaining from the Rebellion with only 10 seconds to go. SPOIT trying.
Okay, Kino.
He'll do
Okay.
Surf gets another. It's all
Wow.
with the statement game to
4v2.
start our grand finals.
Doesn't get much better than that. What a domination from SR. Every single player playing their role, doing what they needed to go up early in this series. They expected to win on Nighthaven, and they delivered.
If SR shows up like that throughout the course of this grand final, it might be a quick one. We'll be back with map 2 in just a couple minutes.
Oh, anyway, that needed to be a Shopify map if we're going to have any chance of going a long one, but Chalet has not been good for them in the past. Probably one of their worst maps. DZ beat FaZe on Chalet. All stagnation right now.
Parker's always the one who's pushing that limit.
Yeah. Love JJ, but we really talking about ball stagnation?
They used to have regulations to not curse and not say that kind of shit. Did they just like scrap them and say just fuck it?
Pretty much, yeah.
know that Chalet's going to come through. The right
We're just free balling now, free ball sacking.
This Dark Zero team.
Yeah, he really does look. His brother looks just like him.
I know, dude.
My brother looks nothing like me. You would never guess that we're brothers.
I don't have a brother, so.
I'm always amazed.
This is a great place for this map for Dark Zero, and really, we're going to trip over ourselves here a few times on this cast to talk about just how good Dark Zero is.
Yeah.
Early signs that might be some concern for Dark Zero, though, Jesse. What are you going to be looking for in these first few rounds?
Well, Parker, I want to see some new stuff coming out from DZ. Obviously, they've shown this throughout kickoff. They've played it a couple of times. They haven't, you know, they've shown it against FaZe Clan as well. They haven't faltered ever really on this map, but they can't just rely on their old strategies. They're going to come through and they're going to start by banning the exact same operators they banned versus FaZe Clan, Snake and the Grim. And I think those are strong bans. There's no doubt about that. Snake in particular, again, an operator that plays a lot by Ambi here on Chalet. We've seen it.
Those regulations makes the broadcast better.
Well, but the Grim, not one that we see
High defense have zero motion.
I agree. What they want to
I think they're just more concerned about sponsors and advertising. Definitely just hurts it. Honestly, at the end of the day, I think sponsors just care about numbers and they should just let them go rather than. Obviously,
very much here from the Rebellion.
Mega dumb shit.
We can talk a little bit about the mental.
You know, it's a profanity here. It
Number
doesn't
one,
matter. It's
this
an end game anyway.
They're cool under pressure, Jesse. I do not expect them to falter after the shellacking that they took. Usually in a best of 5, the first 2 maps really should be your strongest maps. It's what comes down to that you need to be concerned with.
I don't know.
So expect a mental reset from Dark Zero.
Yeah, they talked a big game, DZ did. We heard it from Call Out in the timeout. We heard it from Fault in that interview. They feel confident despite losing that first map, but now they've got to show up and showcase exactly why they're so confident. It becomes a
wasn't even for me.
And they're looking for something early.
Okay.
Dark Zero.
Like I said, this is going to be hard for Shopify. This is not a favorite map. What? Wow. Just jumped out the map. Aggressive play.
Would be dying to that kind of stuff, and then the community hates on him.
On Chalet, map 1 says what?
That's
they got good vibes.
DZ needed through all of Nighthaven Labs.
I'd be so mad if I died to that run out. Such a random run out. Just like such awkward timing.
In round 1 of map 2, he breaks that stat. A nice triple for the captain of DZ, and that's exactly the confidence-inspiring round you want to see out of Dark Zero. That's exactly the statement we were waiting to hear out of this team. Shopify Rebellion, of course, trying to clear through that map, trying to get in through the top floor, through library side. They just weren't able to find the angles they wanted to. Fault's so tricky here on the Thorn SMG, jumping out the building, firing down the stairs. The 3K from the captain is so confidence-inspiring.
Both said it's going to be a long day. We've said the same. Our desk has said the same. You should be buckled up for what I imagine will be a bumpy ride as we look to crown a Salt Lake City major champion. I'm very glad that the crowd obviously is something to cheer for now after that blowout in map number 1. Well, I'm looking at these numbers, Jesse, and I'm kind of expecting something similar here, right? SR are objectively better on attack on this map, so they cannot
it's our first of the day.
muster 2, maybe 3 rounds. Things are probably not going to improve when they swap sides because, frankly, I have about the same win rate defending Chalet at this event as they do.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, even for Dark Zero, that stat remains
100
true.
bits.
They won every single one of their attacks on this map versus FaZe Clan yesterday.
A wise man once said, "I'm hosing that shit like it's my driveway."
Here on Chalet, we wanted a statement map to come through from Dark Zero.
Wise words indeed.
Right, we're 1 round deep into this second map, so you don't start ringing the alarm bells just yet from SR. But even if this map does spiral, I think if you're Seth, if you're Super, you got to kind of do the same thing that Call It was doing and say, we don't expect to win this map. It's a best of 5. It's a long series. If you can win your first opponent's pick, that's a huge boon for you in the series, but it's never something you walk in expecting to accomplish.
No, and when you look at this map pool, Bank, Cafe, and Lair, things get a bit more even from here on out. So you start off strong, you win your maps, you get some motivation, you set yourself up very effectively.
That's our coach. Looks like Roy from The Office.
3
Oh
maps.
my God, he actually does.
They are having some tech issues at the moment.
It's the beard.
I will be right back. I gotta do an interview.
You're not allowed to do that when they're
Have fun.
pauses. These
Mr.
rules
Celebrity
instituted
here.
for a variety of reason. We are having a full lobby rehost right now, so we're still
Interviewing
about
John Ubi
a couple
himself.
seconds, maybe a minute or
Yep.
so
Nice.
out from
Tom
getting back
Clancy.
into the lobby.
NJR, of course, a critical player to have online in
Roy
these
from The
rounds. He
Office?
was the only player
Yeah.
to come close to
What do you
positive
think?
back on
I
round
don't-
number 1.
which one was Roy? I don't even
6 and
remember
7
Roy.
KD,
Wasn't Roy the
minus
one
to
dating
the first
Pam
half of the
in the
series.
beginning of The Office? He's like the
For
rude,
love of God,
he's really
move on.
mean.
So how many kills?
I don't
6
remember.
kills.
How many deaths?
7 deaths.
That's 6-7.
All right.
Oh, he got him with the number.
He's also been the highest rated player
Don't
at
move
this
on. Let
event
the people
so
let
far.
it marinate. Let the people enjoy it. You gotta let that steep.
They're sick of it too, old man.
They just cheered.
Okay, a couple of
I
them.
bet you if you were to fire up the Rainbow Six Twitch chat right now, you would see 6-7 dominate.
Holy
I
shit,
feel like you're
Sergeant
behind the times a
Poggy.
little bit, Parker. I hate to
For the
call you out like that.
113 months.
Oh my God. 113?
Wow, that's almost my
NJR
entire Twitch
enters
career.
this match with a 125
How many years
EPS
is that? Is
again.
that when
is
Siege
front
came
runner
out?
for MVP of the Salt
Just
Lake
under-
City Major. He has been
That's
their
under-
best
just
player
under
all
9.5
stage
years.
long. Really,
Wow.
he's been such a dominant performer
Thank
for
you,
them.
Sergeant Poggy. You're a
Even
legend.
going back to his
That guy's been
time
giving you
on
lunch
Dark
money for
Zero when they
9.5
were winning
years.
the Salt
I know.
Lake Major. He is far exceeding his stats from that
I'm really
previous
lucky.
event. It's a long time ago, but even after such an incredible career, NJR seems
Man,
to
you look
just
like
now be
Stanley
peaking
from
as a
The
player.
Office. I
Yeah,
don't see
mean,
it, guys.
He was kind of on that DZ roster that suffered through an awful lot. But I think NJR's abilities were never really.
I don't think I look like
doubted,
anybody
I
from
think
The
you could
Office.
say.
People say I
The
look
identity
like
of that
Hugh
team
Laurie
was
from
truly
House.
Laurie,
down.
okay.
I mean, they went through
It's
different
the
leadership.
long
they brought in some
face
different players.
Yeah.
And just think
That
about
does
the
it.
amount
You just
of
gotta have that
personnel
limp.
changes. Dark Zero
And the British accent
and
then.
then they decided, let's just throw the baby out with the bathwater. All of it is gone. And
Well, I
they
guess
said,
it's
let's
American,
bring
the
in
show,
some
huh?
different
Never
players.
mind.
We'll build around NJR.
That tripped me up when he's actually he actually has a British
We'll
accent.
add
yeah.
Kino, who had some contractual issues.
I had that for The
with
Walking
NA.
Dead
It was
and Rick
not a
Grimes.
team decision
Oh,
for him
yeah.
to step off of that roster. And they've looked mighty good, and it's the best that they've looked in 4 years. And they
Yeah,
found
yeah.
their first finals.
I don't know what he said,
with
but
this
yeah, yeah,
new
yeah.
roster.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast
Thanks again,
the success
Sergeant
has
Pog.
come
I
from
appreciate
Dark
it.
Zero, but of course there is still work to be done, and as we load back into map number 2, that work will resume. NJR, I mean, you said it, he's been on this roster for over 5 years. That's an eternity in terms of esports. Vault for a
the
long
hockey
time,
player?
was the longest
Are
standing
you
player
talking
on
about
a
Connor
single
McDavid?
organization inside of North America.
People say I look like
That
Connor
has
McDavid.
changed as he moves from SSG over towards DZ this season, so lots of legacy,
I
lots
think
of
the
history
main
with
one I
these
get is
players.
Sean
There are no
Strickland.
strangers
I still don't
to the
even know
big
who that guy
lights of
is.
the main stage,
Oh, the
but
MMA fighter?
Yeah.
only one can come out on
I don't
top.
know.
Now again,
I could-
Dark
I could-
Zero.
I don't know.
I can kind of see
It's always
why
like-
people say it, but
Oh,
not
why?
really.
Is it the
There
nose?
really is a lot of history inside of this grand finals, and more history will be written, irrespective of which of these teams win. This is just the third NA versus NA matchup in official Ubisoft circuits. Canadians team has won all of them up to this point. Dark Zero won one of them when Canadian was on that squad, but only one of those teams will ultimately hoist this trophy. Dark Zero up 1-0 on their map. We are expecting DZ to kind of do the same thing to SR that SR did to DZ on map number 1. This is just such a good map, but Rebellion could still shock them.
Slow start for the Rebellion, Parker. This is exactly how they
Hey,
like
you
to
a Chalet
attack on
fan?
Nighthaven Labs as well, and this will be a trend throughout this series. They're not going to be rushing into the building and getting these early gunfights. They're happy to
Yeah,
take
I
their
am.
time. Their drone game was
You had
so
to think
good
about it.
I had to
on
think
Nighthaven
about it.
Labs.
Yeah,
Because
I had. I
once
did have to
again
think
here on
about it.
Chalet, playing on the outside window.
I
and
am.
of
I
course,
mean,
they
it's
didn't fan out that as Zombie,
pretty
but it's not being
predictable
played
takes.
by
You either go
Dark Zero
library side or
instead.
solar
The
side,
Castle
so it
Band
kind of
come
gets
through
a
from SR, and
little
it makes things
boring
little
after a
bit more
while. But
awkward. With all of these windows staying upright, Surf jumping in the building.
oh my
Surf
god,
manages to live a little bit longer than we might
The
have
Psych
expected.
guy was
Wrexham
downstairs, so he
looking for a
cut him
cross on
off.
an upside-down rappel. Only J90 will move now as out goes a grenade from
Boyd's going to
Surf.
the window
Its
to help.
target Manages to evade it for now, but he gets Newers
He
on
actually
the
got
line.
out.
Misses a golden
Wow.
opportunity.
How do you let him
He's
cross?
in the middle
but
of the
he
site.
is in the bomb site.
Do they
though.
have the vert? Oh, now they do.
The problem is they can't plant with Newers underneath with Solus, who can just ping it for everyone upstairs.
Ah, so the
DZ have so
the
many
lack of
players
holes
up
don't
above
matter?
the bomb site
Right.
who can deny the plant if they start for it. But again, Canadians still outside the building, so it will be a
Kinda
little bit
tough, though,
still
to-
before we see a defuse get hit the ground.
Stay on
Drone work
track.
was a really key component of the Rebellion's
Yeah, I mean, he's
attacks on
definitely worried about
Nighthaven
getting
Labs. They
pushed.
have not
Yeah.
let
Ambi's
off the gas
possibly
here
gonna walk
It's
down
lost
there.
space, and I don't think he has
Shields
the audio
absent as
for
well
it,
from the
unless
attacks
somebody's
of
on
the Rebellion.
cams.
So far on Chalet, shield play not
Nope,
as
doesn't
important.
seem like anybody's on
Canadian running
cams.
Twitch, an operator he knows very well.
Nope.
Surf makes up for lost time, gunning down Fultz.
Smoking. Troy jumps into trophy with the case. But again, Newer's in the basement.
Pushed out of the bomb site at all, Jesse. He's still
Pressure
in
up
there
top.
lingering.
So they know they can't plant. They're actually going to walk upstairs for kills.
Oh, that's a
But
good
30
smoke.
seconds? Yeah, that's a really good smoke.
It might seem simple. Walk in, plant the diffuser, but that upstairs pressure from Dark Zero, too strong. Kino taking down Rexon, and now a jump out. Is
That
Jedi
timing
gets
on
one,
that.
SPOIT trades him back immediately. Surf calling for help inside the site. Canadian, where are you in the
Okay.
cavalry? Surf shredding everybody. There goes the defuse kit. It's a 2v2 with plenty of time left. But Dark Zero's inability to flush out the top four will lose them the round.
Literally, the Solus won him the round. If they almost got the kill West Main, and he somehow got out of it.
Off to a 2-0 start.
Escape to the basement. If they kill him there, they can
side
plant.
of things, Parker, really solid defense, not panicking when they lose that site about halfway through the round, feeling confident that as long as they hold above, as long as
Honestly,
they hold
the
below,
take
they're
would just be
comfortable.
You guys hear me?
the take would be just clear the
listen,
Solace,
yeah.
and then I think they'd be fine.
Let's reset. We don't need any like going back and forth. Is fine. All right. What I want to say to you guys is we have so many gaps here, but we have to be reactive to the gaps we have. We can't just sit there for 2 minutes trying to figure out what to do. If Dame is applying pressure site there, we need to do something to apply pressure elsewhere, okay? We can't just sit around waiting for something to happen. I want us to continue to clear traps. If we see them clear util and spread the map on them. They're reactive and you're getting gaps, okay? We need to, if we see a gap, guys, we have to be reactive to actually get to the gap or to help it. We can't sit there while one guy's fighting the whole team and everybody else is doing nothing. Together on the same page. If you have the gap, everybody
He
go
was
together.
just chilling inside for like 2 minutes.
On your screen there, you can see what the
He was
audience is
chilling
up to
inside
during
for
this
so
halftime.
long.
They're getting active. They're showing their
I
support
mean,
for their
Troy
favorite teams. But I think some important
though.
words being
They
said.
tried to walk
Troy
up.
was trying to walk up, but it just got blocked off.
Yeah, and then Andy was also like library side.
Like, I don't think it's
creating
yeah.
gaps. There are ways for SR to work their way into the site, but they're not doing things in a lot of these moments.
Like,
How long
even
were
on
we
the
watching
mezzanine
whether it
there,
was
like,
Rexon
they're
holding
trying,
angle on
but
the
it's
solar
a-
window,
the
whether it was
setup is-
Andy holding the angle down those
Maybe just
stairs.
sooner.
It always felt like there
Surf was
something
inside
SR
quite an
doing
awful
with
long
I think
time.
just clearing the
DZ have been
Solace
too
would have been the
disciplined for
play.
that
and
style
then-
of play.
Yeah.
SR have to get reactive to
But that's
find those
hindsight,
gaps
and we have
capitalize
the
on them.
spectators.
I think it's
so-
fair to say Chalet is a bit of a reactive map as well. Big difference between Nighthaven
I love how
Labs
much
and
Tachanka gets
Chalet.
played.
Chalet is smaller.
Yeah, Nick,
It feels smaller,
loves
at
it.
times very
If he has a choice to play
Look at how much
Smoke or
map control
Tachanka, he'll go
Surf was
Tachanka
able
100%.
But he never got the top floor.
I'm telling you,
Dark Zero.
Tachanka
What
is so
does that
underrated.
do?
Yeah.
It means you have to fear the windows. It means you have to fear the jump ins. It means
I
you
really
have to
hope
fear top
that
floor
he
control.
catches
There's
on
so
a little
many things
bit.
to
Yeah.
account for because
Especially with
at any
Thatcher getting
moment,
buffed too. Like,
on
you just
a
can't do
map where
anything with
Chalet fighting
Tachanka.
can break out. Now, obviously, that's true of every single map, but it is especially so on maps
saw Alam out
like Order. It is
talking about
especially
Thatcher
so on
needing
maps like
a
Chalet.
nerf.
A nerf?
And if you could see
Yeah.
the discipline
Really?
from Dark
It's
Zero,
already niche.
and then they strike based off of poor information or poor entry from the Rebellion. They will
I think
keep you
Thatcher's
alive.
fine.
That's what we've
I
seen
feel like I
from 2
barely
rounds
see
so
it.
far from
People
DZ's
still don't
defense.
play it in ranked either, so it's like,
yeah, I've seen it like twice in ranked.
Yeah,
at best.
You nerf that, like, it's bad.
100 these early in the
Too far.
kickoff, and you can see Dark Zero wanting to maybe capitalize on it a little bit. They are happy to get aggressive. Faults has found a couple of big moments outside the building on this map, but doesn't find anything early on this round. Again, SR, we know
Box
exactly
hatch
what their
reinforced,
pushes
that's
like to come through. Sometimes they'll go direct in through the window. When you've got Canadian
love
in the
the
center, that
USA
is an
skin.
option for you. And already inside of
Oh,
piano,
Andy's
too.
just
This is their
in.
library, I should say. This is
Only
really
one in.
early control from the Rebellion. It's not being held by these.
Are they not holding
I mean,
library?
maybe they wanted to pick up the pace
No,
a
it's a
little
bar
bit.
with the
Not
hatches
this Dark
reinforced.
Zero
Yeah, are they not?
entrenched style of
So they're
defense
just not holding
off
library? They're
guard.
giving it for free?
Back onto Twitch they
Yep.
will go. A very incredibly valuable operator on this lineup. Rexon throws himself in. Jaina,
Nice.
I know, is Jack's mannequin. Shredded as there goes Rexon. Nikino on a beautiful refrag.
It's they'll extend onto the
Great
soul
opportunity
side
from
and
Dark
stop
Zero,
that
and
take.
Still so calm even when things go bad.
Yeah, still, we're seeing SR get a little bit more active. They're trying to find these gaps and exploit them, but there are refrags coming out from DZ. 4v4 now. SPOIT just inside a mudroom, has to jump on back. They've got control of the basement. They've got control of library. They have quite a bit of map control that DZ
What is this
chose
in the
not to
Denari
hold on to.
setup?
They never really
Yeah,
contested
it's
these parts of the map.
like I've
So
seen
it's
a
gonna be
different
on
one
DZ to either
before.
flank and go for a retake of these positions, or potentially even just concede them and then stop this execute when it comes through.
And they were surveying the perimeter as you saw that Denari tripwire.
Oh, was the
established
dead body,
around the bar. The
in front of
Souls
him on
Wolves
his
hit the
screen?
deck as both teams kill
They
one.
killed
Saw Phantom
Tachanka.
Blood.
Neither able to shake each other for the moment. Ambi holding that defuse kit. Kills not coming as easily for Rebellion
Oh, it's
here
on
on
the
this map.
library
They might be
stairs.
changing that
They have
now as
nothing to
take
stop
the
this
lead
plant.
on round number 3. Foltz will be harassed by that death mark, leaving Newers as the X factor, and he
Big gunfight.
one, but he loses
Now
the duel. Surf takes
gotta be
care of
over
him,
here.
and Foltz is on the run now.
Foltz
over
has
by
too much
Backbar.
to look at, plus
Still
Dean
being
less
hunted
tracks.
down, his whereabouts known by Ambi. 3 players will search for him. SPOIT gets the job
Much
done.
better.
The Rebellion are on the board.
How good has Surf been throughout this contest so far, Parker? Feels like he's always in the right position to find a bit of a gap to get things started on the side of the Rebellion, and it finally
Flipping
pays
that
off
next
in a
time you tell me I
round
need
win
to
for them
Tonka
now.
Stratus shit.
Played 3
Hey.
different operators
Hey,
so
buddy.
far through Chalet. Played Dokkaebi,
I wouldn't say
Deimos,
that.
and the Ace, and that's expected to come through from Surf. He's played more different operators than any other
I just hope one
player
day
at
they
Salt
buff
Lake
the
City
reload
Major.
speed for his
46
gadget.
different ops across
It takes
the
like a
first,
literal,
second,
like,
and
15
third
seconds to
phase
reload all
here
5.
at the Major, so he's such a thorn in your side at all times. They will ban out the Ace, of course, one of those 3
Yeah, that's a good
operators that he
point.
played
I have
just
a-
recently, so
I have a suspicion that the only reason why the reload speed is so slow is because they don't want people, they don't want them spamming so much fire that the game just lags out and crashes everybody.
They can't handle it.
PC.
And taking the space that was given to
I
them.
think that's like a legitimate
Freshman will
concern
walk
of
into
having
lobby
too much
for
fire
free,
going
and
on
he's
at
able to
once.
walk into library completely for free. Like, they're getting a lot of this space, and because DZ are contesting it, it makes it
Yeah, we do have a lot of
easy for
fire in the
SR
game
to
with the
start
Chonka,
collapsing these
Galio,
kills to rack them
Capital,
up one after another.
even the Dokkaebi phone call.
I remember talking to a dev a long time ago when Alibi came out, and they were saying that the original concept of Alibi was that wherever she's standing, that you just press a button and then it would just leave a hologram where you were. So if you're crouched, standing, leaning, whatever, you just press a button and then it'll leave that hologram over. But the problem was that it was just not enough memory in the game. Or, I don't know, there was like a technical issue where like PCs just couldn't handle such a system, so they had to simplify it and
Interesting.
just do the gadget.
And I wonder if we're there now, since Scopos is kinda like that.
Yeah, it's really surprising. Coming into this, 46% of attacking
PP?
rounds saw Canadian bring the
Kind
shield,
of,
but
but
now through 2 maps, he's only done it once
That
on the
would've been
attacking
pretty
side.
cool with
That was
Alibi.
Monty to kick off Chalet, and now as they return to that same bomb site, he won't even look to repeat. He's going to be jumping right onto the Ying, so it's clear that SR are not so reliant on Canadian playing those shields.
I think it's easier
He's
for
still,
Scopos
again,
because
maybe
it's
not
just
the biggest contributor
in like
the frag
one
department,
particular
but that's
position
okay.
every time.
He's able to call,
Yeah.
he's able to use this utility.
Not
and find
based on, like,
space
your
for his
crouch or
teammates to
prone.
fix.
They don't have to code like leaning or your skin or.
And it was a flawless win. For Dark Zero as they patrolled all of the main arteries of this map, especially that top floor. Rebellion were hoping for some early picks, if you recall, looking to carry the momentum that they.
I wasn't saying that it's like limited by PCs. It's more so that it just wasn't optimized. Like the game is not optimized. Yeah, I wasn't trying to say that PC
that we saw from DZ that looked bad, and hey, history's repeating itself. J90 and Foltz with the 2 opening picks. 2 minutes still to go. Rebellion already knocked astride as the 2 tips of the spear in the
Mosquito, thank you
previous
so much.
map. Right now combined for a single kill.
Thank you. Sorry, the mic keeps cutting out. I think it's a really strong noise gate. I gotta speak up so it doesn't.
SSG, Foltz and J90, but they've played a much more active role since combining
Doesn't
their
cut
forces
out.
with NJR and Kino, and it's really been paying off. These guys have incredible gun skill, and especially when they're
Trying to
playing
clear
together,
the
that
guy on the
chemistry
blue
that's been
stairs is gonna be
established over years
hard.
of playing on SSG has been so big for them.
You guys got Vert.
Everybody getting active now. NJR with another pick for Dark Zero. DZ just have 2 more to find, and they will go right back to the lead that they had prior to the start of round number 3. SPOIT and Canadian often coupled together. Canadian gunned down by Foltz. Foltz having a sensational game so far. 6 picks for the captain, as it could very well be another flip.
How the was he lit? How the hell did that kill him?
Flawless round. SR will not get a single kill on this top floor bomb site.
That is a bomb site to forget if you're a Rebellion fan, no doubt about it. The good news for SR fans in the crowd is that they will not have to attack it until overtime
Ambi life
if
map.
we
Is
get
he even
there.
playing well?
But Foltz, the captain of DZ, 7 kills across the 2 times they've played that map. Absolutely ridiculous. And again, it's coordination alongside J90. Foltz is moving a lot on these defenses. He started
he's
upstairs,
0-4,
kind of
3,
with
okay.
Jack up
That's
in
why.
like library, like small office there, but then walks down those blue stairs for the first frag, goes back down in towards Mudroom. He's always in a different position, and he's so difficult to clear out. Even in that final frag with the C4, he only gets it because J90 is causing some problems. He's causing that player inside of library to stall out. and
Big
it's
problem,
that
because this
team player
map
that's
is
so big for Dark
extremely
Zero.
attacker-sided.
Well, they've still been droning well on
This is
Rebellion,
kind of
but
where
they haven't
Shopify
found
struggle with this
information.
map, and we're
It is
still
hurting
seeing
them
them
at
struggle
the
with the
moment.
same
Again,
things.
the
It's
scoreline on
can't
map
win
number
attacks on this map.
7-2 for the Rebellion. It
I can
is
feel the headset
widely
dent
considered to be their
forming.
best map. Now we go to Chalet. Dark Zero have a golden opportunity to actually beat that scoreline if this keeps going. A 7-1 is very much possible because the Rebellion, again, their defender win rate on this map is horrific, Jesse. So, if you are not able to put 2-3 rounds on the board here in the first half, the fear is that's curtains and we turn our sights towards Bank as map number 3 with both of these teams winning their best picks.
SR chose to ban the Kaid after round number 3, Parker, and it wasn't an op that DZ brought really for the first quarter, but it's still so powerful, especially on this kitchen bomb site, because you can keep that top wall closed inside of office, you can keep the wall closed inside of fireplace as well. Like, there's a lot of good places for those claws. Expecting a bit of a different defense, Dark Zero will not oblige. They bring much a similar lineup as they did previously, with Newers lurking around that mid floor, going for a bit of a cheeky play, but it's the blitz that's in early.
Ooh. What a teammate.
Wow.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a teammate.
We all need one of those.
Elsewhere. Twitch drone off the board could be somewhat.
But do we deserve one?
Defender lineup of Dark Zero
Okay.
against NJR as the mayor goes for a peek.
Nick was getting
He'll
adventurous.
be back in office next week. Advantage for Rebellion now as this action is broken out very early on. We still have yet to hit the 1 minute mark.
A strangely aggressive swing from NJR. You don't see him making risks like that too often, but he does get hard punished there on the top floor by Rexon with the DMR. So really nice to counter that pressure from SR. This is a bomb site.
Yo, that is that Junior
They've had a good
nice.
answer so far.
This one I'm on board
J9
with.
plugging holes, trying to waste time.
Kino's
Canadian
smoke.
now on the hunt,
Go through it.
dancing around
Wow.
the glass.
He
That's
won.
an
Did he not?
embarrassing
Oh, he's not
loss.
blind.
Insane. I'm pretty. I have a feeling the railing probably has
Railing.
Kino's also been able to get case control.
That
As there
sucks.
goes the other nade, and Kino is still surviving. This is incredible.
Wait, he saw them run that way, then why'd he jump in and look right?
Dark Zero is everywhere all at once. A third nade, and Ambi will get the follow-up.
Jesus.
Finally, they dig Kino out of this position.
And even after all that time waste, SR
Huge
still have a pretty
damage,
good
though, by
number on the
Kino.
clock, Parker. Over 60 seconds still in this round. They can work with this
I love
2v2
smoke.
lead. Of course, they've got lots of information. The Lion and the Deimos coming through. You're out of Lion scans, but even still, you can get some really good
Oh
intel on
man,
these
this
last
is gonna be
couple
tough.
players. Not
Another
quite full top
soulless
control.
end round.
J9
They don't
is
have
up
an
here,
answer for this.
but you've got to be so careful if you're going for a plant.
They still have a Demos.
Oh, and he's got the
Azami
read
got
on
a.
it. Jackson
Or yeah,
threw those
I don't know if
holes
the
down
Solace got a
below.
kill,
This
so they
top
might not
floor
be able to
was
track
the main
him.
impediment for Rebellion
Yeah.
last time. Surf sat down inside of this bomb site. The previous attempt. They don't have him now. They've got Ambi and Rexy
No,
to
they
try to
tracked
bail
the
themselves out of
Azami
this
instead.
position.
Yeah, the Azami got
They
the
were
kill,
terrific on map
so.
number 1. They have not shown up the way that SR has needed them.
And like he's got no
So,
problem.
Rexon with 30
Oh.
seconds
Are they
to
just
go,
pushing
that
for
looked
this?
Like it might have been a mistake. Maybe he wanted the late
But
flank.
then they can drop.
They know that they dropped.
A double drop
They
on
know
him
they
now
dropped
as J9
offside.
will hit
I wonder where the
onto that
information
depth
came from.
mark. He'll Find himself the mute jammer. Rexon
Wow.
picked off by
Oh, nice
Newers.
Azamis.
It was a 4K from Fultz in the previous round.
Why is he
J9
peeking
will
that?
say he settled for
He won the
3
gunfight, but
now.
why is he peeking that?
The
I
round
don't-
goes in favor of Dark Zero. My goodness, they are demolishing the Rebellion.
What a bounce back. Such a strong round from DZ, top to bottom.
Yeah, this
Parker.
make-
Again,
this
in that
makes too much
2v2, I get
sense in a
little
best of
bit worried
5.
Because the Deimos tracks are
Each
there
team
for
should
SR,
be able
but
to dominate
Dark
the other
Zero,
one in
they
the
are never
first
really
map.
predictable. Right when they start to send a player up towards the top floor on the side of the Rebellion, DZ drop that hatch. They retake the site control. Brilliant shots being hit by both Newers and J9O in that 2v2. Some big moments coming out to clutch that one up. And of course, Kino, you have to highlight his play in that round. Phenomenal on the smoke. Often thought of as one of the best SAS players in the entire world. He believes in that shotgun more than almost anybody else. And his time delay right here
almost
on
got
the
him.
stairs, I mean, this was crazy. The fact that he doesn't
Wasn't
get
a bad,
blinded there is
peek by
insane.
NJR to
And
run
then
out
he
the
just uses
balcony.
that to completely
He's missed the
dominate
headshot.
rest of the round.
Yeah.
All of SR's attack has to turn their focus onto Kino, and he just makes them pay so much.
I mean, that is a tough position if you're not coordinating very well on library stairs. I mean, those grenades had no real follow-up other than the blitz, and I mean, that's a good bet, right? You drop an anvil on his head, you've got the blitz there in tow. Usually that's enough. That was not the case. And Kino is able to survive far longer than anybody thought he would. I mean, what Kino did wasn't particularly flashy, and we're not going to really remember that round for kills on his part, but we talk about
Kino
impact versus
turned?
impactless kills.
I didn't see it.
That is a very high impact kill from Kino, and it just about doomed the round for Rebellion, irrespective of Newers and J9O's follow-up. That's a tough spot to be in, and now the Rebellion are going to have to do the exact same thing that Dark Zero did. Win the final round of this first half and hope to stem the bleeding.
Only in the second round, the Canadians played a shield again. We're going to keep tracking that stat. Both times now he has lost. Once on the Monty, once on the Blitz. So keep an eye out if he does try to move back over towards that strategy. Is it something that DZ are just too strong at countering so far? That seems like what it is. For now, though, they'll put him on the Ying, and they'll start to go once again for this bar game site. It's a similar defense from Dark Zero. They're, again, not holding inside of Library. They've reinforced the hatch, and they've instead chosen to extend throughout that mid-floor. Couple players up in sort of office too. Newers, the main culprit here, 5-1, holding the window as well. Can really get some cheeky plays, especially with J9O backing him up.
Canadian held
Same
off
kind
the
of thing.
scoreboard
Just brought
so
cans.
far.
It's time to get the hatches
He's
open
been
a
in
lot
more
faster on
kill
this bar.
positions than usual, Jesse. He's just
Now I
not
wonder if they
unable.
just
He's been
flood the
unable to
site.
hit these
Oh,
marks.
okay. Never mind.
Oh my goodness, that's a nasty one. When Newer starts to do stuff like that,
Yeah, there we
you've
go.
gotta be scared.
This is what we used to do on DZ. Just open up the hatch and flood the guy in sight. Now the site's yours, and now we can just go for a plant.
Good one to punch from the Rebellion. Half the round still to go. J9O on the board as down goes SPOIT. Canadian getting defused.
Amy's got
gets the
great
half
cover
point.
here.
Where is the coverage? Trying to get to the
Really
site,
good call
shut
from
down by
Troy.
the Rebellion, and now it's all up to Kino.
And there's an Amby round.
Freezes him out of the bomb sites. 4-2
Great call.
and a half for DZ. They do what they need to
4-2.
do here on Chalet.
Not bad for attack. I feel like it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Nerd. Joe was probably gonna try to play the fucking
Flash.
Flash. Yeah, I mean, it really does not fucking matter on this map, quite frankly. Yeah. And then for the third ban Bulker, just like if we want to start like increasing the pace and moving on these guys, we can go for a Thorn too.
Oh wait, it actually is showing now.
And
We
then
get-
that's
did
where
we
overtime
change the
right there,
settings? It
again,
actually
like that,
shows which
you guys are
chat
really
it's
good on
in.
target stuff, just right there at the very end. As soon as
Yeah,
we float
I
away
just
from like
noticed
the
it.
fucking spot, like they just ISO'd us again.
Oh, like
We forgot
all
the game.
three.
It's like,
Yeah, it
that's
shows
our
all
fault.
three.
Oh,
Specifically
cool.
which
Plus, we
channel
weren't gonna bring fucking
they.
ABs from
Not
that.
just the
Just
main
keep that.
persons.
Yep.
Huh.
They have to deactivate.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
used. It always was. I don't know why it wasn't showing
Little
last
Shelly attack though.
stream.
Yeah, it's we proper.
Oh, that'd be really proper, Junior. If you drone front door, see there's no traps, another Abonai.
A nice display of art. I mean, I'll do it.
Perhaps.
Nice display of art. I won't.
He's tempting
Ooh,
Nick
he drew
to
another
walk
rock.
in.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go with
What
the
is
Abonai.
darkness is your ally
Quite frankly
about?
as well, like the master.
What is it
If you
even
see, like, a really heavy
referencing?
extension.
Is it just like the
And maybe
mine
they have
shafts
stuff
or
for set up,
something?
Like they're doing like the
Yeah, but
like
isn't
a
it about the
Pixels
new
game where they have,
season?
like the games area.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with
Fire, like, you would play,
Dokkaebi?
like Ivy side office and like
And
soul
it's going
area.
to be slant.
Yeah.
Blackout
Kino
for
is always
the
gonna be on a
cams?
shield.
Just the
He'll
cams?
probably
Yeah?
be
You're going
Monty.
dark?
I don't-
For
I
that
don't-
attack,
I don't
he
see
looks
the
to go
connection
library
here.
double.
Huh.
Fultz likes to go games window, and basically they want to just clear over. Deimos is just
Deathly
going to
Dodge,
sit
thanks for
under
11
a kitchen
months.
while they're clearing.
Welcome
okay?
back.
So Deimos will be like kitchen side under, and they're trying to go for the clear.
Oh, let me do the George.
What they
Oh,
will do, this
Deathly
is
Dodge.
what we need to understand is
Thank
that
you.
I need us
What's
to
up?
hold our zones and fight. Do not over rotate, because if you give something up, like in their match yesterday, FaZe backed up and gave them solar. They left one person there and they flipped the entire tank, so they had none of the map. Okay, we need to fight these guys. Okay, we're
Fight
running
'em.
a lot of traps. If you notice on the strats, I want us to make sure that we're using
It's referencing
those
the
traps
Dark
to try
Knight.
to track, so that we can
What,
help where
Dame?
we need to and understand where shit's cleared, so we understand
But
where
why?
they can be. Okay.
Is that not the most random thing to reference
They gang players.
for a Siege season?
Blackbeard. Okay, that means
Listening to Super over these last couple of games, Parker, has been one of my favorite parts of the Salt Lake
It would
City
be pretty
Major.
fitting
The
for Dark Zero to
experience
win this
and
event
knowledge
since
that
their
he brings
hashtag's going
into those
dark.
timeouts is so
That
incredible.
is.
Always
Yeah, that
talking
is
about the
very
strats
pretty.
that they're expecting to see from their opponent, and then a little bit just going
A
into their own
Batman
strats, wanting to
crossover? What
play
kind of
a lot
operator are we
shield,
talking
or
about
marking a
here?
lot of traps, expecting some
Batman
shield out of
crossover.
Kino, and
I
then
wouldn't
maybe
even be
trying to take some
surprised. It's
space
like
as well.
it sounds like a
Aware of
stupid
what
thing,
happened in that
but
FaZe
it's
Clan game
really
earlier
not that
for
far
Dark
off
Zero
from
as well.
reality.
So
Yeah.
really nice coaching coming out from both players, but
getting-
particularly
By the way,
Super
was
coming
George
in once
allowed
more.
to show that
This guy was
ace
pro
skin?
back in Rainbow Six Vegas, Parker.
I'm pretty sure
dipped
I
his
heard
toes
them
into pro
say
Siege
to
when he
not
was on
run
Arrow,
that.
when he was on Rogue.
But I could be wrong.
Start over in Sonic.
Someone said,
casting him back in Challenger
don't do
League
the
Season
snake
9. He has
background
been
card, and then they
really
said,
grinding with this team.
that.
Finally brought them up to tier 1.
There's an elite
brought
in the
them to
game,
many
don't run
different
it.
events, swapped over to coach, and now finally stands on a major final stage.
Mr. 1.6, as that was his KD for a short period of time, many, many moons ago, a pillar of the community, he himself. A large streamer, but, you know, he's been a little busy lately, not able to co-stream as
I've been building this
reliably
map in
because he is
Minecraft,
back
and now
in
when I
action.
see those like
I mean,
Are you
overview
actually?
shots,
Hard work has paid
yeah,
off.
every time I see those overview shots, I just think of
You can talk
Minecraft
about
now.
his mechanical abilities,
It's
his
actually
mind
ruined
for the
this
game
map
has
for me.
never
Are you in the
been
winter biome or the
questioned.
tundra?
Yeah, I am.
Say the
And
same
I actually
for
found a lake
Canadian. You've got two
to
of the
build it
biggest
by.
brains
So
on the
Nice.
same
I still have
side
so
of
much
the stage.
terraforming to do,
But as we
I
always
grossly
say with the
underestimated
coaches,
the size
you
of
can
it,
coach a team,
but
you can't play for
I have to
all
clear a
five
mountain.
players,
But
and it is really
I can't look at this map
team.
anymore. Those overhead shots and those
We didn't
panoramic
quite get
shots
the first
without
couple
thinking of
bands
Minecraft.
Dark Zero were
Do you have any
hoping
help,
for,
or
but
is
really
this a
it's
solo
been
project?
very
This is
similar to what
my-
we saw being banned out by
My
SR.
girlfriend's
They
also
did
in the
say
lobby, but
after
she's doing
the
her own
first
thing.
3 rounds, they might want to ban out a Thorn, depending on what SR are
Taking a
playing.
house, and you're just over there making chalet.
She's a
Traps
neighbor.
have a
She's
ton
like a neighbor
of
down the road.
traps, so that Thorn very likely going to be that
Oh,
ban
you brought
after
jello
round
shots.
number
Hell yeah.
9. But for now, it
Jello.
stays open.
Thank you,
Split will jump on the
George. So
operator.
nice.
The clear will start from Dark Zero. Bomb site over towards Master.
What is
Gonna
it?
be on that top floor site.
What is
You
it?
can see clearly Dark Zero wanting to
Gotta
take
put the
this
microphone
library
on, hang
side
on.
before anything gets too crazy.
They're very
Can you hear
quick
me
to
okay?
punch here,
Yeah.
45
So this is like a
seconds, chasing down
flan, and this is
Denari.
like a
Kino
strawberry
gets Andy,
lychee.
bites off more than he can chew.
Ooh, I like
So-
that.
This is
I-
teammates
that
back
does- I don't know what
down
that
from
is.
Rexon.
I'll try it,
Andy
though.
and Rexon
Try it.
having a
Yeah, they're
tough
both
one.
pretty
There goes
small.
Spoit as
Oh,
well.
All right, man, we're
If you
going
read
in for
the
this
numbers,
one
if you
first.
think
Okay, I heard.
Rebellion really are is
On.
underwater on these defensive numbers.
Not looking good for
then you can
Shopify.
just go in quickly and
Really?
Which is
overwhelm
to be
them.
expected
That
here.
was the plan
Yeah.
for Dark Zero. It's
It's not
working
their
out
map.
very
This was not their map.
effectively.
Yeah, they suck at this map.
Canadian yet to find a kill. He will have to turn that around.
Pull over.
Dark Zero have made this easy. Oh my God! One of the most dominant rounds so far in this series, and DZ
Good.
are now 2 away from taking their
Not a
own
fan.
map.
Give it like a.
Let me tell you,
Not my
Parker,
thing.
defending versus DZ on Chalet is not something I would wish on my worst enemy, and certainly for SR.
Damn, that bad?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't even wish it for you.
Thank you.
It's got
No problem,
coconut,
no problem,
dude.
buddy.
Oh, you don't like
I
coconut?
too. Now,
Yeah, I might
on
be
the
with Macy
scoreboard,
here.
and it really
That's
does
a-
look
I
like
like-
an
I don't mind coconut. This is
explosive
all
execute. You see the
coconut.
difference
I do
in
like
pace
coconut
between
a
Dark
lot.
Zero and SR. It took Rebellion a long
That's
time
fun,
to get
then.
in the
You might
building and
like
get those opening picks. You said it. 50 seconds deep, and Kino gets that opening frag then in onto Ambi. At the same time,
Actually,
NGR
yeah,
did a
I'm
great
good.
jump in. He actually vaulted in the mezzanine
Oh my
window
God,
with
that's
the
so bad.
glass to be able to get a
Sorry,
smoke pick
I don't.
onto Rexon
I'm usually,
halfway
I'm not
through
like
there,
really
so
picky. It's just
some
like it's
shenanigans on the
coconut
glass.
in my thing.
DZ, a very
You
deep
know,
strap
I saw the
across this
coconut
map,
too,
and
but I
they showcased
thought
it
if
early
I
on Chalet.
like dig deep
I mean, at this point,
and
you
grab
do
all the
have to
strawberry, it'd be
wonder
fine,
if
and be like a hint of
just
it, then it'd be
need
fine.
to
But
move
nah,
on to
it's
the
too
next
much.
All right,
map.
fine, dude. I'll
I mean,
tell coconut, bro. You
You
hate
heard
him.
what was said by Callout and Fultz about
He's a nice
map
guy,
number one.
too.
Hey,
Like, you know?
I love
maybe
coconut.
hoping to knock them off.
I thought you said you hated
stride on
it.
Canadian labs. It did not happen. So now we turn our sights to Chalet, and we are
George
still in a
helping
very
Mint get a bit more
comfortable
kicked up.
Yeah.
He's
If I
trying,
can give
but
some copium to the
this
the
wasn't
SR
it.
fans. That round
I'm with
was
Macy.
what they were expecting.
I rate this
They expected Kino on a shield.
bronze
They brought
2.
some traps
Let's
to
do
deny
the
that
flan.
shield play.
Let's try
It
that.
still beat them.
It's so
It was
watery.
still
Yeah.
a difficult
Oh, God.
proposition.
Here,
But
we'll
they
try
at least
it.
know that what they were
Take a bite,
expecting
we'll
is
see.
what they're going
Yeah.
to do.
So what do you
against
guys
this
rate in the
Dark Zero
first
team. Now,
one?
There's no shield being brought for round number 8, but even still, SR have a game plan.
You can't even do it.
I'm like traumatized for the verse.
Very difficult,
I'm
but
good.
They should still
Have
know
you ever
what
had
their
flan?
plan is through these
No.
next couple of rounds.
Good,
They won't be
actually. It's
completely
like,
It's like Play-Doh, dude.
defense.
No, it's like it's like
What a turnaround
cream
it's
and
been
like
for Dark Zero on the
sugar
kills
that's like
component as
caramelized.
well. They
I don't know.
were
What do you?
really struggling.
I'm also not
What
a
would you
sweet
rate the
guy.
flan?
I'm a salty and
Yeah,
savory
Bruce
guy.
and NJR the closest to going
Like,
positive on that team.
it'd be nice, a
Kino,
2 out of
the
10.
only
Not
player
2
for
out of
me.
10. What are you rating the
KD
coconut?
at the moment for
1 out of
Dark
10.
Zero.
The
1
lowest.
out of 10.
Should
Okay, what are you
suggest
rating
that,
the
but
flan?
This
just
though,
because
this might be
you're
like an
even
8,
round
maybe
count doesn't mean the
8.5. Like this
kills
is
are
actually
gonna be
it's
good.
sugary and
That's
sweet.
good.
It's
This is a
good.
rough spot to be in for Rexon.
It's the texture that throws me off, but it's just cream. It'll melt.
For the Rebellion. They flushed him out of this chimney spot. He's now going to have to tuck into the alcove here in Library.
Yeah, I'm gonna give
That's where the
this.
assault from Dark Zero will come.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm not gonna be as generous as you. I've had a lot of flan. This is not that.
It's
not bad.
I haven't had that much flan.
Dark Zero
Yeah,
got the
I'm
start
giving it a
that they
6.
wanted here on round number 8.
Macy?
What do you
Your
do
flan
as a
rating.
response
It's
for the
another
Rebellion?
1, huh?
You've got to find some way to make a
It's
play
better
between
than the
flash out of
coconut.
your current
Get
positions.
3.
No swing
3?
from 4. He can sit
Generous
just inside the
3.
mezzanine for now.
Generous.
They haven't really applied
Generous
that
4,
pressure that
but I
they're
would
looking
say
to,
3.
but the players on Dark Zero are all around this map. They've got
Caramel
Kino
in
inside
there.
of Kitchen. They've got NGR inside of Solar. This position that Spoit
But
has
they're always
will not just
mukbanging
be a
behind us on that
one-dimensional
stream.
push
It's our
for
turn.
I mean, at least the gadgets from Rexon will still persist. Spoit has
dig
taken
into
up
it.
spot in that same area
Yeah.
Rexon was playing
It's like
in.
that sauce guy's stirring
I've
up.
never even heard of flan, I'll be honest. Yes.
by J90.
The first time I'm hearing about it.
SR for sport
Really
at
good.
this point.
But this is like,
but Dark Zero looked just as
you know,
methodical as they did the time
it's just not as good as it could be.
Calls
That's-
upon the 3 remaining players
If
from
you ever go to a
Rebellion with minute
restaurant and you have an
go
opportunity to
to
try
coalesce
like a
around
good
this bomb
restaurant,
site.
order it. You'll like it a
Can
lot.
they do it, Jesse?
Like I said, I'm not a big sugary sweet guy.
All the way over towards basement hall.
That's true.
Newers finds Ambi. The aggressive moves aren't paying
This
off. and now
Canadian
it's a
0-6.
2v5.
And it's Serpent Canadian
Yeah,
yet again.
but-
Canadian
Yeah,
still
it's
searching
late.
for that
Yeah,
first
it's
kill.
late.
They will call upon him as well as Surf does
I
double duty.
feel like they probably
Watching
came
in
into this
free throws
event
and nade drops in his
knowing they'll
lap.
lose this map.
Just
Knowing
manages to
they probably
inch
didn't even
away from
scrim
as
it.
the toxic
Yeah.
gas
Because they
goes out.
perma-banned all of them.
Canadian
Like,
outdueled, and there goes
not to say they didn't think they'd make the grand finals, but like if it helps them play other maps better because they're just permabanning it and it helped them get here, then cool.
We said they had to respond with a statement of their own, and part of it looks like
how has he never heard of Flan?
It was 7-2 for the Rebellion on map number 1, and now we are just 3 minutes away from another 7-2, with this time the sides are swapped. Dark Zero dominating their own map pick, just like we saw from the Rebellion. You got to give credit to how well DZ were isolating.
Give me some
these
pickle
picks.
chips, though.
It seemed like it was always like a
Nachos.
1v4, a 1v5.
We're up your alley.
These frags, especially early
Salty
on
and
the top
savory.
floor, it just wasn't a team game.
That's why that elk
Rebellion. They were
steak
being
was so
picked
good.
apart one
That was
by
delicious.
one, as Dark
That
Zero
elk
were
steak
able to
was
work
10
from
out of 10.
multiple different
Literally one of
angles.
the
I
best.
said it earlier,
That was
but
very-
players in kitchen, players in piano, players outside of the library windows.
I think a lot
too.
of it
I mean,
too
just
was
felt like all the angles
the restaurant that we went to.
they were in.
Like it was just a cool
Makes it
place, like cool
incredibly
scenery, and then you
impressive
go
play
in, you get a
against
great
SR will need
meal.
to be flawless for the next
Can't
4
really beat
if
it.
they want overtime.
Also, just being in the environment of the elk also makes it feel more fresh, even though it's probably shipped from, you know, wherever.
Yeah, they said they didn't, it wasn't local. I remember someone like at a different table. They asked where it was
It just
from.
feels fresher being in
Yeah.
the, you know, in the Utah Pine Mountains.
Yeah. It's probably still fresh.
Yeah,
Something
no,
out
I
from
don't
Colorado.
doubt it. I don't doubt it, but
how weak the Rebellion are
I don't know, just something about the atmosphere matching the food you're eating, it helps.
Perfect job reading into this.
I would agree.
Faultman as well, 10-4 here on their second map. He was the lowest rated player
Looking
on DZ
rough,
back
looking
through map
rough.
number 1, but he's answered big time here
hey,
on
Colin's
their
here.
own
Hello,
pick.
Colin.
It's just his second ever
you
career
doing,
event.
good?
He won the 6th Invitational. It
Sorry,
has
I
taken
didn't mean to
19
chat too
straight
much.
events since to make it back to a grand finals, but Faults has done just
Colin
that here
shit-
against
Colin
Rebellion.
shit
You
talks,
know
dude.
he's not going
He
to let
won.
this moment
Another
Oh,
shit
does he?
talker?
Amazingly, I remember
That's like my
Faults
whole
was on
chat,
that
pretty
old,
much.
You got anyone
Colin
nice
is
to you?
so nice
I'm worried
to me.
about
He's
you.
not
Not
good
really.
shit talking.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh,
was
yeah.
patiently
Colin is
waiting for the
like
debut at
the
a tier
nicest
1
guy in my
level.
chat.
Faults is
Oh
seen as
my
the
God.
elder by a lot
He's,
of players.
what, is he like of a
I
different
am
personality?
so
in your
Literally
shit?
completely different.
Is Faults
Bullshit.
captains this team and gives tons of valuable experience the rest of
Y'all
the
just pick
He was playing against
personalities for each
Super down in
stream.
Challenger League
Pretty
back in the
much,
days
dude.
when he was on OC
I'm eating
and
steak
Super
in a
was on
cow field.
Elephant Gang. It was down in tier 2, let me tell you.
All right.
This one could be over
You walk
quickly.
out there to the
Dark Zero
pasture.
snaps their fingers and rushes into the
Fucking
side
put
of
it
the
down,
party,
dude.
pushing
That
these
asserts
Rebellion
dominance, I
players
think.
into
Come here,
the
Bessie.
lines.
You're gonna get a
Logic
slug in the
bombs go off.
face.
Bees as well, landing in the lap of Canadian is through the smoke. Kino will now hunt for something. Make a misstep in the Rebellion's round. Could go up
You're
in
the
smoke.
best person in the
Kano
world.
punishing SPOIT. Nobody on the
Katie's chat
Rebellion
is very
able to put up much of a
respectful.
fight on this
Yeah,
second
sure,
half
sure,
at all.
whatever you
Sure.
say.
Halfway point, still damage being done.
Oh,
There
the
goes
Ying
Cirque.
shotgun. I
Canadian
think this
taking
is
serious
map.
damage. This one just might be
It's
over
crazy how
already, and we've still got
much
a
Ying
minute and a half
shotgun
to
you see in
go.
this.
What do you do
Yeah.
with SR? You have to be able to find a way to battle
Troy
back at
currently
this point.
James
Map
Bond
three
right
just
now.
seems
Can he
like
make it
he's
happen?
in the wings.
Can the
Kane, I know,
stick-
already a single kill
No, he
from
can't.
outside the building. Why not another? Finds Canadian on a rotation, and Ambi and Rexner left with it all to do.
Could it be another flawless round? Would this
Wow,
really
two
be
7-2s on their
flawless
map
round?
picks.
DZ Rexon says no. Down goes
You just gotta
Kino.
ignore this, though, in a
Unable
best of
to stop
five.
the
Like
fuse
Colt
hits.
said, like,
Drop will not be had.
it's gonna be a long day.
Has this happened in other esports where you have a team just absolutely destroy on one map and then they get absolutely destroyed in the next map? Is that normal?
Best of three
Or is that
in
like
Salt Lake
uniquely
City.
Siege?
That's exactly what these two teams expected.
Well, this is,
Dominant
I mean, this is a
performances
map
on their
that,
own
like
picks.
he was saying,
Now
like
things will
Shopify
start
doesn't
to
even
get
play
really
this
tight.
map.
I do think because
feel like-
we have the 9 map pool, it's too many maps for pros to like get really good at, and typically you're gonna have 2 really bad maps. So a lot of people are asking for kind of like Counter-Strike and Valorant, maybe with a 7 map pool. I don't remember if they did a 7 map pool still, but a 7 map pool.
Back in our day,
Back in our day,
we had to learn fucking yacht. Remember?
Make a lot of sense.
He'll never stop.
He's not stopping, guys.
You're wanted for murder. So,
All right, well.
he's not even in his 30s
Fox
yet.
can
Come
put
on.
himself back together for the second analyst segment.
That's the same logic as Gordon Ramsay episode. The food fell on the floor, and the guy just threw it back on the hot fire, saying the fire will sterilize it. I mean, that's a little different. I mean, okay, so listen. One thing I will say about the guy who does this, he's legit. Like, I'm not disagreeing with the science behind it. That it's like it actually is like clean and like it just grosses me out. I want a new cup. I don't want old coffee in my like cup messing with my new coffee.
absolutely, and I think we're gonna have a pretty good show of this. As you
Also,
said
it's not
before,
really that
Chalet
much of a
was fully
convenience
over.
to use
It's
the
best of
same
three
coffee.
now.
Like,
The
Yo, how about this? He
advantages
said
are
it
gone.
adds
just comes
flavor.
down to map.
Like he said his wife was like washing it, and he was
Sit
getting
tight, go
mad
maybe
that
get
she would
some
wash it.
beverages.
Like he like
You know, Salt
legit.
Lake, get a little
Oh, by the way,
thirsty.
the power
Salt
button's right on the front of the PC on the
No,
bottom.
good
Oh, good call.
shit.
Yeah, Mink got that thing yesterday.
That was me.
Wait, you turned it off yesterday?
Yeah. Luckily, though, George is dialed. So.
Thank you. I wasn't here yesterday. This wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
That's a poor design for a PC, I will say.
Definitely. It should be up top.
And Parker, it's not every day you
Especially
see
with my size fucking 12s.
Rainbow Six Siege, but
I'm
that
reaching.
is respect being
Size
shown to one man and one man only. NJR is without a doubt the best Tachanka player in the world.
All right, well, we got
This is
the
defensive operator
those early
here in
maps
Salt
out of the
Lake
way.
City
Now
Major.
we
He's
should
a
start seeing some of these maps
64%
be a little
win
bit
rate across all maps
closer.
when playing that operator. He is so good when it comes to shooting those fires. So SR say, let's just get rid of it. We'd rather deal with him on the smoke. He'll be playing a very similar position, starting in the elevators and then backing off.
Got to rinse it at a minimum. I agree. I feel like just a little rinse.
NJR. If he does struggle a little bit,
Takes 2
losing
seconds.
That LMG
Throw
and
water
losing
in
that
there.
primary gadget could be part of the reason why.
This is a massive map. There will be lots
getting favored
of
on this map?
isolated engagements
This is
occurring
technically
on
Shopify,
all portions
but
of these
I would
bomb
say
sites, whether it be the top floor, whether
not
it
by
be the
much.
basement,
Oh,
which
did you get a mug,
is
Macy?
where we are,
I
looking
did.
right now for round number
I did.
one. Expect there to be
Starbucks.
quite
It's
a
my
bit of
10th
pugilism
mug.
as these teams will
10th
come to
mug.
blows.
Wow.
I got
One of
the
things that really
Starbucks.
benefited Shopify
Starbucks
Rebellion
has
back in
really
that number
cool
one was their drone work.
mugs,
That will be
ceramic mugs that
even
are
more important
designed for the
here on
local
this map.
state,
SR are
country,
incapable of using
or
intel
actually I saw some
correctly.
universities
They will be at a
too.
disadvantage.
Huh.
And here I say it,
But-
Jesse,
Oh, you got one for
it's
here?
intel
Yeah,
versus
it's cool
Yeah.
because
probably will
I
be
don't
the
really
team
care for
that ends
Starbucks,
up
but
winning
the
this
cups
map.
are all
Yeah,
matching,
and of course,
so
Ambient Sport
it's like a nice
two
matching
Intel
set of all the
operators
travel
that we
mugs rather than having
typically
that
see.
like crazy
Yeah,
assortment.
so changing things up a little bit.
So,
Usually
like,
we
I've
see
been
him on
with
the
you and
snake
you've
for this
gotten
bomb
them, so obviously
site,
I know you
but
just.
not
What would you
unusual
do
to
if
see
they
that
started
IQ
changing the
instead.
design?
Of course, we'll come
Well,
through
they do
counter
change the
that
design.
echo,
They
lots
have
of
like
Oh,
different
okay, okay.
series, but the
countered
mug
out. This
size
really
is
If they
all.
change the mug size.
Yeah, the mug
Dark
size
Zero.
that'd be
They were happy to sit
disappointing
inside
for
the
me.
bomb site. We started
But,
with Newers inside of open area. We
so
started
far,
with
so good.
NJR inside the elevators.
Hopefully
but all
they
of them
keep
had
it.
hatches that
Yeah.
they were able to
Continuity.
quickly
Although,
back
like,
down to
at
site.
what point
So
do I
not
stop?
surprised to see
'Cause I
this
could
one
only
start
get-
so slow, but it'll
like, I'm
really
already
come
at the
down to
point
the
where
execution
if I have
of
10
Rebellion.
mugs,
They've
it's
got the
all-
Havana.
it's already
All the
pushing
hatches
it.
should be open with no problem. But
Although
you're
when
looking
although
at
when my
this site
mom
and you're
comes
seeing
over and she
yokai
drinks
fans.
coffee,
You're
we
seeing
usually go through
C4s,
all
you're
the
seeing
cups.
toxic babes.
Yeah, there you
There's
go.
so
Throughout the
much
day,
utility in the
so-
site, so you've got to start
Again,
with
X
that
zone
advantage.
staircase.
I like the
That's what they
Echo.
wanted.
Yeah.
Well, you say Kino's a good SAS operator.
We
They
did that
passed
today. The
one of
show
those
Max
two
brought out
over
Echo
there.
for Royal Penguin.
On bank will come in his
Yeah, they're
hands.
just using our strats.
They are. They're just,
Yeah.
yeah,
They saw
Was
us.
breathing down his neck.
pretty much.
It's been about 40
They're
minutes
just missing
since
that cap
Canadians
can
able
up
to
there
get
on that
the-
roam.
Is this
Not
smart?
integral for the Rebellion.
Oh,
They
yes, it is.
get some
I went to
threats,
go throw a
especially on
C4
this
at somebody
map,
that was a
where he's
shield.
gonna be playing a
At the
lot
bottom of
more
the stairs, I
shield
threw
than
an
we
impact right at the
saw on
fucking
Maps
ceiling
1.
because that
Putting
impacts
that
on
gun on him,
Val.
Canadian is in a very vulnerable
Oh, because you didn't
position.
check. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's default
Kill opportunity
impacts.
for Dark Zero.
Yeah, they were able to EMP the Yokai.
Damn,
but
I was
Kino
questioning
doesn't care.
him
Hits the
staying in
Canadian
server.
instead and finds
They
that
should have
body
opened the
shot
hatch
frag. That
before
was a two-man
pushing.
lead.
Yeah, definitely.
Newers has to survey the hatch above his head, but was also looking over towards blue stairs and maybe a bit of a step back for this DZ defense as they will reposition Echo's drone. Nade goes in, Kino flushed
Looking
out
a
of that
little rough,
position,
and they still
right
gotta clear
into the
Kino,
arms of Rex. Good
finally.
coordination. Rebellion still trailing
Yeah.
numbers, 30 seconds to go. There goes the Yokai
I
drone
mean,
in that
they
same position.
do have Thatcher here, which can catch a lot of shit.
They could DMR the wall out, which they're doing.
What's with the reinforcements on tellers?
What damage can he do?
It's so you can stay in the E2 elevator a little bit longer and waste time and not get wall banged before you drop.
The defuse kit.
Yep.
A surprise lose for this
Can they?
Rebellion team as they will incur some
Oh,
damage.
yeah, there's that flank.
Flank, man.
Still on the hatch.
I had no idea, I guess. No cam for the main stair flank.
Open bank with a successful defense.
I theorized that maybe the Tachanka ban would set NJR back
Oh,
a
I
bit,
could-
but
yeah.
he is better than that. Plays so well on the smoke there, Parker. You saw him delaying that plant for so
That's like the
long.
one
They
thing
didn't really get to start it until there was maybe 5
Pro
seconds
strats do, I
left in
guess,
that
instead of
round.
ranked, is like
Beauty
we
SMG
extend just a
11
little
shots to
bit
close that
more
one out,
and
too. Of course,
like around the
we start
edges
with
and
the
waste
two-man
time
lead
before we
coming out
drop,
from
and then
these extended
like when
players,
we were
J9
playing
and
Bank even in the
Kino,
show
but even
match,
beyond
you know, we're
that,
running
it
pug
felt like a
strats, which is
perfect
like
round from
we didn't
Dark
have
Zero.
anyone
They
playing
really
E2
went
elevator
their
to shoot a
way.
cam.
They didn't
We didn't have
lose
anyone
anybody
playing
on
even
that
an
very
open
small
area to
row.
shoot a cam and
And then
drop
when it
down a
came down
hatch.
to the
We just
final
kind of
seconds, I mean,
reinforce everything.
5 seconds is not going to be enough for SR to make an XE go through. Certainly not with a flank on the top floor. Certainly not in a two-man disadvantage.
Well, Well, I mean, you just got to mentally reset again. When it comes to experience, we worried the Dark Zero maybe had a
No.
bit of jitters on that very first
One thing
map.
that's like kind of
Obviously,
crazy
they shook
too
it
is
off
like,
for Chalet,
dude, I always
business
say
as
how good
usual.
Royal Penguin is on a
Both of these
controller.
teams
He dropped
slugging
15
on
kills.
their
Me, you, and him
favorite
each dropped
turf, winning
15.
7-2.
It doesn't feel like he's
Now we
on
go
one,
back to
dude.
Yeah,
the
dude.
He's so
map.
good on
It's
it.
been
He
more
dropped the
usual
same
here
amount of
on
kills
Bank.
Yeah.
Typically,
as we
you're gonna
did.
start on
We
the
had
left
2
side.
controller players. I don't think they
That
had
means
any, right?
DZ
I don't
wants
think
to
so,
defend
yeah.
on this map. That gives us a good idea of what
It's all good
the goal
though.
is
They
for
weren't ready
Rebellion.
for the Diamond 1 strats.
They were ready for Diamond
Probably
1.
wanna
Frankie
win
on the 0.
2-3
Dude,
rounds.
yeah.
I'm like, Frankie, watch my ATM. He's like, I got some cam set up. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
hell
I would say
yeah.
honestly with these two teams, like Bank
Have
maybe
soft
slightly
hands.
leans
True.
defender sided, but these two
Actually,
teams
right
are
now my hands
very
are all
good at
dry.
attacking, so you really think 3-3 or 4-2 in either direction is fine, and I would expect that. If we get to a 5-1, okay, the panic alarms start to ring, but DZ win their primary bomb site, that shouldn't be alarm bells just yet for Rebellion fans. They'll get a second opportunity when round 4 comes through, but of course for the second round, we will move upstairs. This is where DZ likes to try to defend with a little bit more presence. They've got Fault back on this Echo, who can try to use this information to enable some early picks coming the way of DZ. But SR,
Why do I keep looking up at the screen? So addicting.
It is.
From SPOIT. Canadian on the Ying. This could be a
window
really
take.
messy execute when they do get down to it.
Weird.
That I think
Walk up red stairs with the glass. Okay, we actually have seen him do this. So here it comes. It's a lineup with the smoke, so it smokes as soon as it gets to the top of the stairs. Now the window take with Auroras.
That new Aurora.
Now we're going.
Trying to box in these players. Ambi, the first
Yeah, and the low swing in with the Blackbeard is probably the most broken thing you can do on CEO.
And they've turned this round on its head. A very quick entry for the Rebellion. We're not even at the halfway point, and it's been rebuffed by Dark Zero.
Surf's entry was excellent, but his whole team fell around him. That's going to be the big problem. Now they're in a man disadvantage. Nice find. Surf just looks around and finds the head of Fault. Even sinks back out 2-2, and Rexon and Surf are in a really good position. The fuse kit is inside the site, so it should be easy to recover.
Ooh,
6 kills between NJR and J90.
Try to get in, maybe go for a plant.
On this team, holding
Pace that.
down the bomb sites. They'll have to retrieve the
Wouldn't be
diffuser
able
on
to
the
do
side
that
of the
before. It
Rebellion.
always
They have
catch
plenty
the
of time to do
floor,
that.
and that's
Early
range
action
wouldn't-
has now made
a
way
thing.
for this ceasefire between
The
the
new
teams.
Aurora update is so good,
There's
dude.
Rexon
I
now
feel like you're
planting
gonna
the defuse
see
kit.
a lot more play out of
Running
it soon.
over towards
Yeah.
paper. That's NJR waiting in the wings.
Good. I kind of like just keep
Rexon will have
faking.
to
You have
rely
a whole
entirely
minute
on
here.
Surf, but J90 is an unknown
Why not force some
variable.
movement?
And there he is, Rexon trusting Surf. That trust seemingly misplaced. Blackbeard will
I find
have
it
to
so
put the shield
interesting how
and
many
the
people
team on
use
his
the
back.
angle grip.
As both NJR and J90
I like the horizontal
immortal up
grip.
to this point.
Yeah.
40
Either that or
seconds to
vert
see
for
if
like
Surf
you either
can
get the
break that
recoil or the
trend.
ADS speeds.
Now behind the
But
desk
I
with
guess
the
when you are
Honestly,
really vulnerable on the
Blackbeard's not
reload.
that
NJR
crazy.
swings around, buying
Yeah.
time off the defuse.
Because it's the only guns.
But the thing is, you'd rather ADS faster, right?
Yeah.
But I guess maybe because he has a small mag and you become kind of vulnerable to ADS, that's probably why they're doing it. Or when you reload, sorry.
Your
They
ADS.
fall in, then they fall out.
The laser for that.
Quite a rhythm here now as Surf will attempt it for the 4th time.
No.
Up against
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Harwell. He manages to get it down.
Ooh,
Wow, perfectly
good sync.
pinched. Perfectly pinched.
J90
I love
gets
it.
the kill.
That was
Easy
great.
Counter disable and Dark Zero.
They timed that beautifully.
continuing their reign of
It's
terror.
honestly kind of hard to time it perfectly. Like
NJR and J90 have for years been thought of as so clutch, and it'll force attack timeout out of SR.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, with this Echo, guys, we need to be running Dokubi. Okay? They're using that for the info to get aggressive on us. If you notice, they're playing very bunkered and just waiting for us, and they're acting up the Echo. I think we can third ban that. If we do third ban that, I would expect maybe a Mira, Clash, or both, okay?
I think we just do the mute because we have all the ops for it, and the, like,
Okay, that's fine, but
I mean,
if
they
we
could
want
ban Doke, but
that's fine, Troy, but if we want to do that, I think we need to be running Doke for the rest of this game.
Yeah.
Guys, thing here is, again, they're playing bunker, they're looking to retreat, or they're just standing their ground waiting for us to push in across it. So we need to make sure that we are establishing what we need, like that last round. The whole take is based off Will walking glass main lobby. We have Ash, we didn't clear the BP. Make sure we're helping each other and calling what we need to do, okay?
okay. Let's go.
Sounds good. Good, guys.
Let's go.
A lot of that timeout focused in
I'm surprised
on the
with how
Echo,
quiet
which has been
SPOIT
played
is.
so well by the captain of DZ.
Yeah.
He talks a lot on stream.
Great success and
So
Super
I expect
7.
more
They've been
talking
using
from him.
this yokai drone to
Kinda
get
funny. I
aggressive,
remember
to
a
force
long
some
time
early
ago,
frags,
kind of,
favor the defense
no one
on
knew
the
he
side of
was
Dark
and stuff
Zero.
like that,
Again,
and like
if you can get things messy
played
on the
ranked
side
together
of
and stuff.
DZ,
I was
that is
shocked.
always going to
He was
favor
like
you because they have
always
some of
very
the
good,
best
obviously,
late
but
round players
very
in the
quiet.
entire world.
Yeah.
Fans have been asking for years of what it would look like to see
I feel like
NJR
the
and
stream
J90 on the
stream
same
SPOIT
team.
is like
When
he
it
like.
comes to late round
I mean, I
clutch
get it.
players,
He
there are
pushes it for
almost
content.
Yeah.
I don't think
in
he's
the
like
world
naturally
who are
that
as
guy
good
though.
as those two.
Yeah.
No,
You put them in a
he's just a
2v2
chill dude who's
situation,
just
and
good at the
they're gonna be
game.
favorites every day of the week.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
gotta,
they played that
you kind of
2v2
gotta
so
put on
perfectly.
some
Parker, of
showmanship.
course,
Yeah.
That's my problem. I don't put
Even
any
with the 2v1,
showmanship on. I'm
they
just
only went
there.
for the swing when they were
Same.
both there together. They
That's
didn't
how
give
it
up
used to
any
be. You
opportunity.
I
let
know,
the
that's-
gameplay speak.
But that's
for
yeah,
itself.
that was actually the thing. It's like Twitch was more about just hanging out and just playing games. Now it's a performance.
Flip farming.
Fed farming,
When you've got
yes.
Canadian in a matchup, he's going to eat up a lot of the air when it comes to leadership.
Got to adapt with the
Conversation
times.
around it, but I feel like we're doing a bit of a disservice to not
10 more years of
highlight how
Canadian
good
sounds like
and
a
how
threat. Oh my
critical these
god,
bombs are
dude.
for Dark Zero. They are
Why are you hating on
always
Canadian?
in
He's old.
control, even when
And
they're
just like, you
losing,
know,
it
just
still
doesn't like
looks
old
they
people, huh?
have an
Yes,
idea
dude. Some
and
ageist
the
shit.
right way about tackling a problem. On Chalet, it was immediately evident. On Bank, it's becoming even clearer. This is a team that is really trusting each other, and that last round showed how perfect it can be when you've got two
Siphoning
players
Spoit's
on the
life
exact same wave.
One thing Super wanted to see was he said, if we're not going to be banning the Echo, we need to run Dokkaebi for the rest of this match. That's why
Spoit is
Andy's
just
immediately
shriveling
jumped on
away
this
as
operator.
Canadian
Usually on this
regains his
bomb site,
youth,
you'll
his
see him
hair
either on the snake
refroze.
or even the Nook. He likes a little bit of sneaky Nook play on this bomb site, but he's forced to go over to the Dokkaebi. Now, there is no Echo being played by Dark Zero, but you just can't risk that anymore if you're SR.
And it's going to be a quick one. They take control.
Oh, they're
of
in
Squid.
quick.
Ooh, I like the smoke buck.
Marching in. Spoit has been very quiet so far today. They will need a big game for him. Surf on the board. Canadian outdueled another from the glass of Surf. Powering this team forward. Ambi and Rexon were the star of the show. There's Spoit now for another.
Spoit is charging in here with the shotgun out.
Let's go, Spoit.
The skeleton key out winning against that SAS shotgun. Now it's
I like how they use
Spoit
Spoit on the entry there too.
Andy's waiting.
Nice.
That was actually so cool. He smokes off the head holes and then just bucks it up and pushed right through.
Really
Yep.
nice push
That's
there.
when they had some
cool.
cams in there too to know it was like clear and CEO
The
and
short range and the long range
Nice
working
strat.
together.
Like
From
it.
all
You're in the
way
wrong
back at the top of
co-stream
the
if you
square,
don't like
it was
old
Surf on
people.
the glass, he was finding those long range picks. He was using
Guys, this
really
is not a
good
fat
work, trading
co-stream.
up
All right,
the
yeah.
back down
We
and
got 10
finding
plus
that
years.
open pick,
Yep.
and then Spoit,
We're
the other
probably
S
like
player
100
on
years old
Shopify,
combined
able to
here,
play with
so.
the skeleton key, get a couple
Well, actually,
of
wait a
crazy
second.
picks,
Probably
and
more.
then
We are.
push as
Yep.
well. You mentioned
Got a
it
couple-
early in that
couple of
moment, Parker,
35
the pace
bombs.
being set by SR. It's really nice
70.
to see.
How old are
I'm
you now?
33, so 103. Wow, we are
103, dude.
dinosaurs.
We're old as fuck.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I don't think you can put 3 people in
We
the
have
seats.
we have a combined century.
Yeah.
More than a century.
What do you think behind us, though? What do we think they are?
One of the best late round
They're like
teams in the entire
60
world,
combined.
but
60?
Jeez.
Jeez.
Of course, let's also not overstate what we saw from the Rebellion there. That is the tertiary site for a lot of
Yeah, of
teams.
course.
You've got the basement.
Dude,
and
I
you've got
swear,
the
every
top
time I
floor
see
as your
Ambi, it
two
just it's
reliable
like
places.
bring your
So
kid
as
to
we saw
work day.
back in map 1, as we saw a 4-2
Like
scoreline
Father
at this
Troy
point is
and
looking
Super
most
are there to
likely
bring in
again.
their
Knowing what we know of the
like you
map,
know.
knowing what we know of the teams on the starting sides,
Oh, yeah.
Dark Zero and
Good
Shopify
hip
Rebellion are
stretch.
setting us up perfectly for that when the second half arrives.
Yeah, I would say this game is still neck and neck. Even if DZ win this bottom floor bomb
Walking
set, I still feel
fossils.
like it's pretty neck
They
and neck
just-
because
Utah
SR
does
will
have
those
a
opportunities to bounce
huge-
back on the secondary and tertiary
Huge amount of
bomb sites
dinosaur
through rounds
fossils
5
that
and
are
6,
discovered
but
here.
Even still, the dominance of that third round.
Actually
is
known
keep
for
on
their
the side of
fossils.
SR.
Really?
We're right
Once
at home.
again, they will not choose to ban out the Echo.
Pretty
This is
soon they'll
something
just
Troy
put us in
said
there,
during
huh?
that timeout. He said, I'd
Not
rather
far
ban
off,
the Mute
honestly.
because we've got the tools to deal with the
They'll
Echo.
just
The
put
Mute
us
is
in
something
there.
that we don't have as many tools to play with, so they will continue to run this Dokkaebi. It will probably not be swapped off for the
That's
rest
so
of this half,
fun.
but now with the
Well,
Mute
that'll
on
let-
board, they can
if
start
one
to
day
play
there's like
little
a
bit more
seed
aggressive.
stadium,
The Habana can start to be
It's gonna be
a little bit
like
more
the
effective.
Paleozoic
Long-range
era, and it'll be like
hard
Gotham
breaches coming
Gaming
through
jersey,
too,
like
so
great.
good push from the Rebellion. And again, Parker, we have a relatively passive hold playing by Dark Zero.
How do you feel about
Newers
Snake?
and Faults maybe a little aggressive on that.
I think he's a
mid-floor.
little
Newers
strong,
just
probably
inside cafeteria to
range-wise.
start things off, so there might be a
But
moment where they
I don't
wanna
know.
get
I
aggro,
catch a
but
lot of people off guard
always
by
gotta be so worried
running
to try to run
vigil.
on this map. It can be
Hit it.
really difficult to
And it's
survive.
like a
But
free
you
kill.
don't really know when he's scanning
Spoit
you.
is in a
Well,
position
people,
where
I
if
won't.
they
So
are
the annoying
not
thing
aware,
is
this
like they
could
just pull it
cause
out. But
real
certain,
chaos amongst the
I feel like
ranks
certain
of
bomb sites
Dark
they always
Zero.
take it. Like for
Still
example,
waiting
like
for Andy
Consulate
Rexon to devour these games.
is a good one. Like if you're an
Mentioned that
admin or
if things
something,
go
or you
all
stand
to
on a
plan for
jammer.
SR,
Like Canal is another one.
You know
Major, that
what?
is still
I wouldn't mind
possible,
the
but
sound
he is
effect
very
happening
much
when he
fallen
just
off
pulls
since
out the
game number
gadget.
one.
That would help a lot.
all of
Yeah,
it.
I
Rather
like
than when he
that.
Frankly,
activates it.
It's not unique to just
I do
Andy.
like
Oh my
that.
goodness. No way.
It's a floor below.
Like you could just have the normal warning
I
of
have
tricky
eyes.
with
you've
snakes
been
sometimes.
spotted
I
by
have eyes. I'm aware.
Snake,
Thank you.
but the exclamation, that sound effect only happens when you pull out
They don't want to
the
fight again
gadget.
early on that roam
Or
game.
whatever, like tell
They're a
you
little
you're
bit
in
more
range
aggressive,
or
and I think back
something.
in round number one,
This way you
just
know if you're like
fall
at least getting
positions,
detected.
Yeah.
fall back towards the site, and now Kino kind of becomes that first line of defense.
Like, honestly, you
Playing
could clear
those
a room
server
without
stairs
even
and
activating
Yeah.
shotgun. I
That's
said it
where
earlier,
It's like they got rid of
SAS
Dokkaebi for that
players
reason,
in
but then they
the
just
entire
made
world
Snake,
can
who
be so
Yeah.
does the
good
same
in that
thing.
position.
And it was Jane I know on the mute who contested that part earlier. Obviously, with the new
what do you think of the new Doke? I feel like it just kind of feels like a demo sort of though.
I love it. I think it's a big upgrade from before. I just had such a hate for the old gadget.
Yeah, it was really lazy.
It pushes TDM, and yeah, as you said, it's lazy, unskilled as well. No mindfulness. Yo, Smoke and Blue, a classic. Oh!
Top of Blue, he will dig one grave.
This is a classic.
Andy and Rexon are down. There's SPOIT finally getting Fultz. Canadians only got 2 kills in this entire series.
Canadian doesn't really have anything for this.
It's fire.
I mean, that's not going to really do
anything,
though.
It's not.
Move Kino out of this position. It will buy some time as now.
I feel like that was a waste. He shouldn't have done that.
Here, and there's a lot of work to be done for the Rebellion.
Oh, his feet were visible.
It's been too difficult to clear Kino, so
Nice.
back, but they're not finding the kills.
The old dog can
He
still
probably didn't
learn
make any
new
sense.
tricks. Canadian in a 1v2 with 15 seconds to go. He'll have to get Surf back up. This is a decision made by Rebellion.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Kino and J90 now just waiting ever so patiently.
Oh, you needed to win that.
By Jack, and he gets them both.
Good try. Good try.
That was a good try.
Basement, very familiar territory for Dark Zero. They're up.
Good old
3-1.
Smoke on blue stairs.
You just realized Intero is casting the only thing he's good at.
As you said, Parker, that bottom
Very
pocket
true.
is just way too strong.
You may
Kino,
see
no
you have a
doubt
code on the
MVP,
R4C.
clutching up on those
I do.
stairs. He is so
I only have one though, and I'm using it. Sorry.
So difficult to try to clear out from
I
that
already
spot.
used mine.
Was playing it on the Warden.
I haven't redeemed it.
He loves those blue stairs and will continue.
I
to be
literally
one of the
redeemed
best in
that
the
shit on
world
my
in that
phone. I'm like, in
position.
case I lose it,
I
like.
like the, again, attempt coming back from Canadian. The call there to try to pivot away from those stairs after you throw the Capital Bolt. It almost fakes like you are still trying to clear it. It's 2 kills, so beautiful from Kino. But then you completely pivot. You try to hit the back. They actually were racking up the kills with Canadian finding a big one there and Surf 2 with the SMG. But ultimately, J90 so clean. How many times do I gotta say it? Him and NJR have been insane in the late round.
Absolutely, NJR, one of the best nail box operators and players. It's a term that is used quite frequently by our good friend Mint, who joined us for a TriCast on
Mailbox.
Mint mentioned.
Cut, cross. A lot of people used to refer to it as canine.
I even said mailbox in the.
And you hold it angle. That's it. Don't do much else. It's a
Yeah.
very important
What the hell? We play the show match.
towards the bomb site. It
Oh.
could be looking at the bomb site. It could be on flank watch. It really depends on the map, the bomb site, and the numbers as well.
So this is where the real test starts for SR. You're not expecting to win a whole lot of those first rounds on bank, but now you're
seeing
getting a
all the
second look at that
default
secondary bomb
skins
site, and you'll go to the
makes
third
the game
bomb
look
site
so
after
much
this
better.
as well.
Yeah.
What worries me, Parker,
I wish
is
you
in
had the
that
option.
test
Like, don't get me wrong, I like
talking
crazy skins.
about
I haven't used all of them.
I hate crazy skins.
But I do wish that, like, when I was playing, I could turn them off. But I don't think they're ever going to do it.
If you're SR and this doesn't go to plan, you no longer have that final tool to
I don't think they would. Honestly, I think they should though. I think it would be good publicity because
with the
the
mute
topic
bans,
that
they
all
can
games
slightly
have right
open
now
up
nowadays.
that,
Yeah.
wall with relative ease. Jane, I know, is playing that
I would be
position,
shocked
of
though,
course, with
because then
batteries,
that, like,
but they
a
got
lot of
players
people,
all around these windows.
as sad as it is to
Still
say, is they just
lobby,
want to
so
be
they're trying
seen
flush
in the
these
skin
players
as much as
out. Maybe
they.
down inside of main lobby, there is nobody roaming below the site, but that doesn't mean there can't be
Thank
somebody
you.
who flanks down late.
What a nice guy.
Or he's trying to get rid of his turkeys.
Yeah, he's trying to get rid of.
He's trying to get rid of it.
He's like, hey, I'm being nice.
A
But
lot of old heads will be
we don't want that shit.
remembering fondly from the early fragging days.
Just gonna get to that chunk
hoping
of
to
it.
kickstart some offense.
Oh.
She's more of a utility-based operator these days than she used to be. But I mean, if you need explosives, she's one of the best. What do you bring, Sophia? That's silly stuff.
Well, it's good for the Azami. It's good for the castle in particular here on this site. So you do see a lot of util being used currently by Ambi.
Ooh, a Sense
His
play?
5th most played operator here at the Salt Lake City Major. 90 seconds deep.
I feel like
and
Sense
no
has so
real
much potential to be
action
an
coming through. SR
incredible
taking some
op.
good map control. They've got Surf over towards Square.
I don't know
They've
what it
got
is
that
though.
lobby control and
There's
control down
something
below
about
the
it
bomb
that
site,
just
but
needs like a
they don't
slight
start
tweak.
finding picks, Parker. I'm worried about the late round again.
I mean, SR has been very slow on attack time and time again. SPOIT gets dealt with by J90.
I like Troy's
The
spot
savior
here, but
of
he's got the
previous
case.
round,
Walking
starting
up
off
red here is
strong.
going to be
10
really
and 1
tough.
For J90, by the way, quietly amassing an incredible amount of kills.
Okay, never
There's
mind.
Canadian to take care of Fultz in and amongst the smoke.
Don't question.
Canadian will double his kill total.
He hit him twice, but I think it was both in the arm.
Rexon there for the follow-up. Canadian looking for defuse.
Team
kill.
Two, and a team kill is one of them.
Unlucky.
Oh my goodness.
That's not it. That's not on him. That's
And
just
suddenly
unlucky.
things going really poorly for the Rebellion.
I wouldn't even
Canadian in a
fault him for that.
1v3. Under fire as he now turns to head back up to the bomb site.
Got an old man on a
He's got a
clock.
good
It's
idea.
not looking good.
Does he have the aim?
An old man on a
Picking away,
Glock.
a tough shot to be made with this Reaper. I mean, one shot's all it really takes. inside a conference room now, looking to hold a meeting for this team. Circles around, and it's J9O again. 4-1 for Dark Zero. Chalet.
Oh man, this map might be over. Super attacker side of the map, and they just got 4 defenses. Yeah. Oof.
Oh, it's a massive round.
At least they need the next one here.
From Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. He has been
Let
so
the hateful
big for this team. And
listen, just see. This is like your. I know this is like your fucking nightmare right now.
For Dark Zero, right, coming up
No. There's a viewer in my chat, and he literally despises NA. Like this is, and he despises.
He's the guy that's from NA too, right?
Yep. Nice. Yep. And like right now, it's just like.
Who does he like?
NA final is like just generational like, hate watch fail.
He's got the defuse kit by himself. Even with sight control, his teammates aren't able to.
Oh, he would have died to the
defuse kit on the ground. J9O 12-1.
He would have died to the bandit regardless, so the team kill didn't matter.
J9O was the highest rated player on DZ towards the
you guys are
start
recruiting.
of kickoff. I can't remember exactly what day it was, but Kino was at 1.2. Again, it just goes to show you the depth of this Dark Zero team. Anybody can step up when needed.
Yeah.
And I mean, the big
guys are your chats are gonna get infected from mine. You're just gonna have people that they don't watch the games to hope someone wins. They watch the game to hope another team loses.
From Dark Zero in the remaining 3 players. Well, Fultz had a terrific game on Chalet.
Gotta hate
now it's
watch.
J9O
Yep.
saving the day here on Banks. I don't even want to say saving the day. There's no danger for Dark. There's nothing to be saved at this
It's a rough day for hate watchers, honestly.
It is.
Honestly, dude, I'm just so happy. You'll have no idea how mad pissed he was that we won today. Literally, like, he's just so disappointed.
That was their only chance to win anything else.
To see some bigger moments from SR. We
Took it
are
away from
really
you because it's
approaching the
Meyer
must-win
Qatar.
territory. If you go down 5-1 on attack, when both of these teams favor the offensive side, you start to get very concerned with what the rest of this BO5
I love when Roy did that to the
Rexon
intro.
on 1 frag, of course, Canadian on 2
Dodge
as well.
ram.
I mentioned Rexon came into the series with 8 straight positive or even.
Oh, I like the jersey.
Was positive on that first map as well, so that would extend his streak up to 9, but negative on that
baseball
7-2 loss
jersey.
and negative now here today. They need something more.
Canadian off to the races. Ambi just behind him as the bullets go on through. The jig might be up there as
they're good.
out goes
Nice.
one of those F-knots. Now a drop on down. Ambi surprised by NJR. The flank.
Roy
now
is
also
so
Canadian
screwed right here. Yeah.
Lures outdueling him. This is a
He used to
great
do that
read
boost
by
spot
Dark Zero,
on
and
Teller
while
as well.
every half has been 4-2,
Yeah. Yep. On the
DZ
desk
have
or
set
printer or
themselves up
whatever.
so
That was
nicely
such
for a
a
first 5-1.
prominent angle. You never see it anymore.
He's on the precipice of it.
Dak is 12-1.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna mention that. That's
Towards the site,
crazy.
So that top 4 conceded now to the Rebellion, but this is still
It's
not
just
a
like
favorable
we're not
position.
seeing the
Everything
Andy
SR has
performance,
tried
which
has
is
been perfectly countered
like, how
by
can you ask for that
DZ.
every
It's
map?
attempted
But
a
like,
mass rush in through lobby from Canadian, but they immediately were behind
Need to
him.
keep the
He
chat
was vulnerable
separated.
to the long
Your
stretch, back
chattist,
shot straight
any
into
chat
Canadian.
where Habanban is moderator is not a chat you want to be in.
They have to retreat to plan B. They have
Yeah,
to
you have no
clutch up
idea.
a
My
3v5,
chat,
and
Habanban
frankly,
gets shit all
Farfetch's trying to
day.
stall a little bit.
Well, I mean, you lost your Blitz, you lost your Dokkaebi.
Although
This is a
Habanban
go-for-broke
also is
strategy,
shit talking
and
all day in
Broke
my
seems to
chat
be on the
too,
menu
so it's a
for
kind of
Rebellion at
deserved.
this point. I mean, how do you course correct? Diffuser is miles away from you. It likely is being watched by these Dark Zero players. It's in an adjoining part of the map. And hey, how about that? A backstab from SPOIT. His position is given away by an F-Not, but
I thought he got
as
a
long as
double
they
for a
trade,
second.
Dark Zero will be in a beautiful spot to send this one away. Doubled up by the remaining Dark Zero.
staring down the barrel at a 5-1 defense half right now, unless Spoit could do something crazy.
Spoit will collect a kill onto Fultz. The only person able to find frags so far on this Rebellion round. I don't know if I like this position for Spoit one bit.
That's a wall.
Especially since he's given his position away, heralding his rival to the bomb site. He'll pick up the defuse kit, twitching around but running out of time. Down goes Newers.
Calm. He's collected.
All now rests
Classic
on Spoit,
Newers.
but there's J9O again. A wall
He's such a typer.
Yep.
on the first half
Who's
of SR's
typing?
map.
Newers. He just always does the nice
5-1,
shot.
and there is still
He knows the guy's
so
baiting.
much time to go in this map for them to seal the deal.
Holy shit, dude. Sorry.
Give me some. Listen, on the basement side, if we, fellas, detach, listen. On that basement side right there, if they fucking are doing their own, remember what we talked about? We can do Junior on the Twitch, we can throw it as a light in, while you take it not. And through the lobby side, like take your Twitch drone, throw it across the map, then go to the D-box side. If we need to kill the blue guy, Junior can use SNI, you can try to cross in that, but in general, Kino and Bulker, if you see that, I want you guys to go fuck that guy on blue stairs and just go straight to sunset.
They have the Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna keep talking.
SPOIT is
Listen,
yo,
on
SPOIT
the,
has a lot of
if you're doing the
haters.
anchor and they're doing the fucking
Why does he have
session
so many
with the Clash
haters?
instead of server bulker,
Yeah.
we're gonna
I
take
don't know,
the
man.
Thatcher anyways. We can
Just
fuck
have
that
an
dude. Like, you can take
exceptionally
the
high
Yank
number
pair
of
with Thatcher,
haters.
and then we can literally just ying the shit out of him. Thatcher,
Not
so
really
we can
that
Clash shield, we can drop
controversial
down,
of a
crank
play.
that guy. Just pop the main hatch first, because otherwise
I don't know. Not really.
I just think the bigger
Yeah,
you
you
are,
can.
the more
Yeah, you
haters you have.
The thing is I think the reason people like he has haters and stuff is because like it's a lot of his fan base is like, oh, he's a god, he's the greatest player to ever touch Siege, blah blah blah. But then if he doesn't do well, then it's like the hate train fires up.
On execute, Deimos goes main.
Oh, it is
sends
locked
red
in,
hatch,
yeah.
IQ site
Yeah, he was actually kind of
tournament
pissed
shield
off.
server.
Like they kept trying to talk
Guys,
over him. He's like,
every attack I saw
I'm gonna
from
keep
them, they
talking.
tried to finish server. Okay, so that's one thing we need to make sure. When the second time I saw them clear for that, the only change was that they went Grim to cap and IQ to striker. Literally same exact execute positions. Okay, so again, look out for that. Doesn't mean it's a guarantee, but if that's what we think we're setting up for, think about those positions. Okay. For CEO, they do have a square take that they were doing with Glaz. Callie sits on the main lobby repels. They won't be able to do it really here with the Glaz. They could still try to maybe do it with the Ying. For that, he repelled in to just try to basically push. Nomad was top square. Thermite opened both the square walls.
I feel like, yeah, this is too much info.
Literally sat outside stock, just flashing curve. They repelled in, and they just try to play, like, basically to get aggro while they were planting behind, okay?
What type was that on the last one?
That's CEO. That was the only attack I saw.
Hey, thank you for the sub,
On
Essence.
open, Sledge plays CEO repels.
When the going gets tough, that's when experience can make the difference. And there is nobody in NA more experienced than Shopify Rebellion's captain. He's won 2 hammers. He's won a major in the past in this very country. He knows what it takes to dig deep. He will have to channel that
Be more
resilience.
professional if he had that page laminated.
Smoke Ben.
Lots of strats
Yeah,
being spoken
stairs
by both
maybe.
Call Out and Super in that
He's gonna throw a
timeout.
warden on it,
Lots
then.
of
Yeah.
words being exchanged between both really Call Out and his players in that one, where he
I
says,
feel like I'm
"Listen,
such a
I need
boomer
to
for,
control
but
the
I
mic
have a
with these 2 minutes.
laminator.
There's a lot to slam down, a lot of ideas
Yes.
that put into your heads. This is going to be a tough half, Parker. There's no other way to cut it. Dark Zero enter this matchup as the best attack team in the tournaments. They have been dominating.
a lot, but they're,
winning
you
60%.
know,
Sorry,
it's great.
68% of their attacking rounds through the tournament so far. They will need to be held to just 1.
Got your
SR
YouTube
won
clip is
overtime here on
crazy.
map 3.
Yeah, a really staggering set of numbers for Dark Zero on this map and just in general. I mean, we expected this to be a close one. And map number 1 maybe gave some false confidence to the fans of Shopify Rebellion, but this DZ team has played without many weaknesses through much of this tournament. They stunned us all yesterday.
That's what I was waiting for. So not the warden. Usually it's the thorn that'll actually play the stairs nowadays.
Thorn.
It's really good against shield ops because if they commit, they're dead.
Do you guys want some of this? I don't know what this is.
Twisted minds to get to this point.
It's lick.
But I mean,
But I had it.
hey,
I'm good.
Did Nawaf give you some?
Yeah.
it's a
Is it
great
good?
matchup on paper.
Did you try this?
I'm
We
good.
need
Okay.
SR
Good.
to play better if we want
I'ma
that
try it.
paper
Those
matchup to
empanadas
actually
still
materialize
stuffed me.
in the present, because right now Dark Zero are marching their way to another major championship
I'm not a licorice guy.
on North American soil.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
I don't think
big
George is
worthy.
either.
A lot about how this second half is going to go, Parker. Shopify
He's
Rebellion
not that
get to play
old.
The best site on the map. They get to go down towards the bottom floor. They have the most
yeah.
minimal amount of
Can I-
bans they're going to
I don't
have
know,
on
it's
this
too
bomb
much.
site. Throughout the rest of this series, they lose the 2 round.
It's
they
all
lose the
garbage.
smoke.
It's-
That's
it's
okay.
too much,
They lose
though.
Surf over to
Oh
the
my
Chonka.
God.
I talk about NJR as the best Chonka in the world. I still back
It's
that,
fine.
but Surf is incredible on this operator as well.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
used to playing with the Shamika launcher, so we know how good he can be in this position. And Canadian back over to the Clash. This was something we saw a lot
Used to be a
from him
waiter back
over
in
the
the
last
day.
couple of maps.
Did he actually?
Very
Huh.
confident here
I
with
can
this
see it.
operator. Won't be taking any early gunfights. but
AG
can
waiter.
Canadian on the Clash again.
Cause some panic early on the side of
Yeah,
DZ,
it's
and then
good
can
time
rotate
waste.
back over towards server if he wants to. Try to
Really
hold
safe.
on to that
It's almost
space
impossible
and help
to die in
his
that
teammates
spot.
slow down this round.
I know that we focused a lot on Canadians' kills, but
Thank
the
you.
one person I want to touch on that needs
I actually
to really
appreciate it
step
because
up is
it
Rexon.
pains me to see like all
13 kills
the
in map number 1.
clutter.
4 kills.
I also hate having
That is
garbage
just
around.
not gonna get the
Annoying.
job done. And while our concerns about Dark Zero's fraggers were very real,
Oh, yeah, here it is.
we've
Here's that
messed up the
thorn,
teams
and
here.
then
Our
you can just
concern
refill
about
it.
fragging is now on the side of the Rebellion.
So it's just time waste, like smoke. And he's going to have one on the steps, too.
Familiar spot for him when he's defending.
It went against
He'll get
everything he
knocked away
believes
by
in to
the
spit
taser
that
with the
food out.
Clash. Rexon menacing.
Wow.
Why did Canadians just leave?
Oh, that's
What
Yeah, I
happened?
don't know.
greatest gun in the game.
I think
Parker
Rexon just
probably
got sold.
rotates, but unfortunately, it doesn't go exactly as he wanted playing against Kino. Now Canadian.
Is the hatch okay?
He's got to fall back and try to play
I mean, yeah, but he's class, so
No,
maybe
he just stopped zapping and like left Rexon by himself.
now he has to stay here.
Was he out of zaps?
Dark Zero assembling their forces.
Wow, Kino just meleeed him.
Waiting for the call. SPOIT will likely slip up. Here
Oh,
they
they're
come.
cranking.
The cavalry is
Oh,
arrived.
they're cranking.
Dark Zero need a single kill, and they
Wow, man. Flawless rounds.
here on bank.
That looked bad.
Can you believe
That looked
it?
bad.
Yeah.
Stunned. Shopify
We're
Rebellion
just denying calories. Time to buy a lottery ticket. Thank you.
Back-to-back maps now. They have gotten 3
Thank you for
rounds
that.
over the last nearly 2 hours.
No, dude,
Playing
that was like
versus
black
DZ. This has
licorice. It
been
was
a
horrible.
disaster of a turn of events.
What would you rate that
The
licorice?
last couple rounds,
Like a
both
1
felt
out
like
of
they
10.
had to be must
0.
wins. They didn't win on their primary site.
Absolutely
Even
a
with that
0.
opening pick going the way of Dark Zero, it felt like they had the control. It felt like they were still able to win through the 4v5.
Pisty
but
said that
what counters were
Nawaf
coming
gave
out
some
from Dark
licorice
Zero.
that
You
was
saw
so
the
bad for her that
actual
it's like
that
permanently in
flash
his
doing a great
taste
job
buds,
to
and he
apply
almost threw
pressure to
up.
Canadian. This play from Kino, one of the best shield players in the entire world, and you got to look at the clash of Canadian, maybe a little bit far
Oh,
back,
yeah, his
maybe a little
EMP.
bit
Wow, he got him
but
through the
ended up
wall.
helping Rex to the top of those stairs. Then
That's
just look the
unlucky.
smokes. I mean, it's a
And Nick's just
massacre coming
cranking.
through towards the end here. Faults a couple of big kills to get to even in round number 7. J90 13-1. It just doesn't get better than this.
And I know they're gonna pull an
An
Emmy.
unbelievable showing from this Dark Zero team. People who did not keep such a keen eye on the North American League kickoff might forget that this DZ team went into the playoffs undefeated. And then
Remember
some
when
of
all
their
the
weaknesses
teams,
got
all the players would
exposed.
have dot
Wildcard
whatever
in the
ori
series
they're on?
Yeah.
Five Fears did as
Dot
well.
DZ.
When did that trend stop?
Emerged as a team that
I don't know.
What, on the
didn't
names?
look as strong.
Yeah. Maybe
Or
they
so
couldn't
we thought.
fit dot
Maybe they were
rebellion.
just saving some of the gas in the tank.
just do
at
dot
that
SR.
moment, and the longer
Yeah,
that
that's what
this
they used to
series
do.
has
It's
gone
the
on,
production
longer
actually
that this
stopped.
event has gone
Oh,
on,
really? They
Dark
don't like it
Zero's
anymore?
made steady improvements.
It's just cleaner
And, I
here.
mean, you-
Remember
is
when they were in
cleaner.
front of the
forgiven
names?
if you said this was
Oh,
DZ's
yeah.
map.
back.
This is SR's
Yeah.
map. There is a high
That was
likelihood we go
horrible.
to
Like, how do you know who
Cafe
you're
and
watching?
DZ
Yeah, that was
sitting on
bad. And then like it would get cut
How big
off.
Oh,
do you think
yeah.
Fresh's smile is right now on his coast
Oh,
stream?
shut up.
I would agree. You know what team's which. Like the name is on top.
Also, you got the colors.
Yeah.
Color-coded, which is- should be enough.
When they beat FaZe yesterday, Jack just went back and like necro posted and he's like, just update.
Well, they're not done yet. 6-1 is still something you can come back
Send
from.
20
Canadian will
kilograms
start
of
us off strong.
star
Shotgun
east
frag
to my-
right on
what is
Taylor,
that?
shut him down
Is that
now
what I just
for
ate?
6. Open area is the bomb site, but the top floor is
Whatever that
always
was,
gonna
that
be a
was
heavily
horrible.
contested area. Kino jumps in now. He's the one with the defuse kit. Still a couple of Rebellion players up on this top floor. It's going to be
So what's
Andy
a
and Rexon
kilogram?
trying to hold this down. When do they drop?
KG, King George.
Standoff now as Rexon's the intended target. Pivoting
Oh,
over,
nice
Wow,
C4.
C4.
There goes Kino.
Over
They
the
wanna-
shelving.
Rebellion need
Wanna clear
anything
top,
to keep
but
themselves in this
Still
series.
2 people up here.
3 more kills will buy
I don't know
them
about
some
the
time,
elevator.
but this team looked like they were in free fall. They managed to turn it around here on this defense as Ambi will find a kill of his own. J90 and NJR have made magic happen on this map, but not against the odds that they currently face.
If anybody would win a 2v5, it's these guys, Parker.
It might be the start.
It might be the
Rexon down through
start.
that conference wall. J90 with the secure.
Holy
NJR
God,
following
Nick
up
is
on the flash.
moving.
1 minute
What's
left
what
in the round.
happened to this guy?
J90 trading out Ambi. There's another now over by the bomb chassis, but there's SPOIT for the
All right,
assist.
there we go.
Holding over towards Archives, leaving J90 in a tough spot.
Okay,
Surf to send
Shopify.
him away.
Bullets went
Still
around that
alive for
guy.
the Rebellion,
Yep.
but they're losing forces.
Bit losing the finals. Pistons losing a home game 7 tonight. You're so happy.
Dark Zero.
Crisis averted.
I didn't even know the
two best
Pistons were
clutch
playing
players in
tonight,
North
and it was game
America shut
7. I
down
don't
in that
follow.
2v5. Thank
And
God.
Shaiko and Shaboing sent home. They call Stompin' Shaboing because they say that I just like dick ride him too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it, I get it.
Yeah.
Listen,
Listen, man, I think it's
And then
admirable.
really it's just a lack of
Like,
information on the top floor.
he had easy
They
street,
did
dude.
bring a
He
Deimos
just
for
kind of
intel,
like
but
leached
they
off
had
Zinc,
no
you know,
They had no
Jinxie
Snake,
played
they
with
had no
Jinxie. Not even
Dopey,
leech
they had
them,
no
just
real
played with
drone
Jinxie all
operators to go
day.
through and find those
They
players,
probably
so
would have
it was
been, you
always
know,
gonna be a tough
making a
sell
lot of
clearing
money,
that top
chilling,
floor.
easy life, but
Yeah.
gave it up
They do
to
it
Play
5
Pro.
times in a row. That's the question.
I respect it.
Teams,
Bomb located by
the
attackers.
answer is no. Don't forget that one timely clutch from the Rebellion yesterday propelled
Can be
them to
4
a
and 7,
7
really quiet
consecutive
game. He's
round
almost the
victory.
same scoreline as Canadian.
Now, obviously, different teams. Twisted Minds are a formidable foe, but Dark Zero are terrific against other North American teams. And well, how lucky that your matchup in the grand finals is against another NA squad. Dark Zero have really shown very limited weaknesses on these last 2 maps. They expected to lose Nighthaven Labs. They lost it, all according to plan. Now, the Rebellion,
Is
they probably
Colin
never
calling them
expected to lose this
Spotify
great matchup.
Rebellion?
They thought they would lose Shadow, sure, but now here, they are in trouble. Dark Zero made some
Spotify
small
Rebellion.
mistakes in that previous round.
Did they just call them
I don't know,
rebellions just
Jesse.
so they don't
I
have
don't know
the
if Dark Zero has
like
it in them
a company name?
to
I feel like
round after round
probably.
after round
Because that was
after
the
round
problem
to
with
send us
TSM and
to OT.
FTA.
It would be uncharacteristic.
That's
of the
exactly
DZ
it.
squad.
Yeah,
No
they're
team's
not allowed.
been
You're
more
not allowed to say
consistent inside of
Shopify.
North America this
They do not
season,
want
Parker.
that.
They've been so good when the moments have been
The
biggest.
Rebellion.
The
Now they'll
rebellion.
have to
Yeah.
defend up towards the top floor.
Or it's Spoitify
Dark
and
Zero
Billion.
on the attack, trying to make some
Spoiler-
things happen around top
Spotify
square, around the
Rebellion.
windows as well. Dealing with the Azami is going to be a bit of a nightmare here. Spoit inside of stock, continue to close these angles, continue to shut down some of these window positions. He's on the opposite side of the top floor right
Amphibian.
now, so it's not currently going to be a big contest, but DZ start to rotate to his position, and now Spoit's in an early fight.
Sport using all
Looks
those
like
gear
Kino's at the
barriers
ADS there.
selfishly
Oh my
over
God.
towards the stock trading
Oh, he is
floor.
ADS there.
He gets
Okay.
a really easy kill on Kino. He'll also get the
Look at him,
self-up.
he's just
This is
moving.
a play by Spoit. Willie holding down the fort.
Really?
Moving.
Dark Zero unable to follow up. So that kill will go
Jack,
untraded.
14 and
EZ will
2.
now have
He's got
to
a good
reposition
spot.
with just a little over half of the round to go.
Yeah, deciding that Spoit is just too good inside of stock. That's not a fight that they can commit to, so they're going to reposition elsewhere. They've still got good bodies outside the site windows. That's going to be where Newers is currently holding, and
They
NGR
shouldn't
brings the
have
fuse kit
wasted.
this way. Those keeper barriers inside of stock will not save you.
I guess
These
unless he
Candela
wants to
start
save it
taking a
for
mess
and not
at the bottom
telegraph.
side.
And NJR's about to
Oh,
get
this is,
his
this is
masters
good. They
in
got the
messology.
dash.
Jesse, is out go the smokes. Candelas will fall.
Oh, but
the
the Solace.
Bolt's looking for an opening, but
Oh,
he
let's
gets
go.
seized timing. Spoit with a premonition, turning on over. NJR getting diffused, get down, blunted by the Rebellion's momentum. Now it's all left to J9
I don't really know what they're going for. They have the info on Surf. He's on his Solus, telling them when they're planning they can throw the C4.
You can't favor Dark Zero in this position.
50 seconds still on the clock. SR have a lot of time to waste down. J9 and Newers can start to play with their food, but their double up is so
Man,
good
hit him with
from
the drive-by. Holy
Newers
shit.
in the 1v4. He'll have to double his kill count to win this round.
I feel a timeout coming by this Dark Zero team as they will almost certainly lose their second round in a row. There we go, Spoit with the dagger. A big motivator for Shopify Rebellion. The
One at a
crowd
time.
favoring SR starting to get a bit more lively.
Brick by brick.
All comebacks start with one round and they've stitched 2 together. SR still showing signs of life on bank.
Now we've got momentum in the SR camp. Attack timeout
They're moist esports.
not being called by callout. We're not in dire straits just yet. Gonna let them go
Yeah,
through
he'll
this
need it.
or this op ban phase at the very least. You're worried a little bit about just this pressure that is starting to apply to DZ. Of course, this
Yeah, I
is
think
a
I'm
team
good.
who have really with this score.
Got a pocket sandwich of
Never really
half
accomplished
of
anything with
pocket
the
sandwich.
G9-0.
Yep.
Struggling
Roy
some
probably still
finals
got
in the
that
past.
turkey he's
That's a
trying to give
long time
away,
ago. Here's
so-
the
Yep.
attack.
We have a half turkey.
Okay, for the delay, if that's what we want to run, we need to be careful of the Thatcher. It's going. If we run the Echo, they can just Thatcher the Echoes if they actually run it. Guys, the thing I want to say here too is Will did it last round. We need to be making places.
Yeah. Right. Also bring the knockout too. You don't force
Did Super call a timeout after the round one?
Seems like it. Oh no, it's a 2.
And I know it's hard to like think it at the moment,
What's happening?
but we need to be thinking of what we can do that's going to solve some of the issues that we have with these bands and with what they're doing. Okay, guys, make sure we're playing to win. Like, come up.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Huh.
That is the attack timeout from Dark Zero, just to be clear. SR
Maybe he's just trying to make sure they're locked in.
Yeah, but why did he listen to Super then? That's a mistake.
He just called- yeah.
So that was DZ's timeout.
It was just a production error.
When you need a
That
miracle,
sucks.
when you need 5 straight rounds to stay alive in the third map of a BO5,
I was gonna say, it's
you
kinda
look
weird
to
for them
heroes.
to call
And there's
timeout
maybe
after that.
no player
Yeah.
in this lobby who has filled the shoes of a hero
Production
more
was
than Spoit.
switching to like the
MVP
is it the 2
factoring
minute
the Berlin
halftime
Major,
timeout?
The first event of his career, and what a round he has
The rules
in
of
round
ketchup?
number 9 to be able to pull SR back from this moment. Again, shuts down that stock push entirely. Only gets 1 frag from that position, but it forces an entire rotate from the players on DZ. Catches another one early in that round, and then the final frag there too. A beautiful shot straight onto Newers and a heavy man advantage. If SPOIT starts to show up like we've seen him in the past, like the old days when he was a young rookie on Rogue, this series could get a lot more interesting.
XDDO, thank you the prime.
Forgot the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Huh? Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. Thank God.
Oh, you just said the number.
Thank God. I'm actually so happy that's dying.
You said this 5 rounds in a row, and then you still have overtime.
Things never die.
It's daunting.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Do people do the Macarena anymore? Kind of dead.
It'll come back. No, we used to say, well, I was 6 afraid of 7. You know, that was our 6-7 back in the day.
Yeah. No real experience. You put up that statement game that he did, and of course you got good
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. Our funny number was 69.
Show us that they can accomplish.
Yeah, both Canadian have really difficult roads to win their respective majors. 5 maps required in both. Here comes the bone clear, and just beside the hatch, they will manage to fall back towards the site. No
just time waste. Classic. Is there a guy in E2 elevator? No, he already dropped.
They do not want to take gunfights.
Colin, thank you for gifting us the Detroit sucks.
Oh, no.
All right, bro. All right.
Sites, 5v5 is exactly where SR want to be.
123 gifted though.
Blitz reminds me of another particular matchup.
I'm pretty sure all of them in the Detroit sucks.
Some way we would say, but Kino able to pull that one off. It scares Ambi out of his position, and I mean, I don't want to do.
Got rid of pretty much all the Goyos.
Especially if you don't know what follows.
Interesting, he didn't take out the bulletproof.
On his own, but
yeah, did he have any zaps left on it? Unless he wants them to get on it and think that it's like clear. I don't know though. Does he have a zaps? Did you see by any chance?
Not sure.
Okay.
Echo drones. Oh,
Super called it that they're gonna just thatcher the Echo drones.
On even the bulletproof, like there's so much.
So what was the counter then if he called it?
But the frags will still favor the
because Echo's dead now.
Canadian falls.
That's Newers wagging the dog on Canadian. Down goes
SPOIT all the way at E2.
SPOIT. So I mean, you talked about the impact that SPOIT could have.
Oh, if he takes janitor hatch right now.
Yeah, he's walking down the hall. You're right. Good call. Here he goes.
Final minute.
Observer heard you.
SPOIT going for the flank above. Does anybody have any idea? Kino getting diffused, get down. SPOIT will need to hurry. 8 players still alive.
They just planted. Hello, Surf, Tachanka, where we at?
SPOIT might get another. Newers with 1. SPOIT takes care of Kino.
Winnable retake. Hang on.
This is doable.
Yep. SPOIT with another triple kill for SPOIT.
Turn around.
But he gets 2 of them, baby. Doing a serious amount of
damage. He's won.
Quad kill for SPOIT.
Wow.
SPOIT the hero.
SPOIT haters in shambles.
Good.
Oh, his palms are sweaty.
Were his knees weak?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Arms with spaghetti and ketchup.
He was moving.
You have noodles and ketchup? What? You have noodles and ketchup?
No.
Oh, I was wondering why they were talking about that. Do you?
No.
Okay.
Works his way to the top floor of this map.
I love my ketchup, but not that bad.
I do love ketchup
Wait,
too.
so was that an ace for him or a 4K?
4K, yeah.
Rexon ruined it.
How dare he?
What an asshole, dude. He's trying to get his clip.
Wow.
Nice shot.
From making that 1v3 happen, it could have been a dream.
Kept him alive. The comeback's happening here. 6-4.
Put it together.
Perhaps.
But at that moment, Parker, there was nothing stopping
SPOIT. SPOIT did win, but it was still late, I think, for the flag.
Yes.
SPOIT's Twitch channel is SPOIT, you fucking trolls.
What'd they do?
They always do this thing whenever I'm like talking well about SPOIT, where they just put followage SPOIT, and obviously that's not his name. His Twitch name is SPOIT. So they're like, oh, he doesn't even follow you anymore.
Oh, it sees that they follow you.
Before he got really popular, everyone was asking, is it SPOIT or SPOIT?
If there's anything that can really just exemplify how tough this is for Rebellion, it's this gap between the teams. And DZ have so many threats that at any moment can take over a round. Rebellion cannot just keep relying on SPOIT. They need somebody else to join him.
That's exactly right, Parker. SPOIT has given a lifeline to the Rebellion, but they cannot rely on on him.
This is like the worst day of just C's life.
Every single round to
It's
win
giving
this
me
map.
life.
Now you've got yourself an opportunity. You have to be able to capitalize on it. SR back to the defense, and now it's a tertiary site. Open area can be a tough one for some teams to try to hold down on the defense. Did a great job previously, of course, but this can still be tricky. And the early damage.
Amy's having a
safe behind
really quiet game.
Yeah, he is.
watched as a team
A SPOIT 14 and 6.
Win rate
They do have him on
defense,
Castle,
run
though,
up the
so-
score on them
Yeah, how
3 in a
dare
row
they.
now from Shopify Rebellion.
Roy on the Valve, dude. Throwing it. That's a
starting to believe at this
2017
point.
Throwback.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, though, no, he used to mostly play.
I thought you were the back and he was the
Yeah,
pulse.
I was mostly Valkyrie balls.
He's
Yeah.
always info ops.
crazy
Yeah.
to keep SR
Yeah,
competitive
he's
here in the
always
playoffs to advance them here to the
I
grand
like that
finals.
position.
You guys were
Rely
double
on him
info op
once more,
roamers
but they
back
have
then.
everything set
Yep.
up. The
That
Nitro
was the meta.
waiting for
Oh,
this,
SPOIT.
not
We
played
actually
yet.
used to have like 3 roamers, dude.
What information is Canadian have? He's just holding
Spoit, a
C4.
human magnet at that
Waiting for
point in
the-
time is
No
2
swinging.
What info does he have? Can he hear
Blows up Kino.
You could just
Sound.
hear that.
Yeah, you could hear that.
it from downstairs?
Yeah.
He has a hole in the floor, too, for it.
Oh, I didn't see the hole.
Yeah.
Beyond Spoit. Now it's the reserve player.
Oh, come on, Andy.
drops
Damn
gambling
it.
what little is left of his
I mean,
HP. 4 and
Kinda
10
wall
is
bang him.
well below his own standards, and it will not help the Rebellion one bit. Is now Dark Zero.
I just want to see a
Has
good game,
numbers
George. I just want to see a comeback.
Run,
Canadian, run.
Yeah.
J90, so now it's a man
It's
lead
just
for
like
Dark Zero. This is their best shot that
the
they've
heroes
had
are dead,
to
though.
close
We
out
need
this
Surf
game
Canadian
on
and
the
Rexon,
tertiary site,
please.
where SR are going to struggle the most. They've
All
gotten
back in
themselves
sight.
top floor control. They've gotten themselves a one-man lead.
Good
but
thing
without
is there's
their
no
shield,
Habana
that's the
pelts.
entry point
Oh,
here,
never mind.
Parker.
2 ace
They
charges.
can
Oh,
work the
fuck.
board
Here comes
program.
Nick.
Is it weird playing against former teammates and former boards?
Out of stock if they need to as well.
That
Yeah.
awkward?
Ticks down.
Well,
A
honestly,
really
it,
good
it
watch
depends.
for
Most
Rebellion
people, it like
is not
motivates them to go like
impossible.
play extra
J9
well,
will
but
rotate over towards the server stairs. This signals
you
to me that they
scrim
will
against
be
them?
going for a square
Yeah.
finish. It is critical that they watch their flanks when they go for this.
Ooh, and J90
Oh, Troy.
now searching for Canadian down
Do you
in
know?
the escape tunnel.
Do you
Managed to get his way
know,
out, but
Troy?
Canadian is trapped at the top
Do
of blue
you
stairs.
know?
J90 will see it.
why'd he go for the knife?
It's like he was just caught sprinting.
No, yeah. If you aim down sights while sprinting, you cannot shoot your gun until you finish the animation.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, why did he ever do that?
I mean, the door was
All the
closed. maybe.
time.
For Canadian.
What are we going to
As
do,
he still
boys?
holds this
Don't give
position,
Nick a
they
kill.
wander in. Dark Zero had so much going for them.
Oh,
Down
no.
goes
Nick's
Surf.
getting that.
Down goes
Yeah, that's an
Rexon. Canadian
AK-12.
will now need to be
And
the
he's pushed
savior.
through to go for the
Threw it.
plant. So smart.
Yes.
They threw it.
1 second
Wow.
left. And news Canadian. Heartbreak for the Rebellion. DZ takes
Wow.
SR's map. They go to their home turf. 1 map away from the championship.
What? Did he hit fire him?
He did.
That bank map, but it has been really tough for the fraggers on Shopify Rebellion. I mean, outside of SPOIT, there really hasn't been a lot of life on this team for the last 2 maps. You said you needed a hero. SPOIT, put on that cape. Who does it here on Cafe for SR?
I mean, you look to a guy like Ambi, I think we had a great interview with his mom in the crowd, and she said it, right? Remember who you are. Remember that you're the Rebellion. This team have beaten so many incredible opponents just to get here to the grand finals. They battled their way through the lower bracket in NAL kickoff. They battled their way through phase 1 against so many of these international teams. They made it through Swiss, they made it through G2, they made it through Twisted Minds, and now here against Dark Zero, they have to remember what they're made of. It can't be a one-hero performance. They tried that on Bank, and it wasn't good enough. More than one person has to step up and be the
middle
hero for
seat is the
Rebellion.
best
It
seat.
has to be a team
Do
effort.
I kick George out of it, or is it claim? What's the etiquette here? Is it claimed? Because I'm kind of manning the whole station myself, and I feel like I got to take the center, right? I don't know what the streamer etiquette is for shared streams here. Is he going to ask me to get up? Because technically it was his seat, and he claimed it, so.
Ambi, that number
I was just talking to fans and other players.
the next 2 maps. Again, way below. We're used to seeing Ambi drop more than 8 kills a map.
Claim it.
Jesse.
Feel it.
So
All right.
things are
If I
not
got your
going
guys'
very
permission,
well
then
here on the
I feel like I'm
fragging
good.
side of the Rebellion. Which
Kick
again,
George out.
we thought might be an issue for Dark Zero.
All right,
but
we even have
frankly,
George's chat
has
saying
not
it,
really
so
materialized.
I think I'm fine.
J90 and Co have dominated the Rebellion in terms of kills. If they keep that up, this is their map. We could be done this major championship in no time at all.
4 years ago in Berlin, SPOIT faced a very similar situation where he was down 2-1 in a best of 5. That was versus FaZe Clan, and I don't need to remind you how that one went. Rogue were able to win map 4, they won map 5, maximum overtime, 8-7 on the final map. It took everything that they had to be able to win that major oh so many years ago, and they'll have to battle back once more to do it here. First fight on the white stairs, it's going to be favoring Faults.
Ah, damn.
Ambi of all people gets taken down. I didn't hear a single phone call ring out. That is devastating for the Rebellion to lose that early on. Faults sustaining a little bit of damage. I'm not exactly sure from where. Activating glance. But will still survive for the time being as now Kino goes for the rotate. There's SPOIT on the board. Down goes Newers. It's a good spot for SPOIT to be in, and immediately follows up with his second EE1D. Still one remains.
Boy with the laser sight.
As we hit the halfway point here of round number 1.
J90 still top floor. He doesn't have a good way back, but he fights his way out of it. Finds Canadian with a beautiful shot. Another why not. SPOIT will hit the deck, and now these numbers continue to get worse for SR.
Gets another! My goodness!
GG? Is that GG?
NJR
Do we call
and
GG
J90
after one round?
Dynamite together. You have said that on almost every
Statistically
single map so far
speaking,
in
the
Cafe.
team
We've got
the first
another
round
good duo moment from
typically
them. As
end up
DZ
taking
likes
the map.
Rebellion on that one and takes the first round.
I mean,
There's like an overwhelming stat that favors the first round.
J90 and SPOIT. Oh, each of them having hero rounds.
Doesn't mean it's
to bring that map as close as it was, but in the end, it was J90 that was the better of the two. SPOIT not consistent enough, and it's not a coincidence that this frag right here onto SPOIT, after he downs Canadian, it's the real difference maker in this round. He gets a final frag just on the escape down the hatch. J90 has been lights out.
SR ever learned to clear freeze.
Absolutely crushing it, especially in these
You just gotta hit your
Rebellion
headshots.
need an answer. They have to find a way to shut down
Canadian
J90.
hit the body, not the head, so he
MVP
lost.
performance in this series.
Yep.
I don't know if it'll be enough to give him MVP of the entire
Casey, thank you for the
tournament.
IRL
I mean,
charm.
that's-
Truly
I'm
appreciate it.
not-
Yo, it's my pleasure.
So, I mean,
I should have brought more.
It's not up to me.
I'm all out.
But J90 also comes from just a lovely family. Had some time to talk to them in Boston. They are wonderful people. They seemingly have raised a great son, and frankly, they've raised a hell of a competitor at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, he was
Thanks
part
for,
of that
stopping by, though.
roster that lost in Charlotte a few years ago.
I really
when
appreciate it. It
Canadian
actually
and
means a lot
NJR
to me.
became major champions. Finally back.
A lot of
in
haters out
final,
there,
his
so
first
anytime
one
I
since
come
that
across
major.
non-haters,
Waiting
it
a
makes my
long
day.
time for this
I really
moment.
appreciate it, man.
He is not
If you're
letting
a
the moment
content
slip
creator and
away.
you get
3-0
nothing but
start on
hate,
Cafe.
just
They will go to
constant
the
hate
other
all the
bit.
time, you know,
Onside is reading. It's
like even if it doesn't actually bother you, it still kills your motivation. At the end of the day, you're trying to make people
Let's read
happy,
too much
right?
of these individual performances again, because anybody can step up at a moment's
So
notice. You don't
regardless
make it
if
to the
the
grand finals
hate
without
itself
somebody
bothers you, the insults
pulling off a
bother you,
hero play. Kino
at the
dives
end of the
off
day, you
top
want to
rope,
make
down
people
goes Surf.
happy, and if everyone's hating, then you feel like you're not doing your
Somebody
job.
Upstairs. There's no way he's going to contest this again, right? I mean, he's got his angle held by SPOIT, shotgun out, jostling around. How does he manage to get away? Ambi finally brings him down, but that one looked like they might allow him to slip through their fingers.
Yeah, must get kill coming through from Ambi.
Thank you as well,
Ernie.
Ernie.
Shut that one
Thank you, my
down.
dude.
If Kino gets another or even gets away there, that is a huge blunder. But the Rebellion don't falter. Still lots of players here on the top floor. Ambi gonna enter in through the bottom, actually. He's gonna work his way up these red stairs. There's a couple of players nearby. He's got to be worried about
Did
Faults.
George do another
That's kind of a
Costco run?
soft
He's
wall.
late
They
for
don't
Gamba.
necessarily
Oh,
know
shit,
he's
I didn't
here,
Gamba
but one
either.
logic bomb could change all of that.
I hope I have mods.
Here it comes.
Very well timed. Ambi was not able to do anything with it. Back in that very first round, SPOIT will now take down Newers as SR march over towards
I look away
the
for 1
adjoining
second.
port, part of this map, looking to get to the bomb site. It's not over in mining, though. So while they might have that pivotal control, they still need to translate that to dining room and reading. And with just a little bit over a minute to go, they've got a numbers advantage. They're in all right shape.
And they still don't know where Faults is, though, Parker. That's my big concern. Despite the logic
My
bomb
shit's not
being
loading.
played right on the other side of that wall, Faults' position has not been droned out. They do not know he's here. They might suspect it, but based on how they're playing, I don't think they have any clue of the captain's position.
There's still one logic bomb, though, so they might be able to get his whereabouts pinned down as he sits next to a soft wall. There's a DMR
Oh,
on the
Leon
other side
did
of that
it.
too. You know
Never
how much
mind.
damage that DMR can do. Ambi out-dueled by J9O. That
Leon, if you're there, thank you. Oh shit, I see you in the chat now. There's a 15-second delay, so it's hard to see.
Action. Down goes Canadian, sidearm out, and he finds another from the same spot. SPOIT, the intended target. Fultz, no expression on his face.
Wow.
Ice in the veins as DZ
Mr.
start
Fultz.
off 2-0.
Alec Fultz, that's exactly what was required of him in that position, Parker. The patience.
Friendly reminder, there's a
sitting just under
15-second
that half,
delay.
sitting inside a
Even the
pillar
main
for
broadcast is a
almost 2
15-second
full
delay.
minutes.
Why
Never
they do
was
it?
droned out,
I
never
don't
was
know,
it found by
but
the logic
there's a
bomb,
bit
and when
of a
that
delay,
moment
so
is
it's hard
required of
to
him,
converse
he
as
finds the
smoothly.
frags. Starts off with an aggressive move from Kino. This goes 1-for-1, but right off the rip, you lose that Grim. It kind of disrupts this push for what SR wanted to go for. I liked their recovery. It's a great shot from SPOIT inside mining. J9O, of course, he's good for 1, but falls. The real MVP. The fact that he finds not 1, not 2, but 3 frags from this position inside a pillar is absolutely disgusting. 2-0 now for DZ.
Small changes to operators have such a profound impact on these games, Jesse, and a big one was the move to take your gun and maybe stick it a little bit farther away from your face, right? Because the CZ75, that thing used to be touching your nose. It was impossible to aim with it. One of the changes to these sidearms allows more flexibility on operators like Thorn, who received a host of other buffs. You can run the M870 now, play close quarters, as we saw a couple players do on Bank, because that CZ75 is now a viable option as a secondary. And of course, Fultz with the Uzi and the sidearm put in so much work. Fultz was sensational on Chalet, en route to a dominating 7-2. If he has that kind of game here on Cafe, oh boy, SR, you might be counting these rounds real quick.
Perfect rotation on the line for Dark Zero. It was denied to them back on Bank. SR were able to stop bleeding momentarily on their early attacks.
Oh, I gift it up right as I walk away. Sunset Enjoyer.
DZ have chosen to start defense, so we've gotten a lot of the same side
Ooh.
starts. Nitro from Newer's will
Not a bad try. That's actually a good spot.
This is a full anchor
The common drone spot.
Parker. This is going to be a slow round coming through. SR don't
Look at these guys. They're just
seemingly have a lot of pressure
it's a
top
C4
floor, though,
volley.
so despite all of this space being relatively free, they might just
They're
try
all
to
just
force this
holding.
in through Baker.
Kino was hoping that mute jammer would keep him safe for a little bit of time. Oh,
Wow.
blows them up, and with it, maybe the round. SPOIT and Canadian taken down by 1.
That's gotta be a
Well-timed
demoralizer.
Nitro cell, and DZ have a huge leg up now here in round 3.
Now what do? Shopify Rebellion down by 2. It's a huge Nitro to come out. Dark Zero, they just have to bide their time, but Ambi has something to say about it. Finds the head of Fault over towards Restaurant. We're back within 1.
They have killed the raid boss.
There's another one though, Parker. He's lurking inside a VIP. J9O yet to die in this match.
Might have an idea of his position. Takes some damage from the barbed wire. There's Newers. He was distracted, looking over in Surf's position. They just wander right into the trap.
Welcome back.
Dark Zero playing with their food at this point in time.
This is
Rexon
brutal.
now in a 1v4.
This is brutal.
I think we know where he's going. This
That's a
will
good
be
C4 from
timeout.
Fultz.
So Rexon
Buzz.
will go upstairs, sit
Oh,
and wait.
timeout,
Dark
huh?
Zero will win the round, and there is still a minute to go. Rebellion not keen to burn their only timeout. They will talk through this issue. I don't even know what you discuss at this point in time. What is Super not said? On Chalet, on Bank, now on Cafe. What more can he say to this team?
He's not saying anything now as we go into the cam. I'm
Do they
glad
do this
we've
in other
highlighted
esports?
Canadian. He's dead right now, but his lips are flapping. This is the captain's role. This is where you need your
they'll
leaders
save the
to step
op.
up. They were able to do it
Yeah,
on
but that's
Bank.
different.
Maybe
yeah,
It's like an
nice.
unofficial
Nice.
timeout. Like, I don't think I've ever seen an unofficial timeouts in other
when
esports.
all hope looked lost. We are not
Yeah,
at
that's
that
a good
point
point.
yet. It's 2-0. It's about to be 3-0 on Cafe. It is not a game
GG's,
over
man.
situation.
Yeah, guys.
With how good
This
DZ
is
has
a
been
this
playing. With
like
Fultz
map
wrecking
pool wise. This
kill
is actually a
after
Dark
kill,
Zero
finding
map
unique
through
and
and
creative
through.
ways to get those kills.
I think
J9O
Matt called
still
it.
has
Whoever
the
won Bank
flawless
won the
game so
series.
far, and with everyone on DZ working together, you have to be perfect to break this DZ squad, and that's what
DZ
SR
looking
have
really
to try to
good.
figure out now.
They obviously play really strong against
Next
North
up in the
American teams,
operator
but I
bands,
can't even
and I
hate
mean,
watch
you
them
can tell
anymore.
the
They played
emotions on your
well. They beat
screen.
FaZe
It is
Clan.
Night and day
Whoever
for
beats
these
FaZe
teams.
Clan
Lots of
usually
smiles,
wins the
tons of
entire
relief
event.
from the Dark Zero bench.
Like,
Over for Shopify.
the hate watch is
Rebellion.
over, guys. Like, it's a
Lots of
sad
long
realization,
faces,
but
lots of blank stares.
They do it in every
And
esports
frankly,
game.
for good reason. It has
Really?
been a
That's what Dream
slog
says.
here for SR
TV?
over the last
Like,
two maps.
how would you do it in
The
Rocket
hope
League?
was that after you got demolished.
And also Counter-Strike
over
has
on
such
Chalet,
shorter
that you'd be able
rounds,
to
so
fix it.
I feel
Maybe
like
the timeout
I
here
want us to
will
be
do it.
clearing every round. Avoid the lurk, like we can play snow side, but they're literally camping it and they're farming us on that, and we're trying to force them, and we're getting punished solo for that. Okay, guys, play into our game. Fucking clear these guys every round. Okay. For C1, they're only running a Rooney. We can clear that guy if we want to. We have the ops to clear
the
that.
C1 fast that can work too.
Yeah,
The
we
C1
can
fast?
clear. Listen to me. We need to make sure we're checking for thorn traps, like repelling in heaven if we want to. We don't even have to do that. We can just go for that kill. But guys, stop forcing shit solo. Let's just clear and play together. All right?
Yeah.
These last 3 rounds here, every fucking round, everything you got. Make plays to win the fucking game, guys.
Yep.
Come on.
We have the BB, we have the glass. I think all that really nade spam, bro. Like
Now that's a timeout I like from Super.
We just nade spam the corners. Like,
That is the most.
Whatever they just said for a minute during that Rexon timeout, he came in and said, I want you running the fucking clears. Stop doing this other rat shit lurking around the map. That's not us.
They have to be clearing these angles. They can't
Gave
keep
them a
trying
direction to
force
follow.
individual plays because Dark Zero, they're winning those over and over again. Shopify Rebellion have now used their final lifeline on Cafe. They will have to wait for Call It to call his if they talk to Super again. They've got a timeout, of course, after round 6 as well, but Shopify Rebellion.
Just call it a Mickey Mouse major. Well, I mean, let's be honest here. This is technically the kickoff tournament, guys, and some of the strongest teams didn't make it here. Liquid,
You hear it? I mean, what more is there to say?
W7M, M80. I mean, I can go on and on here. What's happening? Not even the strongest teams.
Two options.
Did that work?
Take down the world champions.
Yeah.
You've been the Kingslayers. For good reason, they think you're going to succeed, and Dark Zero are showing everybody why they sought out this new roster, and the depth that this team has is just, it's suffocating.
DZ have had a rough couple of years. The fans in the audience will know it better than anyone. They have been struggling over the last 2 years, but this rebuild looks so good for Dark Zero. They have dominated this tournament so far.
Oh, Wolves? Yeah,
After
true.
the timeout, they can really put their foot down, stop any momentum being built by SR at the critical
You can only list so many teams.
If DZ can win this one, if they can win
gonna list the
Mining and
whole
Dining
league.
for a second time, close the door on SR.
Just proving the
stop
point,
their
you know?
hopes from coming alive here in this first half of Cafe.
Oh, okay.
Parker, I think that might be good
Window
enough for
take.
a
This
trophy.
is what they call a cryo take.
Completely agreed with you.
He can
So,
fire
what
stacks,
happens
and he
in
can
the
fire
next 2 minutes
bathroom,
here?
and he can swing in.
Rebellion averaging less than 2 kills around.
Nope.
And it's
Not
gonna
if there's
be
a
good
C4
start,
there, he
Jesse.
can't.
Kino destroys Rexon on Repel. Spoit is also
Oh,
been
boy.
There goes
Oh,
Surf.
boy, after a timeout.
Zero has snapped their fingers, and holy shit, the round is over.
It's a disaster, top to bottom. It's a disaster. Dark Zero, dominant from top to bottom. 4-0 now in the most confident, inspiring round we have seen all day
A
long.
defender-sided map, guys. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Defender-sided. I wouldn't worry. They got it.
We all look stunned.
We all look stunned.
DZ looked stunned after that round win. I mean, you saw it on their own faces. They couldn't believe what
Where
they
was the
just pulled
C4
off.
from?
But
Oh,
every
Stacks,
single
before he even
player
got the
is
fired,
finding an
yeah.
opportunity to shine. It's a nitro from Kino. It's
Why, that's
stopping the
usually
aggressive moves to
combined
that
with a
top
Grim
floor.
there.
There's no trade game potential from SR because it's one by one. Players trying to funnel in and fight these long
Nick was
angles.
stunned.
And DZ are happy to hold them. They're happy to shut these players down. They're hitting insane shots round after round after round, and the Rebellion don't have an answer.
The most amazing thing about the last 4 rounds, it's been both Kino and Fultz striking first. Those are not the guys that usually lead off
your chat's
your
good.
picks. And yet they've been
Wow.
doing
Oh, that's
it.
King George's chat. SR choking on DZ nuts.
NJR is 1 kill and 1 death. He is having the easiest map of his life. NJR's sitting there, reading the news, smoking a cigar. You guys got this, don't worry. J90 yet to die.
You hate to see these kind of finals play out this way, though.
Bang this
Yeah.
drop. Dark Zero
That's a
are
good
looking
point.
indomitable.
We haven't even gotten
It's
overtime
actually
match.
fairly common, too. It's just kind of weird, no?
113 kills, only he
I feel like we've seen so many finals that are one-sided like this.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking back to literally SI, where FaZe just dominated Secret. It was so boring.
Harris Major,
Yeah.
back in 2019, that was a brutal one.
Now after his early death in this round, but they need more than that.
It's like, it's weird. Like, how do they get to the finals and then just get dominated?
Over towards Fireplace.
I mean, sometimes it's just matchups. It's just rock, paper, scissors. What team counters the other one?
Stereotypical fragging gun.
Yeah. And at least in this case, DZ typically just own all NA teams.
Towards Piano, Jack having to survey all of the windows. J90 sees Canadian. The call will be made.
This is nice.
Kino hoping to buy as much time as possible. Canadian.
Thankfully for Troy moved in.
The shield break. J90 struggling. SPOIT goes down to the hands of Newers, and now Canadian will try again.
That gunfire coming from Nick.
What? Canadian having to unsheath
what is happening there?
His hands full right now.
Canadian
into the waiting arms of Surf. We've got
Canadian's so lucky to be alive right now.
Oh, yeah.
Find another on the Kino. Dark Zero reduced to 2. They have been in the driver's seat so far on this map.
Honestly, if they end 4-2, it's not the end of the world.
They can win, but they have to deal with the shield of Canadian. On half HP as he's chased off by NJR. This duel still over on White Stairs. Here comes Surf for the assist.
He's a bit solo for a long time.
Oh, Nick almost got him.
Canadian gets down to just 1 HP on a sliver of health. Surf has to hit this shot. And
finally, we got some help.
Very good trust. And now it's Newers in a 1v3. Newers has clutched before, and with that DMR, he can do some major damage. He finds the head of Surf. The F2 is a great gun. He needs to be very careful about lining himself up in this position. Canadian now squaring away. There's Andy for insurance. Shopify Rebellion showing
they got one. Don't let him get one.
Oh, Canadian's just a human drone.
Canadian on Monty.
He's literally just rallying the troops.
Someone said he's out in like a kill or two a map at this point.
Series, and it's not like we've been seeing it banned every single map. Round 1 of map 2 was the only other time that we saw Troy stick the mountain, stick the shield. He's played a little bit of blitz, but otherwise it's not been a very shield-focused strategy from SR. They played a lot of attacking rounds, starting on attack so often in this best of 5, but ultimately, when they finally need him, they rely on the shield, they start setting up these picks. Surf, the best round of tournament he's had so far, the best round of these finals.
To be fair, I feel like they were kind of blessed there with the random headshot through the wall, the window rather.
Remember
was that the opening kill?
Yeah.
Remember the team that you are. It has not
and Fultz is their top frag. They killed the top frag off of a random spray through a window.
All of their victories,
I feel like it's not the most confident of rounds.
Defeats often heartbreaking.
Confident wins, I should say.
But they are the second best team at worst at this event.
5 seconds left before insertion.
4-2 ain't winnable. Am I reading that correctly? What?
Who said that? Who said that? Dreams of TV?
Nobody enters the grand finals wanting to say, yeah, well,
that's my chatter too. What's going on?
That's crazy. Especially on attacker split.
Some of these players looking for the first taste of a major victory. For others, they're looking to repeat success they found some long ago, some very recent if you're Kino. Final round of the first half. 30 seconds in, Dark Zero with a lead that could yet become insurmountable if they take this fateful 6th round.
Newers playing passive so far in the wedding window. Forces Surf back just a bit.
Wedding window?
Wasted one of those nades, but the window remains relatively shut. They've got a couple
Newers the DMR main.
Okay. Last time we went to this bomb
he literally made super out for the
gun. They were just kind of trying to flood in through restaurant, flood in through bakery.
Double DMRs here. Nick and Newers on the DMR. Like, how do you lose? You got the SMG 12 on
How do you
hold.
feel about the operator pick for the gun?
Probably going to be Ambi alone late in this round, trying to take control.
I mean, yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, but.
And if Newers existing up here, that could be a huge problem, but he army crawls his way away and stays alive.
It does get picked here a good amount because people do that Rora take where they just roar off the trapdoor and it's a counter.
You could find yourself using
More damage was done to
impacts or something maybe, but.
Uh-oh, Kino's attention elsewhere. Good read by Ambi.
Oh
my God.
No! Honestly, if he stayed tucked, he could have got the kill. What a shitty spot to be, though.
Fultz coming in for the assist. Down goes Rex and Canadian trapped in the corner.
Poor Troy. Poor Troy.
Dark Zero wanting to
and
finish this
bullied
one
in a
off.
corner.
As Surf takes down Newers and will now have to head back towards the main bakery
5-1 split.
with 3 players of Dark Zero
Yeah,
still
that's
very much alive.
Surf's been one of the most clutch players.
That's
going to
be hard to come back from.
He just wasted his nade.
He's got full 60 seconds to work with their
Was that for the Renegade?
Yeah, the Renegade was hacked though. I mean, I guess you can argue though that it's
player still
It
up,
opening
and it's gonna
kind of
be
gives away your
5-1
position, but
in
I
our
don't know.
first
Yeah.
half.
Do the Solus first, Pulse second.
Oh, he's taking a timeout.
It's a
Biggest thing right
halftime.
here, fellas, they're gonna
Oh,
start,
halftime.
Like, last
Wait, is it
fight
always
to
a
Cafe? We're in like the
notice?
exact same position. This was like what, over 2 stages ago. We got up like 6-0 5-1. They just started playing like absolute.
I can't believe I haven't
so, like, be
noticed
aware
this.
that, especially when we're going towards the window side on these bases. Yeah. Just lean into like full anti-cheese a little bit early. Take this first
Boring
shot pretty slow,
major,
you're gonna
I
feel
want
what they're
marbles.
actually doing. And then the biggest thing, fellas,
I
like
want
Peter was saying, just
marbles.
fundamentally
Marbles is a
simple. That's
great
all we
game.
gotta do. Yeah, stay fundamentally
Maybe we'll do a
sound. We don't
giveaway
need
of
to get
marbles,
crazy.
guys.
Nothing special, simple and fundamental.
How were the
And that
games
is it.
yesterday
Just be
overall?
aware of the fucking buffoonery.
Yeah.
Close. A lot closer. Yeah.
Better than this?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the.
Because I mean,
probably like the
DZ
fast
beat
layers.
FaZe.
If
That
it's
was
not the hard
crazy.
desert, it's
Shopify
just gonna be
I
destroyed.
like
I saw the
bunkers.
score though. They like
Yeah.
dominated.
We're already in a good position. 'cause
At least
we
on
have
Chalet.
Yeah, Chalet. Yeah.
Just be aware.
I
that
was
the only
hyped.
thing that I
It
can
was
see
super
them try
hyped.
to, like snag us with is like that fucking Valkyrie shit. Maybe some echo work, like with flanks and like C4 as well and such. If that is the case, just start bringing out the IQ again. Quite frankly, we don't even need to force it in the beginning, but just be aware of it.
Yeah.
Heard all the prep is
Plan
still
on that,
like,
so he's
What's
going to
that?
do it at the same time.
I don't know.
When they did that,
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
walk down
I'll
the
ask.
ground.
I'll ask.
Yeah, okay.
Ram was just playing the mining vert. Fultz just dropped the bomb with the sense. He can also go white and try to sense that off and like run across. And
I never
if
know,
They do that, the glass might go elsewhere if they have it.
Somebody's asking
Second
Mint
time,
to
they did
sign
the
his
exact
mouse
same
pad.
thing, except
I don't
Kino
know if
went
they're- he's
Monty
talking to
and he
me
just
or
pushed
to
white
him.
all
It's hard
with
to
the
tell.
Monty,
We
okay?
got the lights, so it's like all you see is a
big thing
shadowy
both times for
silhouette
that, when they
on the
cleared,
opposite
they
side.
did try to push that white hall to distract the VIP player.
I never
We need
want to
make sure that
assume
in the past
that
against us
they
for
want me
that
to sign, because then a
remember
lot of
they've
times
obviously
people
ran
feel
Nomad.
awkward and don't
So
want to
if
be
there's
rude and
Nomad,
say
make sure
don't
that
sign
we're
it.
in a position where we can
So-
actually help to get them off, and if not, that we have a plan for what we want to do at the clash, whether it's walking up the staircase or pressuring, like holding white, because they might try to push white. Clash can distract that, right? Yeah. For mining, NJ's going to go snow. He's going to run striker. He's going to have nades and flashes. Newers goes Deimos Heaven as well, so this would be a quick play. They can do it with Fultz dropping Heaven off of a Ram, Kino dropping Heaven off of a Skylight off the Ram. J9 will just be sitting Christmas.
It takes a village to be the best
Spoit's
in the
left
world,
hanging.
and that's exactly what Dark Zero have had throughout this
Oh, he
weekend
finally got
in
it.
Salt
He
Lake
finally got the
City.
dap.
It was NJR whose MVP-worthy performance got them to this point with one of the best KDs ever put up in a major. It was Kino playing ridiculous rounds on smoke, locking down the defense, playing tight corners with the shotgun that got them a lead here in the series. It was J9O who put up a monster kill total on Bank to put them up now 2-1 up against SR. It was the captain, Vault on this map, who made so many little moves with nitro cells,
7-2,
with wrap
7-2.
positions. And that final round, Parker, for me, it was Newers. The nitro
Oh,
started things
I didn't even
off
notice
with
that.
one pick that they most needed. Onto that
Oh, look at that, the
player.
Warden.
Another frag deep into that round as well.
You want
Some
your spot
critical
back?
moments coming out
He's
from
a middle
every
kinda
single
guy.
person on
Chat,
DZ.
no.
And now
Chat was
they
saying that I
sit
should,
just
because you're
two
gone, I
rounds
get to
away
claim the
from
spot.
their
You
ultimate
do.
goal
You
And
do.
repeating what this org did in Charlotte, North Carolina.
An incredible run from both of these teams.
Not Macy J Ram strat.
If this is
I don't think this is happening at this level anymore.
I think SR can hopefully, in the wake of this event, be happy with their performance.
Yeah.
It was phase one that they managed to claw their way through. They've played far and away the most siege here, which does overexpose their map pool a little bit.
For sure.
But I don't think there's anybody who will say this isn't an earned position. It's feeling like DZ's got everybody's number here in Salt Lake.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, after Munich, people were calling for heads to roll on the side of SR. They went to Paris, not making a single roster move. And again, disappointing result for this team, but they still believed in themselves. They still kept this five-man core alive, and it got them to this
I gotta do
point.
last-minute
It brought
predictions.
them to be one of the two best teams in the
Bad, I
entire
didn't,
world.
You're about to get your weapons
Doing
skin, George.
predictions now.
It's gonna need
No,
to be just
well,
a little bit
I did it,
more
whatever.
if they want to
Hey,
upset
listen,
It's
Dark.
5-1. This is the easiest
no, no.
prediction ever.
Hold on though.
So much still
If
to
there'd
pull
be the
back.
people that put a few points on Shopify,
anyone
they
can
could
do
get a huge fucking return. That's
Canadian
the
and
trick.
Spoit.
That's the trick,
It's happened
huh?
before. I've seen it happen.
Except the
Bad day
winners.
for Rexon has continued to go bad here.
I think, I think you're getting your weapon skin.
There's a
That's
catch
all.
that Yokai
Yep,
drove.
so
The
far there's
Canadian popped through the
50k
hatch, but
points
there's
on
still information as
DZ
to how many people
immediately.
are up there.
There's only 10k on
Very
Shopify.
beneficial
So
for
there's
this
a
DZ
chance.
team as they
Sounds like some free
Yeah,
points.
except all the Dark Zero betters are going to have the lowest payout in history of betting.
Hey, you don't have to. You don't have to.
I mean, Dark Zero, highest attacking win rate at this entire tournament.
Yeah.
We're on attack.
It's probably over, but
Canadian on the board this round.
I'm just, I'm hedging my bets.
Canadian still surviving in this position. Now it's
What? That's a D12.
Hipfire headshot. I'm not going to praise that.
Rebellion with a
But.
numbers advantage, and Serve
Not
has to
the
go to
bullet.
chat to let him know how he feels. Halfway point of the round, and Rebellion are in pretty good shape. Ambi will run into J90.
Dude, what about that one?
Another hipfire headshot.
who knows? We might have an Ambi pop-off comeback.
It's just as daunting
you know?
as it
We
was
need
on
it.
Bank.
We need it, George, but I don't want to hope anymore. I'm in my acceptance phase.
It is,
Yeah.
is hate watch unsuccessful.
Well, they start to get aggressive in that round. They start to get a little
I already
scrappy.
started to
Never
praise
afraid
them.
of DZ
I'm in
early on
agreement.
those entries. That's what you want from a team that's down now 5-1, turned 5-2. Here in the grand finals of a major, they make some really aggro moves. They never sit still.
This is
Like,
beautiful,
really
but either
pressure
way,
guys
because
like
NA
J90,
wins.
It's really these window positions
Yeah.
that are punishing them. When the
Either way,
players
like,
inside the building,
Come on,
it is
bro.
the
Like, that's not deserved.
Rebellion
This is also not
that are giving them
deserved.
the edge.
This one's
Surf
fine,
was
but
required to hit
the
some
other
great
two
shots
kills are
back on the
absolutely not
attack when he was
deserved, so I
pushing
don't
with
have
Canadian
such high
on
hopes
one
for
team. Andy really
Shopify.
required to hit some crazy flicks on that round. and he
Like,
does so
you're
for
not hitting
Rebellion.
those every single round.
5-2. Still alive here in this series. Plenty of games still potentially to be played.
Bomb located by attackers.
Jesse, you say yourself, there's always two halves to a game of Siege. Rebellion will get to
It's a
defend
60-40
Cafe. It is a
split in
tricky
your
map
chat.
For them. DZ are quite dominant on
for
both
me?
sides of this map.
There's
Probably.
no way.
Against
60-40 with a
DZ
5-1.
Well, I'll tell you why, okay? Because some people will just literally purely out of spite, like just straight hating for a separate team will vote.
There is a more than
That's
greater
crazy.
likelihood that they will be able to win at minimum 2 rounds, and really that's all they need to do.
Yeah.
If a 4-2 half is what SR accomplishes,
Worst streamer performance in the event you've ever witnessed. That's okay,
you
dude.
need to
I'm
do
aiming for
exactly what Dark Zero did to
mediocrity.
you. A 5-1 half. There is very little room for error.
AFK 50% time, phone 30%. Okay, look. AFK because I had to do stuff, dude. I had interviews or people that I told I would talk to or, you know, give feedback on certain things, okay? And phone was me doing my flips in post for the event, for the new season. Okay? So,
Look at all of them
Here's what it
chilling
is.
on the mute jammers, by the way.
They win their
Yep.
first round on the defense.
like a bunch of chickens
Finding
on
Diamond
eggs.
as their second choice for a bomb site. Dark Zero bringing a lot of good tools to shut this down. They got J90 for the vert play once they take top control. They've got newer
It's a shame that Grim is not countered by it anymore.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
It's the stupidest change ever.
Yep. What do you think of Grim in his current state in general?
I think it's fine if they just make mute a counter.
Ambient Surf
Yeah.
linking up in that position.
Would be a
as
little
Andy
better.
Because I've actually been shooting the Grim bees a lot more now that they nerfed it.
Yep.
I don't think it's so bad, but they really got to bring the mute back for it. They have a reliable way to counter it.
I would like to see a very small duration decrease too. It doesn't have to be a lot, but like maybe literally like 2 or 3 seconds off. I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, I could go with that. I think that's fair and reasonable.
It's been great so
Yep.
far. It's a Claymore kill for the second.
Big
Now
thing
in
with the
a
mute though,
3v5.
yeah,
Dark
because
Zero will need to be able to
that was
close
like
in
the
on these
whole
last
thing.
couple
Is like, okay,
players.
I'm
With the
playing
hero on bank that
whatever
completed
yellow
the comeback, they
staircase
got
on
the
your
full way
console. It's
there.
like I can play it because I'll
On the
just put a
window,
mute
playing
jammer there and
surrounded on all sides.
What is it, 12 seconds?
From many
I
angles.
think so. Yeah, maybe lower down to like
Honestly, like bring
8
it down
or
to
10.
10. Yeah, 10 is good.
What did I say? Very little room for error. The captain will need to lead by example. Less than 50 damage has been done to Dark
Troy
Zero.
1v5. He's gonna make Rainbow Six history right now, guys.
Yep.
Canadian knowing what
Everyone's gonna hype him up and say he's back.
Dark Zero looks to sink
And he's
their
gonna
team.
boy.
bring victory to his team, the start of a comeback victory.
I don't know if he has 5 kills this entire tournament, entire match right now. to be
Yeah.
All
honest.
right, come on.
No, I mean someone in chat. I think he's 7-21 or something.
Can't be cooking him that hard, dude.
That's not his job.
Ambi to wake up and SPOIT.
Oh man,
Yeah.
the crowd is the crowd clearing out already?
It's too late. The NA farmers, they're too strong.
The Shopify fans are already clearing out. They're trying to beat the traffic.
Yeah.
Few years later in
Tragic.
Charlotte, we got another all-North American final, and once again, it was Canadian
Or maybe
on
they're
top
going in
that
line.
led
Don't they have a
Dark
meet and
Zero
greet
Yo,
after?
imagine leaving early and they actually come back Craziest comeback ever, and then map 5.
Goal is so far away.
Barn burner.
Wait, I just noticed there was like bleachers back there.
Yeah. Then they've got to win.
You get a little
overtime.
aerial,
Then they've got to win
couple rows up.
The objective list is so long for Canadian.
I will say it's packed.
He's done it before.
Every seat's full.
6-2 now to DZ. This team looks unbeatable at the moment.
I mean, it was a little more full when we were playing, but
History is repeating itself for a third time.
That's all right.
Dark Zero is holding down this rebellion, picking them apart round by round, player by player. DZ is not letting off the gas at all. They have this rebellion team on the ropes, and they are hoping to deliver the knockout blow here on Cafe.
Prediction.
If not
This is the last round.
Maybe the next, but there are 4 opportunities for DZ to cement themselves.
Maybe.
If you're a betting man, what do you say? If you're a betting man, if you're gambling,
I don't know. Troy on the Clash, maybe.
I mean, I see the Clash, but I see a Capital.
Yeah, Ram.
Doesn't get easier.
Got Dodge Ram going in up top on Cigar.
Got the Hemi gonna tear up the floor.
I mean, it's free. Everyone's downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like for the actual attempted analysis, like they're not really roaming, and they have the perfect stuff to destroy the floor and like work a plant here and just clear them out. And they're just playing. Chopify's playing scared. Their mental seems gone.
DZ is a team that so far has been very good at calling on the fly. They are obviously well rehearsed and well practiced. They have a great mind backing them up and a world champion.
I mean, they just cleared literally the entire map in a minute, and now they're just gonna fucking rock the floor, dude. It's GG. Unless some absolute stupid shit happens, this is a DZ round.
Yeah, it feels like everybody's been given a new life here on this DZ team.
Worried about Valcans.
The season, they cemented themselves the best team in North America. They'll have
throw a
another
C4 or an
opportunity to prove it
impact
today.
on the
They've been
Ram.
showing that so far. 90 seconds deep. We're halfway through the round, and everyone remains. This is expected. When SR are playing a full anchor
I
setup
had 2
down outside
friends
the
leave
kitchen,
after
you don't
map
expect
1
early
of
frags
phase
to come
DZ.
through.
Damn.
Ambi is
No
likely
faith.
going to be the first point of contact as this hatch opens.
Oh, he's going to be able to drop here for free with Blitz. Okay, I know taking a little damage, but that's all right. Bomb's going down. Hello? Hello? Is anybody here? Is anybody here?
Oh, GG.
Oh, GG.
Suddenly, we've gone into a 45-second
And
showdown.
that's all she wrote.
There's Newers as well. DZ with the upper hand, looking to lift this trophy.
At least I get
Down
my
goes
skin.
Canadian. They've got Ambi
Yeah.
isolated.
What was that defense, dude?
DZ win. Mid doesn't celebrate, just off to the side.
Well, no, I wanted to see them.
Oh, okay,
I wanted to
okay.
see them in person.
Once again on
8
American
watching
soil,
successful.
Dark
I wanna see if
Zero
someone's
will
getting on the
be
desk.
major champions.
No doubt about it. The most dominant team inside of North America and inside the globe. Dark Zero from the very start of kickoff dominated through the group stage, stumbled a little
Yeah,
bit.
can we turn
at
that light
small
off there?
moments
Busy.
throughout the playoffs, but they always bounced back. They were always
yeah, I did.
able to pull things together. It's been a long time coming for guys like
Oh,
Jay
congrats to the
Dowd,
NA
lost
Farmers.
some of those
They did it
back in
again.
Charlotte.
I'm still coping.
As you said,
They're just
partner,
NA Farmers
it's
event for
been
winning the
6 months,
event.
But it doesn't change how good this must feel.
They definitely did not beat FaZe playing the best team here. They didn't do
He
that.
had the taste of glory with this DZ team. He was in the wilderness so
do you think?
long,
Would you still
but
say
he's
FaZe is a better
made
team?
his way out.
Even
who?
though DZ won.
Rebellion gave them
No,
a pretty
no,
decent
of course
run
not.
for their
Was
money.
DZ FaZe at least closer?
The DZ thing is just for fun. You literally, like, if I'm being real, like, they beat FaZe playing. I mean, FaZe get chalked. I've never seen them chalk like they did. Like, they were
Yeah, I saw
pissed.
Hideous get mad.
And I don't think DZ would do that. With call out, like, their mentals look good, so.
This org
FaZe look
has
beatable.
been in siege since the very moment they founded.
KDS
and we
needs a
are ever
vacation, bro.
grateful for
I
it.
think he just needs a
And once
vacation.
again, with a very different lineup and one familiar face, DZ will lift the trophy here in North America.
8 watch unsuccessful. I'm happy for that, man.
How about that?
Just seeing Troy there, just look at the trophy, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel for him.
Listen, I'm happy that NA won. I don't really care
2020
beyond
was the
that.
last time
It'd be nice to see
you lifted
Canadian win
a piece of
particularly.
Siege silverware. This must feel like
But
a long
you know, I'm
time
happy
coming.
for Folds too. You guys have known how much ranked I've played with Folds in the past, so
Talk me through them.
gotta be happy for him too.
Well, you come to these
I
tournaments.
mean, another
year after
hate
year.
watch
I mean,
successful
just like you
bitch.
said,
There's
I've
2
been
NA teams in the finals.
Almost 6 years probably, and you fight so hard year in, and you come to every single event, and it stinks to fall short as a competitor. But like, what makes a true competitor is how, you know, you dust off, you reset, you get back in the lab, and you train hard just for moments like this. So I'm happy I won.
It's nice to hear that speech on a win and not every time they lose.
The most rewarding thing is
17 all over DZ's playing against plumbers and
Is that Mrs. Foltz?
Just to show how hard we've worked. Yeah.
I think it's absolutely obvious, and that display from you guys was dominant. At what point in this final did you feel like
SPOIT haters are going to come out in droves?
He actually played really well, though.
I know. It doesn't matter, though. He lost. They're gonna mega hate.
In our hands, and then you know, we just had to keep it simple. They did fight pretty hard on Bank, like when we were on the attack side, but yeah, Bank.
What do you think, guys? Should we lift this bad boy?
Let him lift it.
All right,
Let him lift it.
Don't drop it.
This is the best part.
I'm always scared of the day they drop
Salt Lake City Major Champions.
Everyone's got to get a finger.
I can see Troy from here, man. That dude looks sad as hell.
So Kino's the first back-to-back major winner with different teams. That's crazy.
Yep.
And Manny was down.
He's just a good luck charm. Wasn't he dropped as well? Like,
I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, something like that. And then like
he was dropped. Yeah, he was dropped.
So they got rid of Hot and Cold, who made it deep with wild card. They got rid of Kino, who won the major. Killed it at 80. Great fucking roster moves.
Marco's killing it, dude.
Why do they gotta show up Canadian?
I know, man.
I think loser interviews and stuff are cool.
Yeah, but they gotta like highlight his disappointment.
Once again, confetti falling from the sky. It was only 6
okay, everyone, look how disappointed we are.
Yeah.
Different jersey, of course. How does
I got my
this
skin,
feel
man. I can't be too. I don't know. I can't be too mad though.
The first one was more like a relief kind of thing. This one, like, I knew it was gonna happen, but the amount of work this team put in, it's unbelievable. These guys worked so hard. We all worked so hard for it, and it just paid off.
Do you feel like we're about to witness an era of DZ dominance here?
Don't do
I
it.
can't say that.
Don't do it.
We're just gonna keep working hard. Just gonna keep putting our effort into this, in our all.
The confetti.
We'll see what
happens. It's distracting me. All I see is confetti.
All of you guys,
never want to say
What did he say?
Say something to the crowd here. J90, what does this mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot for sure, but I just gotta shout out Aloe, Tony. He's not here right now. I don't know where he is, but he puts in a hell of a lot of work. Same with that guy, Kala, right there. Shout out them. And shout out the team, for real.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. They don't get any love from the general public.
Here you are, you're back again.
Yeah, no shout out for
Ghosty. You must feel like you were back right now, right?
I mean, this one's better. I'll tell you that right now.
Tell me why.
I mean, I think this group really, I almost like got my joy for the game back, and like just showing up every day and playing with these guys has been like so enjoyable for me. And I just have so much faith, and it allows me to have so much faith like in myself, and not only like the team as well. Like the backbone we have is crazy. It's unreal.
For sure, love that. Newers, just pop up here for a second, then. Congratulations.
W Nick. W Nick.
And I know that they also love one of your family members out here. Where's Kathy at?
My grandma?
Yeah!
My grandma right there. Shout out my grandma.
Nana.
Kathy!
Kathy!
Kathy, come on. Come up here for a minute. Come on up here.
Oh my God, she's so nervous.
She's good? She's good. She's staying there. All right. All right, should we lift the trophy one more time? Do you want to say something about your team and how proud you are?
Dude, it's crazy seeing his birthday and it's after like 9/11.
Like they work harder than any team in esports, I think.
After 2000 birthday.
And they just committed to it.
18 years old is 2008.
Lift the trophy one more time. Here we go.
Holy
Crazy.
shit, dude.
We're so damn old.
Some noise one more time.
They still got more confetti to pump? God damn. Oh, that was it. That's all we got.
Okay.
Yo, the confetti's dangerous, though. That shit's slippery.
Yeah, dude. The confetti budget's out of control.
Damn.
That's some nice confetti, dude.
Yo, Fultz is jacked. What the hell?
He is, yeah. He's been jacked for a minute, though.
Yeah. Yes.
Does the Dokkaebi iPad light up? Or is that
it lights up.
Oh, that's sick.
I don't know if it lights up from the ceiling or if it's like the actual trophy does. I'm not sure.
No, that's definitely
the trophy, yeah.
I just want to give a big shout out to this crowd. You've been phenomenal.
Oh, I thought he was dropping that.
I thought
He's got a grip on it.
Jesus. That was actually stressing me out. I'm not gonna lie. He was fumbling and fumbling and it looked like he was eating in the crowd.
Kicking off in June.
He's holding it like a baby.
The next major, we will see you in Osaka, Japan.
This moment goes so fast.
SLC USA.
That's a. Oh, no arm, no arm.
He was like, I'll join the coaching. Oh, no. Wow, didn't want to be next to Jack.
Call it so Jack, bro.
I still kind of like that they got the polos.
Yep.
That's good.
It separates the coach.
Yeah,
cool.
I like it.
Yep.
And it's like a little more sophisticated than so they're like the brains of the operation.
Yep.
Dark 0W secured my skin, and you know, I want to see Troy win, but you know, I get the skin in you know, to help console me.
Yeah, are they throwing confetti for the shot? Yo, the violin is sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to keep watching them.
What's this?
Everyone's leaving. And I tell you about the new Dodge, right?
Yes, he got a heavy